ẹ̀yin tèmi ṣe wà o, ṣe wà o. Sky power, sky power, sky power, sky power o. Ẹ̀yin tèmi ṣe wà o, ṣe wà o. Ẹ̀yin tèmi ṣe wà o, ṣe wà o. Sky power dá wà lóhùn wọn, ọjọ́ ń lọ. Àwọn ayẹni ló ránṣẹ́ pè wá pé ká máa bọ̀, ká wá forin dá wọn lára yá. Here we go, our people. Báwo làdúgbò yín? Èyí tiwantiwa. How is Nigerian treating us? Òun ni àkọlé èyí tí a tún bá bọ̀. How is Nigerian treating you? Ṣé Nigerian treating dáadáa? Àbí kò treating dáadáa? Báwo ni Nigeria ṣe ń treating yín? Ṣé Nigeria ń treating dáadáa? Àbí kò treating dáadáa? Òun ni ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi ẹ̀yin tiwa. Ṣé Nigeria ń treating dáadáa? Àbí kò treating dáadáa? Because Nigeria treating àwa kan dáadáa o. Ṣé Nigeria ń treat ẹ̀yin dáadáa? Tó bá ń treat ẹ̀yin dáadáa, ẹ já mọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ tí yín lọ́hùn. Kan Nigeria treat àwa dáadáa. Mo ń wo passport office lánàá. So many Nigerians tó fi lọ gba passport tó fi ya dànù. Ìlú yìí kẹ́ ìlú tó wọ́ọ̀kì olúkálùkù fẹ́ ya dànù. Everywhere dry. Just reason àṣírí bàbá. Mílò ni mo mú Ọlọ́run ọ̀rẹ́. Mílò ni. Mo ní báwọn ní Nigeria ṣe ń treat àwọn Nigerians. Wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹ̀ dry. Kí ló dé tó dry? Ṣé kò sówó ní ìgboro ni? Ṣé kò sówó ní Nigeria ni? Ṣèwọ́n ní Nigeria lówó lọ́wọ́. Ṣé kò sówó nínú Nigeria ni? Kí ló dé gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dry? Ẹ má yẹ kó dry ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé. Babatunde, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà Nigeria, ẹ má yẹ kó dry kẹ̀. Ẹ má yẹ kí Nigeria dry o ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ má yẹ kí Nigeria dry o. Ẹ̀yin wa tẹ́ wà ń lé. Ta ló ń pè mí? Àwọn tó ń pè wá. Hello? Ẹ káàárọ̀. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo wà lórí program báyìí. Okay. All right then. Problem ti pọ̀ jù. Problem tó wà nílé. Never ending ni problem yẹn. Problem tó wà ní Nigeria. Ó end ti. Ẹ gbé flag mi sẹ́yìn báyìí. Our Yoruba Nation campaigner. Àwọn oníṣẹ́ méjì. Bí Sky News ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n kó tó bá lọ sórí Sky News. Ìgbà míì the same thing láwọn máa sọ. It becomes repetitive. So ó lè dàbí nǹkan táwa náà ń sọ repetitive ni, but a gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ó ga jì. Ṣé àwọn pé táwa náà bá máa sọ léraléra? Ìgbà míì ẹlòmíì ò ní understand pé n ta gbé dání. wọ́n á ní eré pa ni ìyẹn la ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà ọ̀rọ̀ làwọn máa ń sọ àníṣẹ́ méjì ẹgbọ́n mi ọlọ́run iwájú mú kí ṣe lọ sókè mi. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni reputation ni torí bí nàìjíríà bá ṣiṣẹ́ èèyàn rẹ̀ níṣẹ́ self-employed lèmi ilé ni mò ń sùn ni mò ń jí backpack mi dẹ̀ ni tí bá ti jáde sórí backpack mi lélẹ̀ ẹ ti ní backpacker ni mí Azeez Wasiu mú kí ẹ jàre ẹ tí àtẹjọ pé mò ń níṣẹ́ ní London so ilé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà wọ́n rí Koiki ò níṣẹ́ ní London but at least adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé mo lálàáfíà mo dẹ̀ lè máa bá àwọn èèyàn wa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó ní làákàyè so mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé báwo lójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ yìí sórí àgbáyé tó ń wò yìí ó ọ̀fẹ́ ká ṣoríire àwọn náà ó yẹ kí n tan ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó dúdú àbí ẹjẹ́ kò yí láti máa set up studio in and out sórí iná tó fún ẹ láti over 20. Can you plug this for me there? Omodua. Don't plug it. Be careful when picking it in the fault. Iná tó fún yín sórí náà mo fẹ́ tanná nísìn. Kò free lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà wàláì. Owó náà mi báyìí nísìn. Ó ti lọ sókè. Èmi mò ń jẹ́ kó owó náà lé wa lọ sókè. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé gájà tèmi náà máa ń tàn yìí? Oúnjẹ náà. Àbúrò pọ́fẹ́ là ń lò. Bàbá wa ní ẹ support KOIKIMEDIA àwọn kan wọ́n máa ṣẹnu ṣọ̀pọ̀nà ṣé o mọ̀ pé iná lèmi náà ń lò nínú ilé sórí pé òun mo fẹ́ connect nísìn wàá rí kó máa bright nísìn sórí. Up nepa wọ́n ti múná lọ wàá ṣeré jàre eft ẹlòmíì máa understand just reason mo fẹ́ tọ́nà sí ẹ lójú up nepa. Up nepa àbẹ̀fẹ́ gbómi lọ ni wọ́n ní up nepa sori pé bright díẹ̀ nísìn ẹni tó bá fi pè line ẹ̀ wà open akọ̀ flow ni ẹni tó bá fi pè ẹ̀ ṣáà ti ní studio number mi kàn mọ́ lórí kí ni studio number mi gan fara mi mọ́ lórí ẹ bá wo size ẹni tẹ́ bá parí pẹ̀lú size tọ́mtọ́m yìí ẹ wo bí tọ́mtọ́m ṣe rí tọ́mtọ́m tó yẹ kó máa ń tóbi inflation ti bá tọ́mtọ́m inflation ìgbà kan wọ́n ní Koiki kò wọṣọ Yorùbá nation mọ́ ẹ rántí ó dà pé ta ló pè ókè ọ̀kan tí ń pè wá ẹ rántí pé ńgbà kan wọ́n ní Koiki kò wọṣọ Yorùbá nation mọ́ bó ti fi Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀ ó dà pé ìyá kan ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà ìyá tó wà ní Dublin ẹ̀ kí lórúkọ wọn hello bàbá ẹ káàbọ̀ sà. Hello.
Ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà.
Òkú méje o. Èmi mo dẹ̀ ń sọmọ Ìgbò, mo dẹ̀ ń sọmọ Haúsá o. Yorùbá pọ́nbélé, Yorùbá mi lè má da lẹ́nu, wàláì. Yorùbá pọ́nbélé ni.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ pé.
Yorùbá mi ò máa da lẹ́nu. Ẹ má máa tàn mí jàre ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Ẹ má máa jẹ́ kórìí mi máa wú. Yorùbá mi kátàkátà ni báyìí. À ń gbádùn ẹgbọ́n sókè. Ẹ má bínú.
Ìwọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó pọ̀ káàkiri èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé máa ń ní rò pẹ̀lú Yorùbá táì gbọ́.
Kábíyèsí lẹ́yìn máa rí Ọlọ́run adúgbò ẹ̀fọ́ Ọlọ́run 24 years ni ó máa pé 25 mo ti dé ìlú ìlọ́dún yìí.
So kí ni mò ń fàyọ pé ẹ kó ojúmọ́ àwọn ọmọ ń kọ́ o.
Àlàáfíà làwọn ọmọdé wa wà Ọlọ́run.
Ṣé rí ohun tẹ́ ẹ sọ láàárọ̀ ẹ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ náà yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni dádì.
Bí ó bá jẹ́ wípé kódà ìlú tó pọ̀ èrò nǹkan ló ń ṣe wàhálà wọn. Iná ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà wọn. Oúnjẹ ò ṣe wàhálà wọn. Ìwọ̀n ò kí ń ṣe wàhálà wọn. And then ọ̀nà ò kí ń ṣe wàhálà wọn.
Okay. So kí ló wá jẹ́ tó fi jẹ́ pé kí ni important iná dádì mo gbádùn yín.
Nígbà tó lọ́n fẹ́ dá yé àtọ̀run àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn ó ní ẹ jẹ́ kí ìmọ́lẹ̀ kí ó wà.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè.
Kò sí tí èèyàn lè ṣe ní òkùnkùn tó lè dá. Àwọn oníjẹkújẹ olè àwọn náà wà nínú òkùnkùn. A mọ̀ pé bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ bá wà yóò bá iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn wí.
Okay. Mo ti start mi fẹ́ lára.
Ọkọ̀ òlu tó bá dá bí ò bá dá ọ̀rọ̀ náà lẹ máa kọ́kọ́ mọ̀.
Okay.
Inú òkùnkùn làwọn ti ń jẹ.
Okay.
Tá bá promise ẹnìkan pé yóò di kánsẹ́lọ̀ ní 2028 nísẹ̀yìn. Ìfà ó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jàjà òkùnkùn lọ láti dé lọ.
A máa tó bá ti promise ẹ̀ pé òun ló máa fi jẹ kánsẹ́lọ̀.
Ọlọ́run 2028. Kò ì tí ì jẹ́ ò bá ní kó pààyàn yóò pa á.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o.
Yes.
Wow.
So gbogbo àwọn ọ̀wà òkùnkùn ó ní ò jẹ́ kí nọ́ọ̀sì.
Okay.
So gbogbo nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà ó gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣe fúnra ẹ̀ ni ohun tó fa corruption yẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá.
Níbi tẹ́bi pa yín sí ilé tá à ń gbé yín sẹ̀ wọ́n ti parí ẹ̀ kódà tí wọ́n ti ní insurance gbọ́dọ̀ wà ká tó kó síbẹ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ dáadáa, insurance gbọ́dọ̀ wà níbẹ̀ kẹ́ tó kó sínú ilé yẹn.
Ká tó kó síbẹ̀ in case tó bá jó kọ́ sáwa la máa lọ yáwó tàbá máa lọ jíwó láti fi tó ṣe.
So gbogbo àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀pù tó ń jó lọ́nà Òṣòdì tó ń jó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ń jó nílẹ̀ Ìgbò.
Àwọn insurance nínú òkùnkùn ní gbogbo wọn wà. Tí insurance bá máa di insurance mú ni tí insurance yóò di gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì mú ni mọ̀ pé kò ní máa sí gbogbo iṣẹ́ òkùnkùn yẹn. Because insurance ò kàn ní fún ẹ lówó náà ó. A investigate wọ́n á dẹ̀ mú àwọn tó yẹ tán yẹ kán mú. Yes, wọ́n á dẹ̀ sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó.
So
ìdìbò ìjọba ó san nínú ẹ̀ because kò lè defend aráàlú ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ìjọba náà sì tún máa owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn insurance òpó tẹ bá san.
So ṣé pé yẹn ni wọ́n ṣe máa ń sọ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ ní insurance.
Báwo ni ẹ̀dá èèyàn ní insurance? Ohun tó ń fa olè nìyẹn. Nígbà tí mọ́tò kan bá bàjẹ́ lẹ́yìn tó jẹ́ pé o ò lo mọ́tò mọ́ náà nìyẹn.
Mọ́tò dẹ̀ máa ń break down Nàìjíríà ṣeré ni.
Mọ́tò ilẹ̀ tó gbóná. Ilẹ̀ tí ò sí mark.
Owó ta ná sí bọ́ọ̀sì kan tá a rà nílé.
Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà yẹn ò ní mark.
Everyday la máa ń tún bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ṣe. Ó fẹ́ sún mi gbà kan.
Àwọn èèyàn tó wá kọlura wọn kọ́kọ́ lura wọn náà. Ẹni tó bá wá gbégbó orókè ní lúlù yẹn ìyẹn ni ó ṣe wàá bá tún mọ́tò tiẹ̀ ṣe. Kò sí sọ́ra ìyẹn. Báwo lèèyàn ṣe ń kó mọ́tò mẹ́wàá jọ?
Ṣé mọ̀ pé dádì mo rí mọ́tò kan lánàá má bínú sà mọ́tò yẹn wọ́n ní 250 million ni ó ṣe gbé jáde ó ṣe ń jáde nínú pọ́ọ̀tì ni kódà ó sì wà nínú rap ibi tó kàn drive nìkan lójú ẹ̀ mo wá ń wo títì tí mọ́tò yẹn drive lé lórí mọ́ ní kábíyèsí mọ́tò 250 million.
Mo ṣe rí nìyẹn ó dáa mo lò ó ti rí 50 million.
50 àní 250 million 50 million kẹ.
250 million bó ló ti rí.
Bó ló ti rí. Tẹ bá tún wọ́n ní ọ̀tá jẹ́ ni mí wọ́n ní mo lọ sílé Tinubu Ṣèyí Tinubu wọ́n náà ọ̀tá jẹ́ ni mí wọ́n ní ṣé mi ò fẹ́ nǹkan tó dáa ni.
Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé gbogbo system dẹ́gbà tó kùkù ti wá wọlé gbogbo system náà wá ti dòkùn.
Okay.
Ó gbẹ kòkó nígbà yẹn bá kó mọ́tò mẹ́jọ. Sẹ́yìn ni tó mọ́tò mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Kí ni mo fi insurance máa ṣe mí léṣe kí mo fẹ́ pààkì sí gan.
Lọ́tà sí wà ń bẹ̀.
Àtọdún mẹ́ta license mi wà bíbà mo drive látọdún mẹ́ta bọ́ọ̀sì àti train ni mo ń lò káàkiri.
Ìjọba bá ń lo mẹ́wàá ó ti pa àwọn mẹ́wàá kan pọ̀.
License mi lélẹ̀.
Náà lọ́mọ wa san gbogbo owó sí i. Kẹ́ẹ́ tó gba láńsẹ̀sì náà ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ tójú yín.
Ìyẹn ṣe máa sọ dádì ẹ̀rọ àpẹ́ mi ẹlẹ́nkẹrin mo pass. Mo sọ pé mo ti máa ṣe program kan kò ní jẹ́ live mo ti ṣí YouTube yẹn my 24 years in UK látijọ́ tí mo ti dé ní September 28 1998 ní Gatwick Airport máa ṣe gbogbo program 30 minutes mo ṣe visa o máa lọ pé mo ṣe visa gbogbo kò fi rí ìrírí ayé ibi tí mi gbé tí mo dẹ̀ fi ní criminal record torí criminal record tó bá ti ní àwọn iṣẹ́ kan wà ò lè ṣe mo lè ṣiṣẹ́ ní school nísìn torí mo ní criminal record àwọn ń kọ́ ẹ̀kan ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ ní school wọ́n ti ní criminal record mo lè lọ ṣe dinner lady ẹ ṣe so kẹ́tọ́ lọ dádì ẹ fún wa ní àmọ̀ràn fáwọn èèyàn wa tó wà nílé tó ní ẹ lọ jókòó jàre Yorùbá nation ó ti lo kílẹ̀ Yorùbá nation lè wáyé.
Òye wọn ni. Ṣé mọ̀ pé èèyàn bá jayé rí? Ó ti yé ẹni ìfọ̀nba tó sí nípe ní àràmù.
Ok.
Ẹni ìfọ̀nba tọ́ sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wà yẹn sìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ta sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ mi Nàìjíríà.
Wàhálà mo lálàáfíà tó pọ̀. Àyà mi ò dẹ̀ já. Tí wọ́n fẹ́ jáde nísìn, mo ò ní the security.
Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní ìdìbọn níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà yẹn.
Wàhálà ọlọ́pàá kì í gbébọn níbí báyìí kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe? Gbogbo tó ṣe ní coronation yẹn mo rí ìbọn lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá kankan wàhálà gbogbo ara wọn báyìí kò sí ìbọn lára wọn.
Ní ìlú nìyẹn, téèyàn bá bí ọmọ ẹyọ ọ̀kan tàbí méjì ó sú ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ yẹn ó dàgbà tí ò bá kọjá ìyá rẹ̀. Yóò lọ ní orí ẹgbẹ́.
Ok. Tó.
Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ò bá ní ìgbádùn? Níbi tí mo wà yín sẹ̀ bí ó bá dàbẹ́ ni pé ìkàkà rú lójú sì máa pe ọlọ́pàá ó lẹ́bí mi. Nítorí pé mo ti mọ̀ pé òtítọ́ wọn ò ní fìkan bọ̀kan nínú.
Wọn ò ní fìkan bọ̀kan nínú.
Wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé wọn á kọ́ lẹ̀ wọ́n á dẹ̀ fi tó rìkọ́ọ̀dù ẹ̀.
Tí dáàdì tó ń dà kan lẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Ẹ bá lọ police station Nàìjíríà máa ń kọ̀ọ̀kan náà lẹ̀ ọkọ̀ máa ń yí tó bá dé stage ni. Torí wọ́n ní kọ̀ǹpútà tó máa ń impute ẹ̀ sí.
Nọ́mbà rẹpẹtẹ bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní bí wọ́n pè. Mo tí ọlọ́pàá tó ń sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi pé kí ló wá fẹ́ kí n ṣe é.
Èèyàn kan ní dádì ṣé ẹni bulletproof car ní London àbí níbi tẹ́ wà sorry ṣé ẹni bulletproof car.
Kí ni mo fẹ́ fi ṣe?
Láti fi máa ṣe ìtọ́jú iná ní tẹ́ bá ń káàkiri ẹ mọ̀ fáwọn area boys máa dà yín láàmú ṣé area boys ń dà yín láàmú.
Ta ní area boy? Lẹ́yìn tó ti sábí ẹ̀ lọ láàárọ̀ wọ́n kiri ẹ̀sà àwa èyí tó ọmọdé. 75 ni mo dẹ́kun.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè 1975 kọ́lọ́ máa wà pẹ̀lú bàbá.
Mo dẹ̀ ń gbé Mushin níbi tó le.
Mushin olóòṣà àdúgbò àwọn dán nìyẹn ibẹ̀ ni bàbá aládùúgbò gbogbo wọn wà ń bẹ àtàwọn kankan.
Ẹ wo sà nígbà yẹn àwọn èèyàn máa ń fi iṣẹ́ dé ṣe fàájì ni.
Ẹ bá wà ṣe ẹ lè ṣe é nísìnyí.
Nígbà yẹn ni Papa wà, nígbà yẹn ni Dunlop wà, nígbà yẹn ni Philip wà.
So dádì ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ òmò tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ẹ bá mi tún àárín ẹni nígbà yẹn ẹ̀ ń lọ bí iṣẹ́ wà Dunlop wà àwọn kan kíní kan wà kíní kan wà ẹ bá ń ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn torí pé èmi gan ọmọ tẹ́ ń sọ yìí.
Tẹ bá ní ọmọ àtàlẹ̀ yẹn ń gbà yẹn fóun náà ń ṣe guys ládùúgbò ó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́.
Ṣé pé ọmọ ọ̀tá níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn ní 1970 tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́.
Ìyàwó ládùúgbò èmi gbé bẹ̀ bọ̀ mo gbé olówó mo gbé nílùú láì.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni dáàdì.
Mi mo yẹ.
Mushin olóòṣà.
Lójú olówó mo dẹ̀ tó wá gbé nílùú láì níbí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Ògúnmọ́kùn. Ogun àtàbà láti mọ tí mo sọ. Lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Adégbìtẹ́. Gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn lọ àti Kọ́ládé gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn ìwé láì. Kí ni mò ń fàyọ̀ ní pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìjọ náà lọ́hùn. Nígbà tí ìyà ò lè jẹ ládùúgbò ló bá àdúgbò mi bí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ó tán fi ń ṣe ń gbà yẹn nìyẹn olùdarí fi ń jẹ́ pé ẹlòmíà ti fi jẹ́ pé àjòkó wọn nínú tẹ̀lé àdúgbò wa ìfẹ́ eré ń wọ àdúgbò wọ́n ṣe omi jákàn lè ṣe òkúta ẹ̀ náà ṣe omi.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kàn bá kí n dádì at least ní 1995 tèmi ṣetán ní secondary school mo padà sí phase 2 ní Adéníjàdélé ẹ mọ̀ pé 70 lẹ́yìn ṣì ń sọ yẹn nǹkan tẹ̀ tí kò tí ì rọgbọ dáadáa nígbà bọ̀ mo rántí pé ìyá wa kan mọ́mì wa kan tó ń gbé lọ́pọ́sìtì ibi táwa ń gbé bóyá wọ́n lọ ra góòlù àbí nǹkan kan wọ́n ṣàjà góòlù yẹn gbà tó wó wọ́n ti wá wọnú estate lọ́ba ń sunkún làwọn ọmọ àdúgbò ní no àwọn kan tó máa wá sàdúgbò àwọn àjálè wàláì nígbà tó máa fi dáwọ́ alẹ́ wọ́n gbé gbogbo báàgì ẹ̀ padà àyà mi já nígbà tó máa di ọwọ́ alẹ́ wọ́n náà wọ́n mọ àwọn tó wá ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n dá gbogbo báàgì ẹ̀ padà àyà mi já.
Tábà ti màdúgbò pé àwọn màdúgbò orí kan nínú wọn màdúgbò bíi náà.
Wàláì wọ́n dá báàgì yẹn padà pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó wà nínú ẹ̀. And this was 1995 no sorry 95
nígbà ayé Adébáyọ̀ tọ́sẹ̀ Adébáyọ̀ sọ apá àti Báyọ̀ sọ́sẹ̀ ọmọ Èkìtì ni. Ní ọgbọ́n Barrister Monkey ogun òbí Monkey gbogbo àwọn kọ̀mítì Monkey Adébáyọ̀ ṣé Adébáyọ̀ gbogbo yá tó ń pẹ̀lú Jákàndé jà ó lọ join national òun lẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ national lénìí àwọn ìjọba afúnlágbára.
Ìyẹn kan ní dádì wọ́n ní once upon a time in Nigeria, that is what daddy is saying, the game has changed now.
Olórí lóṣòdì ìgbà yẹn. Olórí lóṣòdì ìgbà yẹn. Adébáyọ̀ sọ́sẹ̀ tó kọ́lé sí mọ́fòlókò. Adébáyọ̀ sọ́sẹ̀ Barrister Monkey dáadáa.
Kọ́nà fọ́ọ̀rùn kí bàbá.
Sọ kí ni mò ń bá ilé kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọmọ àdúgbò tí a máa ń jẹ wọn ládùúgbò náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Nígbà wá yá tán sọ wọ́n dé ní mọ́tò táwọn òṣèlú lù wọ́n bíi tọ́ọ̀gì. Kí o tiẹ̀ lọ bí iṣẹ́ kò dé àṣìṣẹ́ náà mọ́.
Ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Junction to junction lórúkálukú mú nísìn tó bá ṣàtìrọ́ kadà bíi mẹ́wàá bíi márùn-ún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni junction to junction ni.
Nígbà ibi bá dẹ̀ wá pa wọ́n ó máa tọrọ owó. Nígbà ibi bá dẹ̀ wá pa wọ́n ẹ̀rọ owó tọrọ olódò ní mọ́tò. Nílẹ̀ àwọn agbèrò tẹ̀sí mọ́ ọmọ báyẹn ń gbèrò ni àwọn afọ wọn ní sáfù kì í ṣe pépà ẹ̀fọ́.
Àwọn náà máa ti wà powerful gan nísìnyí ọ̀fẹ́ kẹ́ máa fún ọ lówó mọ́ nísìnyí àwọn fẹ́ control nísìnyí.
Ọ̀fẹ́ kó gbowó ni ẹ̀ẹ̀mọ̀ ìtẹ́jú náà ní bọ́ọ̀sì kan náà.
And transportation tó yẹ kó wà lọ́wọ́ government ó ti wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn individual.
Ṣé wàá rí secondly wọn ò mọ́nítọ̀ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ìlú ní Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mọ iye millions àwọn foreign náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní Nàìjíríà tó yí wa ká. So every weekend náà kówó yẹn lọ rán láìsàn tax.
Láìsàn tax.
Yes, nǹkan kan nídìí ni wípé custom tó bá fẹ́ dá wọn tó tàbí immigration kan fún 1,000.
Kó ya pépà fún.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbàlú wọn lọ. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kó millions kọjá sẹ̀. Ẹ̀yìn náà lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ ẹ má bínú pé mò ń cut in and out. Àǹtí mọ́mí wa kan tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ over the weekend mo fi sọ bí tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n náà ṣe investigation kan lọ́wọ́ nísìn láwọn company kan nílùú ìtòsàn tax àtọ́dún méjì ló ti ṣe investigation yẹn kéèsì ń lọ sí court ní May tàwa yìí. Wọ́n ọdún méjì ló ti fi ń ṣe investigation wọ́n gbóntọ́ máa lò wọ́n ti gádà ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn san tax. So pé important of tax ó ṣe kókó in a society lẹ́ ń sọ ẹ dádì.
Kí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ fi ṣèlú? Bílíọ̀nù tẹ́lẹ̀ ó gbọ́ owó nílé àwọn tó wá kọ́lé náà fi property wọn kọ́lé àwọn náà wá ń ranjú mọ́ báyìí. Instead kí wọ́n ṣe wọ iṣẹ́ wọn kó pé àwọn tó bá kọ́lé ní wàhálà tó wà pé wọ́n lè gbélé yẹn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n máa iye tó wù wọ́n náà ń bulù wọ́n. Àwọn yẹn náà tí wọ́n bá wá ní choice wọ́n máa bulù àwọn tó ń gbélé.
Owó ilé wa lọ sókè.
Mẹ̀kúnnù náà sì nílá.
Abáyọ̀ tó ṣe ń sọ fún mi pé Kóìkì bá pariwo síta wọ́n ní Lẹ́kí lánàá wọ́n ní Sanwó-Olú tó wá da ó ti da gbogbo ẹ̀ wólẹ̀.
Wọ́n sì máa dọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ rú inú òkùnkùn náà wà. Bí ìlú bá sì wà ní òkùnkùn ni wọ́n máa dàrú lọ ní.
Bí ìlú bá ti wà ní òkùnkùn wọ́n máa dàrú lọ ní.
Bí ìlú bá ti wà ní òkùnkùn kò sí tó lè work.
So yẹn lẹsẹ sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nà tí mo fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí ó ṣe kókó ṣe pàtàkì ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú.
Kò tó ní tọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn o ẹni kò tó fún mi tẹ́ ẹ wà.
Àbí ẹyẹ torí mo ń wọ́ra mi pé náà pé dúdú pé àwọn èèyàn ní lójú mi ọ̀dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ yan ojú mi báyìí ìyẹn mo ṣe tọ́nà yẹn iná yẹn tún lé léyìí iná yẹn mo tàn yín.
Ẹ dábìlò irú rọ́tẹ́ fẹ́ pa nígbà tó ń wojú yín. Tẹ́yìn tó ìtẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ parọ́ kò ní fẹ́ ká rójú òun.
Mi ò bá fẹ́ parọ́ kò ní jẹ́ kó lójú òun àwọn àgbàlagbà ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà lélẹ̀.
Wọ́n pa iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ wí.
Kí ló dé tàfi jó tó yẹ ká lójú ẹ pé kí ló dé.
Wọ́n pa iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ wí sẹ́ rí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe Nàìjíríà kò ti Nàìjíríà. Àwọn òṣèlú ti lọ jìnnà lórí bá ṣe lè mú ìlú sìn tí ìyà àti ìṣẹ́ tí ò ní lè jẹ́ kán ronú tẹ bá tiẹ̀ bá wọn sọ kò lè yé wọn.
Èpè ló ń ṣẹ́ fún mi èpè ló máa ń ṣẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n ní kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ yìí Tinubu tí mo lọ.
ẹ jẹ́ ṣàlàyé kan fún yín.
Gbádùn bàbá.
Bí Sowore ṣe rí yẹn ọ̀rẹ́ Nàìjíríà ni o.
Eh?
Wọ́n láìkí ẹ̀ débi pé nǹkan tí ìmọ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ fàmọ́ra ni. Tẹ̀rọ ta Nàìjíríà jù lọ́wọ́ ẹni Sunday Igboho.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè gbowó ṣá. Ẹ tún bá ń dárúkọ bàbá nìyẹn.
Gbogbo ayé lójú.
Hey.
Bí tẹ́ ronú dédé Sunday Igboho jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn lè ronú débẹ̀.
Ìgbowó ṣá.
Ẹgbẹ́ jáde ó pa mẹ̀kúnnù síwájú.
Ìmọ́lẹ̀
Ẹ
Yorùbá.
wá ẹgbẹ́ rí ìfàt. Bí wọ́n bá ti jí láàárọ̀ bí o bá ṣe fọ́lọ́ wà pẹ̀lú máa yẹn, òun bá ti fàdúrà pa.
Hey. Ṣé mọ̀ pé mo ti sùn lọ lánàá ni bàbá tún pè mí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó wọlé látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá. Àbọ̀.
Mọ̀ pé ara bí o sọ ordinary. Èèyàn mi, ṣé Tinubu lọ ordinary èèyàn?
Hey.
No, ẹ kàtà mi lọ.
Kò ń ṣe ordinary.
Ẹ̀rù ordinary ni gbogbo wọn. Àwọn tó ti ń bọ̀ òkúta sọ̀rọ̀, tó ń wọnú òkúta àpáta, tó ti ń lọ ṣe mítìn.
Hey.
Àánú Ọlọ́run ni Sunday rí gbà.
Àánú Ọlọ́run ni bàbá rí gbà. Kábíyèsí ẹ̀.
Ohun tó ń ṣe lójú ayé tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn kéré. Ìbírísù àtọ̀ ń ṣe ó pọ̀. Ọmọ irú kàtà máa ń ṣe fún èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n rán gbé babaláwo gan wá níjọ́ tó wá sọ́dọ̀ Sunday. Wọ́n gbé babaláwo wá torí wọ́n ní wọ́n mọ́ tó lè bá pàdé. Kódà gbogbo nǹkan ló gbé wá. Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé àṣàkẹ́ ọ̀run Jésù Kristi Ànábì Muhammad Ìgbòho dẹ̀ lọ lára wọn báyìí wọ̀dẹ̀ mọ́ bó ṣe lọ. Kábíyèsí. Àwọn kan wá ní ó fò kéńké ni ó ṣubú ni ó kán lẹ́sẹ̀. Mo ní èmi rí Ìgbòho níjọ́ yẹn gangan nígbà tó máa fi dọwọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ mo họ́ọ̀gì bàbá báyìí bàbá tún ṣe ara pé àbí coordinator mo ní kò ṣe máa sọ ẹgbẹ́ òsókè.
Ẹ jẹ́ ṣàṣírí kan fún yín.
Ń gbọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ ṣàṣírí kan fún yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ níjọ́ tó ti ṣe kinní yẹn òun lọ lọ́run fún rẹ̀ ti fa Ìgbòho sókè.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè òòṣà.
Àwọn àtẹ́gbẹ́ abaláwo dání. Ẹni tí òtún àpọ̀ ń bọ̀.
Kò mọ̀ wàláì kò mọ̀ rárá.
Ẹ jẹ́ ṣàṣírí fún yín. Aṣọ èèyàn kan ò ká ayé. Ṣùgbọ́n aṣọ ayé ká ẹnìkan ó dẹ́kun.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ní wọ bàbá ò mọ̀ màá lè sọ fún yín pé bàbá ò mọ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n confirm pé bàbá wà nínú ilé torí pé wọ́n ti trace number bàbá wọnú ilé pé ó sì wà nínú ilé kò tí kúrò nínú ilé òun lẹ̀ ló máa ń pẹ́ sùn.
Gbogbo tán ní gbogbo.
Ló kò sí technology tó kò dé níjọ́ yẹn.
Láti fi mọ̀ bó wà nínú ilé.
Wọ́n lo insider nínú ilé wọ́n lo insider níta wọ́n lo technology.
Nígbà tí fọ́nì ti tún máa ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá tó wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé ẹ̀yin wo nìyẹn.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run ọba ọ̀ torí pé kò mọ àwọn tó dé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ gangan náà lórí kò ń ṣe iyèméjì. Bàbá yọjú lójú wíńdò pé àwọn wo nìyẹn níbo síbo ẹ̀yin wo nìyẹn àfi bọ́n tatatatata tó.
Ṣùgbọ́n Ìgbòho rí wọn tápọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ ó mọ̀ pé ilé òṣòjú lásán.
Pé nǹkan dé.
Ara wo lèèyàn wá fẹ́ mú lẹni tó wà lókè ọ̀sẹ̀ à.
Pé ìdíra òrò fẹ́ dì ní múmẹ́ǹtì yẹn ní wákàtí yẹn ní split seconds yẹn tẹ bá dẹ̀ wọ àwọn ẹ mọ̀ káwọn picture ta máa ń ṣòdádì ẹ rí pé ìbọn lọ ní gbogbo òta yẹn ní gbogbo òkè nítorí pé wọ́n dàbọn bò láti ta ni tàtàtàtàtàtà kò sáà ń ṣe Ìgbòho ló yìnbọn síta.
Ṣé rí kí nǹkan bá ṣe ń jọ náà ẹ jẹ́ ṣàṣírí kan fún yín òun ò ní sọ pé DSS ni.
Ọlọ́run a ní ká tún máa dúpẹ́ fún Lady K èyí tá à ń sọ ìkọlà wọn sọ. Kódà wọ́n lè yí mọ́ àwọn ọmọ ESN lọ́wọ́ wọ́n lè ní ESN ló wá sílé Ìgbòho wọn náà ọmọ Biafra ló wá síbẹ̀ kò sí tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò lè ṣe.
Kò sí tó ọ̀dà àárín ẹrú ẹ̀pọ̀ dídí mínísítà nínú Nàìjíríà.
ẹtún rántí bàbá Uncle Bọ́lá Ìgè àmà tí mẹni tó pa Uncle Bọ́lá Ìgè ìjọ la fi mọ̀ ẹtún rántí bàbá wa Délé Gíwá ìyá wa Fúnmiláyọ̀ Ránṣán Kútì.
Inú òkùnkùn láti ń jẹ inú òkùnkùn láti ń mu.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o.
Ní ìlú yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rọra báwọn èèyàn bá ti ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ bá fi tó ṣẹ́jú méjì ẹ̀rí bọ́rọ̀ yìí ò ní balance mọ́ ti pa yí ẹ̀ pọ̀lọpọ̀ jẹ́. Onígbà tó ṣèlú dé sọ́ni àkàn ya lọ àwọn náà kọ́ wọ́n ti kó wọn tán ni wọ́n ti lo àwọn ìlú tó ti ń ṣe irú rádàdà báyìí wọ́n ti lọ kọ́ bá ṣe é ṣe.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni dáàdì.
Ìṣẹ́ àti ìyá gbọ́dọ̀ mú àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí wọn lò.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Kò sílé ìwé tó dáa.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Student á ṣe tiẹ̀ lẹ́tọ́rọ̀ á ṣe tiẹ̀ no ẹ dá mi lóhùn ẹ sọ kankan tó ẹ improve fún Nàìjíríà.
Kí ló fẹ́ improve ní Nàìjíríà tó ẹ̀yà tó fẹ́ lómi láyé bàbá ẹ ṣe gan ni.
ẹ wo ẹ má bínú jàre fún ẹ mo gbà.
Ìbínú kẹ̀ 22 minutes ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà tẹ́ bá wa sọ àti rí ìta máa rí lóun ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá wá rí kankan lò tó ó kù sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣe gan ni dádì. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá lálùbáríkà tí ẹ ti ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn kan ti ṣiṣẹ́ dànù 34 years 32 years kìíní kan years ó yẹ kó ti padà lọ́lé ìlú òyìnbó lọ́jọ́ kò ilé ò ṣe padà ìwọ náà pè wọlé ká gbọ́ látẹnu tiẹ̀ +40 àwọn ní Koiki oníká pè wọlé bọ̀ òfin wa ẹ má pè èyí lẹ́tún pé fídíò kan nígbà tá a wà lórí program ẹni tó ń pè mí lórí fídíò kan yẹn á jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ẹ́dá kankan mọ̀ nìyẹn +44 74 0440 5917 ẹ jẹ́ àlọ́ sọ́dọ̀ owó la bí owó la máa bí lójoojúmọ́ ni ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
ọ̀pá mi o.
kò pé méjì.
ẹ kú ètò.
ètò nìyẹn bàbá.
Ọlọ́run níjó rẹ̀ ni.
ó rẹ̀ tì wàláì dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run.
inú mi ti ń dùn tí mo ṣe ń rí yín.
kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Yorùbá yẹn ni kò kọ̀ dán dáadáa ni mò ń bẹ Ọlọ́run kó tún jẹ́ kí Yorùbá yẹn kó kí lè máa pọ̀wé bí àwọn bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ lúkà láwọn yẹn bá ń pọ̀wé bá àwọn òwe náà ń pa báyìí.
ìdílé ń ṣe yìí náà ó ti tó ojú ìtẹ́ni tó ń sọ Yorùbá tó ń ṣe lọ. Ọlọ́run wa ní jẹ́ káṣírí yín ó tú kò ní
àṣẹ Èdùmàrè eré yẹn lọ ń sà káṣírí Koiki tú kọ́ lè ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ níta ẹ̀ ń tanra yín.
kò ní wọn wà ní rí yín mú pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run.
àmì Ọlọ́run yálò fatia ẹ ṣe gan ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè in Jesus name.
láṣìírí lọ́wọ́ wọn the highest thing tán fẹ́ sọ náà ni wípé àwọn Koiki kówó jẹ.
Ọ̀tẹ̀dọ́lá àti Tóní Elémelu wọ́n ti fẹ́ẹ̀ náà gòmọ̀ra wọn lórí ṣé ìgbọ́ sítórì yẹn.
àwa lè fi wá sọ pé ẹ fi Koiki ilẹ̀ tó ṣe bówó Yorùbá ló pè jẹ ẹ fi ilẹ̀ kò wá tán.
ẹgbẹ́ òsókè.
àwọn àfáà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá wa tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń sọ lọ.
ọ̀rọ̀ ọgbọ́n ló sọ bàbá.
àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé Sunday Igboho wọ́n fọ́ níbọn níkùn ni wọ́n ṣe gbá wọ́n ṣàwo ọ̀rọ̀ wọn wá padà di ẹni yẹ̀yẹ́ nígboro lẹ́nìí.
kábíyèsí.
kódà gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ti mọ̀ lẹ́nìí wípé àwọn àfáà yìí àdánwò àfáà ni wọ́n. ṣiṣẹ́ fún àlá àtàn dárúkọ gan. ṣèyítàn ni wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún. wọ́n dẹ̀ ti padà dẹni yẹ̀yẹ́. ìkankan wa máa ń yà mí lẹ́nu lórí ọ̀rọ̀ lórí Sunday Igboho. kò sí ẹni tó gbógun tí máa yẹn rí tẹ́niyàn ò dẹni yẹpẹrẹ. wàláì kò sí àṣẹntí ò bá mọ̀ nǹkan observe. kò sí ẹni tó gbógun tí àáfàá táwọn èèyàn ń pọ́nlé táwọn ọmọdé kí ó ṣùrùbò tó bá ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Igboho lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé ìbàjẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ń ṣe ẹ máa wò kò ní tó 3 days adẹni yẹpẹrẹ. irú wọn ni Sàràfà dé Ìgbàdébọ̀ tó ń sọ pé aṣọ tán bá nílé Sunday Igboho Muhammadu Rasulullah ni wọ́n kọ sí lára. pé àwọn àfáà ló ṣe fún aṣọ yẹn ló ń gbé wọ̀ pé Islam ló laṣọ tó fi ń protect ààrẹ. Islam wo ló la ń pé Muhammadu wo wọn kọ sí lára at the end of the day wọ́n padà discover náà pàṣọ wọn ti gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn criminal ti pẹ́. to the extent pé wọ́n lọ mú aṣọ wọ́n kọ nǹkan sí lára láti fi fake olóyè Sunday. ẹ̀yin àfáà tẹ pera yín ní reputable person ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń gbérú mọ̀. ìkan náà ẹ̀rọ náà mú tí ìwò ìyẹn náà sọ sítórì ló sọ sítórì bò náà fìbọn fọ́ ń kùn ni wọ́n ṣe gbá wọn ṣàwọ̀ máa yẹn tún sínú ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀fọ́ ń kùn.
àlẹ́ mi ní bàbá sẹ́díjọ́ yẹn gangan sẹ́ẹ̀ wàhálà ẹ̀.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń pè mí lẹ́yìn àwọn ìmáàmù yìí. irú ẹ̀sìn wo ẹ̀sìn olórí ẹ̀sìn ló yẹ kán máa bò wọn ń ṣe olórí ẹ̀sìn. wọ́n sọ wàláì gbogbo ẹni tó ń dalẹ̀ Yorùbá rú tó jẹ́ ìmáàmù o tó jẹ́ àṣeyí.
mo kí Bishop Adesina máa pín in lẹ́yìn ètò.
mi ètò kírun lẹ́yìn irú wọn mọ́ láyé tí n bá ti mọ̀ wọ́n. láíláí because ẹ̀yin ìmáàmù yìí náà lẹ sọ fún wa wípé àáfàá tá a bá ti ká mọ́ di nǹkan dúdú tó ń ṣe nǹkan àṣẹṣe pé ká má kírun lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ìbéèrè wa ni pé àáfàá alábòsí ṣe ká kírun lẹ́yìn òun. because gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ àti wá rí i pé gọ́fàmẹ̀ntì ló ń sponsor religion Nàìjíríà.
ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o government ló ń sponsor religion ní Nàìjíríà.
Government ló ń sponsor religion Nàìjíríà. àwọn tí wọ́n gba religion gbọ́ òun ni àwọn followers àwọn yẹn believe pé Ọlọ́run làwọn ń sìn. àwọn tó ń lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àtàwọn tó ń lọ àsàlátù tó ń kírun àwọn just individual àwọn yẹn ló gba religion gbọ́ ṣé rí gbogbo religious leader wọn àgbọ́ ló ń gbọ́ they are criminals. owó náà mẹ́kì ń bẹ̀ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ test wọn ok fine àwọn people yóò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ live wọ́n dẹ̀ níyàwó méjì wọ́n ní girlfriend wọ́n láwọn ọmọ tó ń lọ private school but how are you people living.
ànáfà kan sẹ́mu fẹ́ máa dárúkọ ọmọ wọn ṣe graduate ní outside London ní nígbà tí mo rí lórí Instagram wọ́n ní mo ní níbi tí ìlú tí gay wà tí lesbian wà tí gbogbo atajọ́ ń rọ̀kìrọ́kì mo náà máa fáwọn náà wá kàwé ní UK.
àtàwọn tó ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tí bí ọmọ Yorùbá mọ́lẹ̀ náà ṣé báwọn làwọn èèyàn wá gbọ́rọ̀ wọn lọ́wọ́ lé ní ojú Yorùbá wá ń là fúnra àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n padà mọ́ ẹ ṣépè fún yín láàsì tẹ́mi tiẹ̀ ṣe kódà àwẹ̀ Ramadan tó lọ ẹ̀mí ìgbà.
ẹ má ṣe yẹn kábíyèsí o.
mo ti rí pé scam ni gbogbo ẹ̀.
bàbá yìí ti bínú tán nìyẹn o kí ló dé.
òwúlò gbogbo kìíní yẹn òwúlò kò wúlò.
ẹ jẹ́ n pẹnu dé.
gbogbo kìíní yẹn. àwọn náà ń dènì àwa là ń sanwó.
wàhálà gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mo rí láàárọ̀ yìí gbogbo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn wà ní títì pa bíṣọ̀pù ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ìjọ ti lọ bí iṣẹ́ oníkàlùkù ti fa gbùrù lọ.
bàbá mo ń bá ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Saudi ní last week mo wá dọ́gbọ́n ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa benefit wo làwọn ọmọ Saudi ń gẹ̀ẹ́tì lọ́wọ́ gọ́fàmẹ́ǹtì wọn.
mọ́mí Esther ẹ káàbọ̀.
mo ní kí ni gọ́fàmẹ́ǹtì yín kí ni benefit tán máa ń fún yín gan. ọmọ Saudi ń sọ fún mi ní last week ọ̀rẹ́ mi ó ní ẹni tó gbà kéré jù ní Saudi ó ní starting from $500 ni which is 300,000 naira per month.
epo rọ̀bì wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn yẹn wọ́n lé epo wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ wọ Saudi wọ̀ bí ẹ̀dá ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde mo sọ lánàá àbíjẹta tó bá wọnú Saudi àti United ó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde ó máa jáde fún rẹ ni torí wọ́n nílé ẹ ìwọ ló máa jáde nígbà tó bá rí iṣẹ́ tó rí kankan ṣe ó máa jáde fún rẹ mo ń gbádùn yín.
ó ní wọ́n ń fún àwọn ní starting from $500 up to $2,000.
èyí tẹ́ ń sọ Saudi mo mọ ìyàwó ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó jọmọ Malaysia wọ́n fún àwọn ọmọ Malaysia ní benefit nígbà tọmọ ẹ máa wá sí UK pẹ̀lú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wọ́n ń bí láti airport ìlú wọn pé kí ló fẹ́ lọ ṣe ní London pé London dọ̀tí ìwọ accountant kí ló fẹ́ lọ jókòó sí London ọmọ ẹ ti wà ní Canada nísìn ìyàwó ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni ọmọ Malaysia ni ọláì.
ẹ wo bàbá ìlú tèmi wà yìí just 3 sources of income ni wọ́n ní wọ́n ń fáwọn ọmọ wọn ní as little as tágbára wọn ṣe ká which is taba calculate owó yẹn sí Nàìjíríà 20,000 naira ni wọ́n fún wọn. ọmọ Saudi sọ pé mi pé starting from 300,000 naira up to 1.8 million naira ló ń fáwọn.
kátẹ sọ pé based on in táwọn ní now kí ló wá jẹ́ pé lọ́dọ̀ tiwa ní Nàìjíríà based on in táwa náà ní kí ló dé tá a support everybody ṣé wọ́n mọ nọ́mbà gbogbo èèyàn tí ó lè máa sanwó sí àkáǹtì wa ní tí wọ́n lè tó wá di pé nígbà kan finance minister ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé cash ó ń gbé lọ sí north but ní south west ó ní ká máa communicate pẹ̀lú àwọn family wa tó wà labroad gbogbo ìwà lọ sọ́dọ̀ oríyọ máa ń gbà àlọ sọ́dọ̀ Kùkú foundation àti Canesti àti gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ NGO.
àwọn olúwo kò ní ever sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní ever lọ ja ìjà yẹn ní federal fún ọmọ Òwò kò sí nǹkan tó kàn ọmọ Òwò bá àmọ́ ní benefit.
mo tẹ̀rọ olúwo tó wọ London ní last 3 weeks kan ni bàbá yẹn tó rọra jókòó sílẹ̀ mo pẹ́ mo náà àwọn bá gaimala àwọn eléyìí ọba kẹ gaimala àwọn yẹn àwọn ìjọba.
ọmọ wọlé a máa jáde á dẹ̀ ní káwọn yòókù lọ máa kírun tán bá ti pèrò èrè tí wọ́n ọdọọjọ́ àlìjá náà èrè tí tòun ilé ayé ló wà èrè táwọn ọmọ Òwò ó dọjọ́ paradise ó dọjọ́ àlè ó dọjọ́ yámọ̀lìkì àmọ̀ ọjọ́ tán ní káwọn máa retí nìyẹn àti inú sàárè bẹ́nẹ́fìtì mùsùlùmí wà nù sàárè ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́nẹ́fìtì àwọn ìmáàmù àtàwọn ṣèyíkì ilé ayé ni ẹ lọ wo compound wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn mọ́tò gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ngbẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe gan ni
ọ̀pọ̀rọ̀ pàápọ̀
ẹ ṣe gan ni
ọ̀pọ̀ ẹni tó bá ti gbógun ti Sunday fún tó ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe máa yẹ̀yẹ́ lọ.
àmì àlà ẹ ṣe gan ni mo kí bàbá wa tí wọ́n ṣe pè tán ẹ̀yin náà lè pè kò sẹ́ni kankan tó sọ pé Islam is a scam ẹ máa farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́ ètò ẹ jẹ́ ká fi làákàyè ká máa fi tẹ̀léra wa ibi báyìí ni mo máa ń sọ ní gbogbo gbà pé ìjẹ̀sìn kan là ń jà but religion is one of our biggest threats whether we like it or not gbogbo mọ́ṣáláṣí tó ń bẹ ní UK lẹ́ni púpọ̀ nu wọn is on close down màá dẹ̀ lọ níjọ́ kan màá gbé lọ sí East Street ibẹ̀ làwọn mo tẹ̀ ní lọ sí ti Nàìjíríà màá gbé lọ sí street kọ́lọ̀ fún mi ní time ni gbogbo nǹkan time born time ni Yorùbá Nation Àfọ̀njá mo kí ṣe rí church àti mọ́ṣáláṣí ní abroad ní bíbáyò ó wà ní títì pa lẹ́nìjọ́ Thursday ó mọ̀ dí because kò necessary pé kó ṣí church ní wákàtí kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣí church fún a need èèyàn tó yẹ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ kó dán kó wa trọ́ọ̀kì kó nulẹ̀ kó fọbọ́ kó ṣe dis kó bá wa ṣe research ambulance ló ń lọ yẹn nísìn ẹ fẹ́ máa jókòó sí church kò make sense tí kò sẹ́ni kankan tó sọ pé Islam is a scam bíyàn bá dẹ̀ ní òun kírun mọ́ problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn kò kíná ọ̀nà yẹn mú kí ẹ ti king bíyàn bá ní olúwo ló awo ló fẹ́ máa ṣe nísìn ṣẹ́rí gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ ọ́ fi threaten wa tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹ má ṣàwo ẹ má ṣe ẹ kó jágbàjágbà lọ òun lélẹ̀ ní bíbá Quran mi lélẹ̀ Bible wà lókè ẹ máa kọ́ fraud wa nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí ó ti wà lójú òpó òun náà ni nọ́mbà kan péré ká máa ń pè sínú program +44 àkọ́kọ́ kọ plus tí o tó bá máa pe UK kóòdù wa nìyẹn lágbára Elédùmarè tílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dúró àwa náà máa ní kóòdù wa kò ní jẹ́ kóòdù +234 iṣẹ́ pọ̀ tó máa ṣàlẹ̀ ìyẹn láyé wọn fẹ́ pẹ́ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n divert yín country kò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ èèyàn kan country báwa àwa kàn prepare ni kò mí pa wà la fẹ́ ṣe ìta lèmi tẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ṣe country o mọ tó ń pè country ni. All right, Kenny, nice day. Love you. Country ò kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ èèyàn kan ẹ máa fẹ́ ṣe country ẹ wá fẹ́ èèyàn kan ló máa no gbogbo táwọn bàbá Akíntóyè ń ṣe àtàwọn tó ń surround wọn àti bàbá Ayélóge a kàn ń prepare ground ni ẹ mú nọ́mbà yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí +44 74 have a great day love you +44 74 04405917 life flower country kò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ èèyàn kan iṣẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ni but àwọn kan wà policy maker ni wọ́n ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ní kí èèyàn lọ kàwé wà lọ kàwé díẹ̀ so that àwọn èèyàn ló máa design policy fún wa ní local government to local government ẹ máa yan àwọn èèyàn síbẹ̀ ẹni tẹ́ bá rí pé èèyàn síbẹ̀ kò ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ lè dànù èyí tó bá kówó jẹ ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n tó bá máa lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn judge gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé wọ́n treat ẹ̀ fairly pẹ̀lú pé bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ pé Ike Ekeremadu ó ṣe burúkú tó prison tí Ike Ekeremadu wà nísìn ó máa ní right ẹgbọ́n sókè ìyá lálùbáríkà ẹ bá mute background ẹ bá ti pẹ̀ mute background ẹ ti wọlé.
mo ti mú ti ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá mi lọ White Lion ẹ kú
ìyá lálùbáríkà ẹ ṣe gan ni.
ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìran lórúkọ Olódùmarè Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè tó fún yín ní strength tó fún yín ní ìmọ̀ tó fún yín ní wisdom ẹ fi rí wípé ìran yín need liberation Ọlọ́run ò ní pa ìmọ̀ yẹn lórí
àmín Jésù Kristi àmín láṣẹ Olúwa.
lágbára lọ́wọ́ náà ilé Yorùbá àtẹ̀yìn àti àwọn ọmọ Oòduà àtàwọn olórí lórúkọ lọ́wọ́ àlàyé wọn ní kí wọ́n ṣàwátì. ṣe rí gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń sọ yìí àwọn aláìmọ̀kan tó ń jẹ́ ìran Yorùbá wọn mọ̀ wípé àwọn nítorí ìtàwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n Yorùbá gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń torí àjà gbọ́ pé kí ló ń jà lẹ́yìn ìkùlé wọn. orúkọ tèmi ni Kẹ́hìndé Àbẹ̀bídé Àdùbí Kentos. mo jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà tí mo fẹ́ kí ìran tèmi náà tó jẹ́ ìran kóòtù òjíire tí mo fẹ́ kó rí ògo lò lórí ilẹ̀ alààyè èmi náà fẹ́ kí ìran mi kó rí ọlá lò lórí ilẹ̀ alààyè ó ń jèrè ilẹ̀ tọ́lọ́run fún wa Ọlọ́run fún wa ní àlùmọ́ọ́nì epo wà lórí ilẹ̀ wa gold wà lórí ilẹ̀ wa ilẹ̀ ọlọ́ràá ní ilẹ̀ wa ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ajogun àwọn ọmọ àjèjì àti àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń tà wá gbowó tí wọ́n ń tà wá gbé àlùmọ́ọ́nì wọ́n wá ń ṣe wá ríbo ìbò wọ́n ń dà àwọn ìran wa kí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè kó gbé ilẹ̀ dìde láti dà wọ́n padà.
Àmín Allah.
Kí ni gbogbo ẹni tó ń dà wá lórúkọ lọ́wọ́ àlàyé wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi kó wa jẹ gan o wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi rú wa jẹ gan wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi dà wá láàmú gan ibi tí àbá ti dé kódà Yorùbá nation yìí títí bá ṣe pé ti ẹ̀sìn Yorùbá nation fúnra rẹ̀ kò bá ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìlú wọ́n lò wípé ẹlẹ́bọ ni wọ́n abẹ́jẹ́bọ ní ẹbọ lọ́kì tọ́tọ́ ló ń sọ fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọléke wọn nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn àfa àwọn nǹkan tó ló ń sọ fún wọn nìyẹn Saudi tó wá ti ń bọ̀ kọ́ wọ́n béèrè pé ìfẹ́ kí ni Saudi àwọn Arabian ìfẹ́ kí ló ní sí ìran dúdú náà ǹjẹ́ wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ dúdú ǹjẹ́ wọ́n tiẹ̀ lè ìwọ̀n bá ohun tí àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun ń ṣe yìí ǹjẹ́ àwọn Arabian ṣọ́ọ̀tìẹ̀ lè ṣọ́ọ̀tìẹ̀ fún dúdú ní benefit of anything nínú ìwọ̀ wọn nínú ìlú wọn. Kò sí nǹkan kan tí Yorùbá tàbí adúláwọ̀ ń gèlè lọ́dọ̀ àwọn dúdú wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́ kú ni. Mo ní àbúrò kan láti bí 14 years ló lò ní Saudi Arabia.
Àníyàn mo sì níyàn tó wà níbẹ̀ ìyá yẹn sì wà níbẹ̀ ìyà tó ń jẹ níbẹ̀ kò ń ṣe kékeré rárá mùsùlùmí ni wọ́n.
Nígbà tí ordinary phone bàbá mi kò lè dágbà.
Wọ́n máa ẹ má bínú ìyá mi Kentos ṣé mọ̀ pé ní Saudi yẹn àwọn kan rin ìrìn àjò kan láti London ní bíbá ìyá yẹn ó wá sọ British ID tí wọ́n fún wọn tó jẹ́ biometric wọn wá sọnù kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ẹ mọ̀ pé Johnny lọ fún package 10 days so wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ move wọn kúrò nínú package yẹn torí pé package yẹn ti expire ìyá yẹn ṣẹ̀ wá rí àríṣà àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń gbé ní Saudi pé nígbà tí àyẹ̀ dé London padà báyìí wàhálà ó lọ ṣe British because wàhálà tó ṣe kọ́ tó fún wọn ní document yẹn padà nítorí kò ń ṣe British passport ìgbà tí àyẹ̀ dé báyìí ó lọ sọ́ta British passport ẹni ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe máa sọ ni. ibòmíì tí tó ti ń yàgbẹ́ ní Saudi Arabia táwọn èèyàn wa tó ti ń yàgbẹ́ Ọlọ́run ọba o.
ẹ wò ó kí Ọlọ́run kó máa gbára Nàìjíríà tán lórí gómìnà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dẹ̀ máa wáyé. ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó mi fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa ni pé kí wọ́n lọ dira kí wọ́n lọ dìfẹ́ǹdì ara wọn torí kamatati ẹni tó lọ́wọ́ dìbò fún bí kamatati wà lórí ẹ̀. sẹ́rí àwa kì í sọ̀rọ̀ dànù àwọn ò dé nǹkankan o àwa gan ti lajú àpò pírọ̀ṣì mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n à ń sin lọ́run wa à ń ṣe ohun tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ nítorí pé Ọlọ́run pọ̀ ní ọlá púpọ̀ kò dé ní ẹnikẹ́ni lára ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n wá sínú ìlú wa wọ́n wá ní wá lára wọ́n wá ní Ọlọ́run àjèjì fi ní wá lára Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti gba agbára náà kó lọ́wọ́ wọn lórúkọ Olódùmarè. sẹ́yìn káwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ lọ dira àwọn tó bìlì pé ijó àti kinní kan la máa fi pàdé òmìnira la máa fi gba kinní kan mìíràjì ni o wọ́n wà lọ́wọ́ pàtì wọ́n wà lójú
nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì sísítà mi àǹtí mi tíní ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀ ọmọ àwọlé padà bí àyàn kan pè wọ́n mo kí ìyàwó arúkà àtọmọ mo kí ẹ̀ka ọ̀sẹ̀ padà. nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì wọn yẹn bí abi tó wà ó ti mẹ́hẹ̀.
kàmákàtì.
yẹ kí n kọ́ parẹ́ fún yín. à ń gbádùn yín ẹ ṣì wà hàn ó kàn lọ ń bọ̀ ni. ó dà my aunty ti sọ as much ibi tó wà ní bí i one drive bí i nǹkan kan I'm gonna let her go. mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ rọ́ lápá àwọn olóṣèlú Nàìjíríà fẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ mo kí bàbá wa Ọpẹ́yẹmí mo kí bàbá wa Ládìméjì mo kí ìyàwó tó ṣe worí wọlé àwọn náà wà láwọn ìlú kan tí irú jẹ́ ìlú gbòógì ẹgbọ́n sókè.
ẹ̀lẹ́ káàsán sá
ẹ̀kọ́
sá. ṣe rí ẹni tó bá ṣì ní bìlíìfù nínú location 410 ẹni yẹn ti kú wọn ò tí ì ríyàn ṣẹlẹ̀. nítorí pé nígbà táwa yìí wà ní kékeré nígbà tó ń bí wa ní 1982 tá a ti ń gbọ́njú bí a ti wà ní bí àbíyẹ ẹ̀ tá a ti ń gbọ́njú náà ti sọ fún wa pé ẹ máa gbàdúrà Nàìjíríà máa dà ó 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 máa dà ibẹ̀ ládàgbà tí ká tún bí ọmọ sí.
lọ́la sọ àní ó dà tì.
ibẹ̀ ládàgbà tí ká tún bí àwọn ọmọ sí. ṣé ti yé nílùú tí mo wà yìí wàhálà wọn ní epo nìkan ni wọ́n ní nílùú yìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tá bá máa ra lítà epo.
ẹ má bínú ìyá mi mo fi tọwọ́ àtọmọdá ro lẹ́nu díẹ̀ ara ń ta sì ń sọ lórí Twitter 99% oppressed ó ní I call on Nitcon Nigerians in Ghana to help save 24-year-old Oyindamola Ola, who has just been sold into prostitution in Ghana by an unknown Nigerian lady. lady. She went missing over 2 weeks ago. All effort at finding her has proven abortive. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ìyá wa, ibi tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní kẹ́sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mú kọ̀ mú yẹn wọlé ni o. Ẹ má bínú. Everybody will chop breakfast. Wọn
ò ní ju epo lọ, wọn ò ní ju epo lọ nínú ìlú tí mo ta wà yìí. Èló ni wọ́n ta epo ní 2015 tí mo wọ ìlú yìí. Tá bá máa ra epo full litre. Ipa fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ fún mọ́tò. Mr. Koiki, wàhálà bíi 200 naira. Or 150 Nigeria money. Lọ́ máa fẹ́ full litre. Kì í ṣe pé bí epo yẹn náà wọ́n dì sí yìí o, kò wọ́n o. Káwá máa ní táìmù tí ní ìlú tí mo wà yìí, àwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn kì í ṣiṣẹ́.
Ìṣẹ́kẹ̀.
Àwọn outsider, Mr. Koiki ní sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn outsider lọ́ máa ń gbé wá sílùú tó wá máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún wọn. Àti Kàdámà, àtọmọ ọ̀dọ̀, gbogbo company, àwọn ọmọ iṣẹ́, àwọn foreigners ló wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún wọn. Tó bá ti di àárọ̀ báyìí. Tó ti ṣe rẹ́sítọ́rántì, ẹ máa rí gbogbo wọn ní rẹ́sítọ́rántì tó lọ jẹ oríṣiríṣi. Tó ti jẹun wọn bí ábí 1 o'clock tó bá ti délé wọn. Wọ́n á mú gáwà, wọ́n á mú tí wọ́n á mú gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bá máa fi di 2 o'clock wọ́n lọ sùn.
Àbí ọ̀sán ni para wọn.
Ibi mo ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n sùn, àwọn kan sùn lọ́wọ́ ni.
Ṣé kọ́ para wọn síjọba lọ́rùn ni?
Ilé ìwé ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n lọ. Ṣé wàá mú iye tẹ́nìkan gbà ní oṣooṣù? Ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹni tó gba 1 million naira lóṣù wà nínú wọn.
Láì ṣe iṣẹ́ láì ṣe.
Ẹni tó gba 5 million naira wà nínú wọn. Tẹ́wọ́ máa wò lóyè o, ara wọn family náà máa ń fẹ́. Wọn ò jẹ́ kó wọn lọ síta. Wọn ò dé fa outsider. Tẹ́wọ́ wá rí wọn kọ́ ṣe ń bímọ, tó bá bímọ, ọmọ wọn ò lo bí àbí 6 months tó tún máa ń bímọ lé. Ẹ máa mọ̀ rò pé bí ìbejì làwọn ọmọ wọn ni. Ẹjọ́ kí ni nǹkan tá à ní nínú ìlú yẹn lọ́ta kan ṣiṣẹ́ káàkiri àwọn wèrè kan.
A kàn fa gbùrù káàkiri gbùrù là ń fà káàkiri. Ẹni tó ń pè láti New Jersey ẹ máa pè wá padà ẹ ṣe díẹ̀.
Torí pé wọ́n ti ń jẹ nídìí òṣèlú. Nítorí pé wọ́n ti ní fámìlì nídìí òṣèlú. Wọ́n wá fi àwọn tó kù sílẹ̀ ní pé kí ìyá máa jẹ wọ́n pé kọ́ máa sọ́fà.
Ẹ kò má tà àwọn sọ́fà ọgbọ́n sọ́fà náà ni.
Bàbá olóyè Ìgbòho jáde pé kí ó lè jà tó ń jà fún ìran wọn. Pé àwọn kan wá dúró wọn.
Ẹ tó ń pè láti New Jersey ẹ ṣe sùúrù.
Ìgbésí ayé wọn bí wọ́n ṣe rí ìgbésí ayé wọn ṣe rí. Ní àdúgbò ibi tí bàbá Ìgbòho wà, ní àdúgbò yẹn bẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ mi wà bó ṣe ń sọ.
Ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọlá bàbá Ìgbòho ibẹ̀ ọlá yẹn làwọn ọmọ mi jẹ.
Ẹ máa jẹ pẹ́ ni.
Lèrò lè kó wá sádùúgbò yẹn, lèrò lè kó lè wá sádùúgbò yẹn.
Ó fi kú nìyẹn.
Ìgbà míì gan wájú ilé bàbá Ìgbòho náà máa ń gbà lọ sí skul wọn.
Àná olè yẹn fẹ́ kú ni sẹ́ẹ̀ ládùúgbò Ìgbòho olè yẹn fẹ́ kú nìyẹn.
Bàbá ilé ìjọ pé bàbá ìjà nǹkan tọmọ yẹn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà àbẹ̀rẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin máa wọnú. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi òkè máì Abísọ́yè.
Ọlọ́run ló máa ṣẹ̀dá.
Àmín lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣe gan mi.
Kí n ṣe aró ni wọ́n ti jáde nìkan lórí àkókò wọn kò jàbọ́. Ẹ ń jà fún ìdìbìdì èèyàn kan ẹ ń jà fún ìdìbìdì èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé ó lọ síbẹ̀ nítorí àwọn fámìlì ti ẹ̀ ní nítorí pé wọ́n lè sọ pé orúkọ wà nínú ìsìn pé òun kì í jẹ́ student Nàìjíríà kan tí bàbá ẹ̀ lọ fún nìyẹn.
Ee yóò gé màá kí dáadáa.
Ẹ wá fi kí ẹni tó ń jà fún ìran gbogbo ìran ọmọdọ́mọ wa àtàwọn tá a ti dàgbà àwọn ilé tá a ti bí àtàwọn ilé tó pọ̀ lọ wá sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá yìí.
Ẹ máa wòran ẹni tó.
Nílùú tí mo wà yìí ẹ tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí n sọ kíní kan fún yín o. Ṣé ẹ rí bí kọ́ńpìnì ìṣe wà bí ìlú ìṣe wà bí a mo ní owó mo wá fẹ́ gbabi mọ́ ẹ bìlíìfù pé mi ò lè gbá fúnra rà bí mo gbọ́dọ̀ wà lọ́ndà kúrẹ́tì mo gbọ́dọ̀ wà lọ́ndà ọmọ onílùú. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní ilé yẹn o.
Àná àwọn ìlú kan wà sẹ́ after some time fóònù ẹ̀ máa wà lock tó o bá ti lọ gba sim card ìlú yẹn wọ́n máa lock fóònù ẹ̀ gangan tó mú wá láti ìlú ẹ̀ wọ́n á lock ẹ̀ bìkọ́ wọ́n fẹ́ mọ ta ni ó jẹ́ o lè máa gbé nílùú wọn kọ́ máa mọ ẹni tó jẹ́ wọ́n máa lock ẹ̀. UK nìkan ló kàn open gbogbo network fáwọn níbí báyìí gbogbo àwọn Arab country lọ́hùn lókè lọ́hùn yẹn wọ́n máa lọ́kẹ̀ á lọ́kì fóònù yẹn ò ní rí lò wàá lọ ra fóònù tìlú yẹn gangan ló máa rà.
Nínú ibi mo ṣe wà yìí.
Mo kí yeyege tí Ọlọ́run ní pọ̀ mo kí.
Torí ẹ̀ bí mo
ṣe wáyé resident permit mi bí mo ṣe wáyé mi lè fúnyàn ẹni àtúrẹ́ ni ẹ lè fi lọ́ra gbèsè.
fúnyàn kẹ ẹ̀yin gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe mistake yẹn permit tó fún kẹ́yìn fi permit yẹn ló fẹ́ ní opportunity rẹ wà níbẹ̀ owó rà kémi náà gbé permit mi fúnyàn kan nísìkò máa lọ lò mo sinwé lórí ni tí n bá tẹ̀ tí ìrìnsẹ́ mo ní máa ṣe lé tí mo ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí.
ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wà lọ́ndà ẹni kọ́lẹ̀ ní ibẹ̀ yẹn o ẹ̀rọ pẹ́ fẹ́rẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ni ẹ máa sanwó fún ìjọba ẹ tún máa sanwó fún ọmọ ní
torí pé
kíní ẹ̀ lẹ́fi okùn mọ́ yẹn òun náà máa gbowó lóṣooṣù ẹ máa sanwó fún lóṣooṣù.
ẹ ṣe gan ni yàrá.
ó ti yẹ níbẹ̀ yẹn olórí jẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn politician yìí àtàwọn bàbá tá a ní wà náà olórí máa ń bọ̀ olórí burúkú ni wọ́n kọ́ ni pé ká máa bù wọ́n ni pé ká máa bù àgbàlagbà
ẹja fẹ́ lómi láàyè
pé káwọn èèyàn máa bù àgbàlagbà wọn máa bá ìgbà yẹn ti kọjá ayé gbogbo wọn máa bàjẹ́ ní wọ́n ti wà yẹn.
láyé wọn tẹ̀ ní da rárá èpè lọ́mọ àgbà ẹṣẹ́ gan ni ẹja ti fẹ́ lómi láàyè torí a sì lọ sí Star Radio mo like yín so much kò ń ṣe bíi pé tí mo máa fẹ́ yín torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti ń gbọ́ àwọn obìnrin tó ń pè wá gbogbo àwọn sisters wa kan wà ní Iraq ní Baghdad àbíbá mo rí wọn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tuntun ti gbé wọn lọ kí ni ọmọ Yorùbá lè máa ṣe ní Baghdad I mean it go make sense tó bá tẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá fi wákọ́ fẹ́ ṣọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àkókò ṣe máa ṣọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ yẹn nínú Nàìjíríà mo sọ fún yín pé mo lè fọbọ́ ní Èkó hotel as long as tó bá ti disrespect mi o mayor special oyonuga mo kí Iyoge gbọ́nsókè Adams mo kí gbogbo inú mo kí Pastor Emmanuel tó bá mo kí mo lè fọ abọ́ ní Èkó hotel as long as tó bá ti disrespect mi kí ló wà ní ká fọbọ́ as long as tó yẹ pé ó bá di parí oṣù ẹ máa sanwó fún mi ẹ má bínú Mr. Adam àwọn kan lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní Kaduna wọ́n ní wọ́n lọ ṣe cleaning lóòótẹ́ gbogbo alárí làwọn sójà wa ń nà wọ́n kọ́ wá sanwó fún wọn ẹni ẹ̀ wá lo influence ó lọ fi sójà jáde dó àwọn military náà máa investigate for Nigeria story nìyẹn story for the god ẹ tó pọ̀ láti New Jersey ẹ lè pè padà torí direct lẹ́ ń pè ẹ má bínú mo fi override sister wa tó ń pè ní but mo lè override Adams kí n pè padà tèmi dáadáa ní Adams gbóhùnsókè Adams.
ok Mr. Koiki adúpẹ́ fún yín gan.
adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ni.
ẹ try ṣe rí ìran wa.
ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mú ń bọ̀.
ìran wa àwa náà la máa gbára wa kó nu ẹrú ìran tó wà ń ta nísìn àwa la máa gbára wa kó nu ẹrú bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ bóyá wọ́n kọ̀ bọ̀ tó yí abámọ́ wa gbòmìnira àwọn gbogbo wa pátá a nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá tá a jọmọ Yorùbá òtítọ́ wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ nìkan kan wá sí àwátì tí ògo orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá bá máa yọ gbogbo àwa tá a nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá tọkàntọkàn wọn ò ní fi wá ṣe àwátì. Headline tẹ rídì pẹ̀lú Ghana yẹn bọ́dà mi lè parọ́ fún yín most of àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà tán wà ní Ghana àbí tán wà ní Libya tó jẹ́ Áfíríkà wàláhì iṣẹ́ aṣẹ́wó ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Tí òbí mi bá rí ọmọ iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ní Ghana tó dẹ̀ ń sẹ́ndì owó sí nílé wàláhì òbí a máa sun ẹkún ni. Mo pàdé ọmọ kan níbi ọmọ Ghana ọmọ Nàìjíríà 16 years.
o ti ń ṣaṣẹ́wó.
iṣẹ́ aṣẹ́wó ni.
ẹ̀bí kan lọ́nà ti jí gbé lọ nísìn tí mo ṣẹ̀ sọ nísìn wọ́n ní wọ̀ọ́rí mọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
wọ́n fi skul wọ́n fi ń parọ́ tí òbí bá mọ iṣẹ́ tẹ bá mọ nǹkan tó mọ yín fèsì ní.
bó kí alájà ṣe rí kọ́
ayé kan náà ń jẹ.
ayé ò náà ń jẹ.
wọn ò jẹ ayé kankan.
ayé ò náà ń jẹ.
wọ́n sá kúrò Nàìjíríà.
wọ́n náà wọn lẹ́pọ̀n gidi ní Ghana ni.
kò sí ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó jóbìnrin tó bá wà ní Ghana níbi tó ṣe fẹ́ survive.
wọ́n náà wọn lẹ́pọ̀n ní sẹ́ ká má tún fún aṣọ yẹn ìfìyẹn sílẹ̀ gbogbo ọlámọ gbogbo ṣe ń lọ.
ṣé ní gbogbo ilé ìtẹ́rùn fi chọ́ọ̀chì tó kàn fi ẹ̀sìn
àwọn
ìyẹn wa wo ṣé ní ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn tó kàn gbé lórí ó ti bàtàn jẹ́ gan.
tó ń ṣe kékeré.
àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà nílé gan wọn ò ní lè tí ọjọ́ ọ̀la gan mọ́ rárá àti rárá.
ẹlòmíì ò lè ronú fún wa.
nígbà wọn ṣe lísìn láti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
wọn lè ronú.
bọ̀ mọ̀ pé ìran wa yìí.
generation tó nígbà láwà ìgbàkigbà tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ni.
bọ́ńkọ̀ a máa gbà.
fight to finish
Mr.
ni.
Koiki tá a bá wá gbà tán tí ògo Yorùbá bá yọ jáde wọn ò ní fi yín ṣe àwátì
wọn ní fi owó aṣàwátì. Àmín 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 àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. Lágbára Elédùmarè ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ rí pé mo dìde lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kan lágbé dání ẹ ti ya wèrè kí leléyìí Holy Bible ẹ ń ṣí èrè Quran leléyìí Quran mi tún leléyìí orí gbogbo yín ti gbálẹ̀ àníyàn ń jẹ yín nílé ẹ̀wọ̀n ọjọ́ tí mo ti ka Quran ọ̀hún gan jọ ni wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ bí decoration lórí Quran Nàìjíríà mo ti gbé wá orí pé ti máa fi ń post lẹ́tà káàkiri nígbà tá a ṣe ń post flag sẹ́yìn tẹ́wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ọkùnrin tí náwó flag ni mo fi ra BMW tó BM mi ló wà lẹ́yìn yẹn ọmọ owó mọ́tò Koiki BM aṣeré mà owó Yorùbá nìṣọ́ mo fi rà ẹ̀yìn olùlọ́sì. Quran tí mo gbé dé láti Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀ bàbá mi kan ló fún mi kí tó nígbà tí fi máa bọ̀ báwo ló tẹ̀ mọ́ bó ṣe ń sórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀tọ́ ìyé mi gan mọ́ ó tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta tàbí ìka ẹ̀yìn olùlọ́sì èyí tí yà ń jẹ tá à ń sọ pé yà ń jẹ àwọn ló ṣe máa wá ẹnu ìjẹsà gbé báyìí ó ṣàtìrí Quran lélẹ̀ the Holy Quran mo believe in it Bible mo believe in it ìṣẹ̀ṣe mo believe in it àníṣẹ́yà ń jẹ́ orí ọ̀pẹ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn mo bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ ni kí ló ń pàyà mi kun mọ́mọ́ lọ́rùn wàláì mo rúdé ni tẹ̀sùbá tí mo mú wá dé UK 1000 pieces ó máa ní 1000 ìjọ tí mo ti fa èmi jókòó máa fa fún tẹ̀sùbá 1000 pieces wọ́n ṣe pé fún mi ni kí ló ń lé mi tí mo fẹ́ máa fa tẹ̀sùbá 1000 pieces ogún dé ni nígbà tí mo wà Nàìjíríà máa fa tẹ̀sùbá really mo fa tẹ̀sùbá 1000 pieces ẹ ti ń ya wèrè àníyàn jẹ yín nílé ò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Bible àti Quran you dey craze Quran tí mo gbére láti Nàìjíríà lélẹ́yìí wàhálà irùngbọ̀n mi àfáà lọ máa ń pè mí gidi nígbà yẹn irùngbọ̀n yẹn tó yìí bí àwọn ti Taliban ẹlòmíì bá rí mi bá máa ń ya dànù ni pé Koiki ìyẹn làwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan pé bòbó ìwọ ó sì máa ń yà á ti lọ tajud lọ kí àníyàn jẹ wá ọ̀rọ̀ tajud tẹ́ ẹ lọ tẹ́ ẹ níná tajud tẹ́ ẹ lọ tẹ́ ṣe tajud tán ẹ wá ń lọlé ẹ níná ẹ ti ya wèrè ẹ ti Quran tí mo gbé délé lé dinobu ìyàn kan ló fún mi bàbá yẹn Ọlọ́run ti fún àfọ̀run kẹ́wọn wọ́n ti kú nísìn ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ máa bọ̀ ní UK mo ní kankan tí máa fún ẹ mo tẹ̀lé tó fún mi ní 1000 onílé ní ẹyẹ ká tẹ̀ ká díẹ̀ náà àti mo ṣàgbọ́n ń tẹ̀lé ká lárúbáwá wàá mọ̀ bí a báàkì ni mò ń kà bí a front Ọlọ́run tó ṣàánú mi ọ̀rọ̀ Quran ló ń sọ nísìn òun lélẹ̀ ẹ̀ pé suratu kí ló fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ òun lélẹ̀ suratu Nas in the name of Allah the most beneficent say I seek refuge with Allah àní kọ́kọ́ seek refuge nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà òun seek refuge pẹ̀lú Allah ìyà ń jẹ wá orí òpè òun sínwìn ni o máàdì ni the king of mankind níbi tí Olódùmarè náà wà the healer God of mankind from the evil of whisper from the whisper evil in the earth kò sí mọ́ṣáláṣí tí mo lè bá wọn lọ nílùú yìí Bible lélẹ̀ sori pé orí kò ti gbó dáadáa ó ṣò pé ilé wọn kà dáadáa ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan abìkan níbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe wá wẹ́wẹ́wẹ́ báyìí lè sìn Old Testament lélẹ̀ wàhálà ìyàwó mi ṣàìsùn mọ́jú ni mo ń gbọ́ ọ̀kan gbọ́n àmín ìyá ìjẹ́ ń sùn ṣàdúrà láti bí aago kan bẹ́ẹ̀ sásì mi kò ní wọlé wàláì àfi tó bá yẹ pé tí mo gbé dání irọ́ ni mo pa fún gbogbo wọn Yorùbá ẹ ti mad àníyàn jẹ wálé mi sáré ẹ̀ bó sásì mi kò ní wọlé àìsùn ìyàwó mi ṣe mọ́jú ó ti lọ nísìn ó ti jáde láàárọ̀ nísìn 3 hours mo ṣáà ń gbọ́ àmín ìyá ìjẹ́ sùn yarí bó ṣe ń pe orúkọ tèmi ló ń pe àwọn ọmọ ló ń pe ẹgbó wa ẹ ti ń ya wèrè sórí ìkan tún lélẹ̀ ìyàn kan ló fún mi lélẹ̀ congratulations ìfẹ́ máa kàwé tó wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀dà pé Muslim Association of Nigeria ló fún mi lélẹ̀ nígbà tí à ń ṣe kankan níbẹ̀ sórí òun lélẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kọ́ ni mo gbé dání ọ̀rọ̀ pé yà ń jẹ́ yí òun ka Quran ò lọ sí school ó ti ya wèrè òun ka àná àwọn ọmọ àfáà wà ní UK ní bíbà tó ń ṣe dáadáa mo fẹ́ máa dárúkọ àfáà yẹn but ẹ bá ti mọ àwọn tó link máwọn Sàràkí òun làfáà yẹn mo fi dárúkọ ẹ̀. Mo rí wọn ní UK ní bíbá tán graduation mo wá wò pé ṣé pé àfáà yìí náà ọmọ ẹ ti graduate ní UK, èmi wà ní UK mo ò lè lọ sí full university ọmọdé torí pé máa lọ san international fee wèrè níbo làwọn ti rówó. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ìyá mi pé mo ní èmi ni máa pa gbogbo yín lórí mídíà. Quran tí mo gbé dé ó bá wo nígbà tí mo dé London báàgì kékeré mo gbé wọlé Fùránì wà ń gbẹ tẹ̀sùbá ní one mo tẹ̀lé sọ pé bí a tẹ̀sùbá ní tẹ̀sùbá yẹn wọ́n lè wà báyìí tẹ̀sùbá 1000 ó máa ní 1000 yẹn màá wá níjọ́ kan mo kàn lè sọ pé báyìí ló wà àbí lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó mi màá sọ ibi tó wà ẹ̀yin wọ́n sọ fún wa pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa ká gbàdànù ẹ ti mad Bible ni ó wà nílé mi but in tàn sọ ni pé eléyìí kọ́ ni problem wa ni pé wọ́n gba in tó jẹ́ tiwa wọ́n gbà kúrò lọ́wọ́ wa ní táwọn gbé wá fún wa kò dá o èmi ò jókòó síbi kí n sọ pé Christian ò dá mùsùlùmí ìtẹ́mi sọ ni pé we want you to be a Christian and have a better life. I want you to be a Muslim and have a better life. I want you to be a traditionalist and have a better life. That's all. Báwo ni ìyá mi Eunice ni very fun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo fẹ́ kó jẹ́ oníṣẹ̀ṣe. Mo fẹ́ kó ọmọ oníṣẹ̀ṣe kó má lè lọ sí school. Tó bá kọ́ ifá yẹn tán, ó yẹ kó tún lè lọ sí school kó lè bá wa develop ifá yẹn. Àwọn òyìnbó ti ń lo ifá. Àwọn ti sọ di apps ifá tiwa. Àwa wá jókòó síbi ìdíre ìṣáná Ọ̀káyà Fọláyan mo kí yín. So it's not about religion. But the problem is the religion that have been embedded in Nigeria, our leaders are not talking. Gbogbo ọgbà pátá lẹ̀ dẹ̀ mọ̀. Kò jẹ́ gbà. Àníta ṣùgbọ́n 1000 mi mọ̀ bí tó wà báyìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn là ń sọ ni. Àníyà ń jẹ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn. Ẹgbọ́n sókè ìyá alárùbáríkà. Ìwọ wa ní ọjà àfa òṣìwò, àfa tẹ̀bí ń pa ẹ́, àfa tó lówó lápò, àfa tí yà ń jẹ tọ́mọ̀ lè lọ sí skul, àfa wo ni ẹ̀? Òjò ọ̀rọ̀ àfa àdánù kó tètè support Yorùbá nation. Ẹgbọ́n sókè jàre. You're mad. Àwa ni ẹ̀.
Ẹ kú ètò ẹ̀dẹ̀ kó ṣíṣí àwọn èèyàn wa létí. Àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé religion it's choice ní religion tẹ́lá travel fún Nàìjíríà ẹ máa yọ̀ pé choice but ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n make religion àti ìfẹ́ dandan ni pé òun gbọ̀ngàn òṣèlú ayé wa and which is not like that. Ẹnìkan láti kọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kan tó fẹ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ará ìlú kan pé níbi táwọn wà àwọn máa ń gbowó this that. I'm very sure pé ìlú yẹn will be Kuwait. Nígbà tí ìlú tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́.
Parọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kuwait níyà yẹn ti pè sísítà wa yẹn Kuwait lọ́wọ́. Owó wọn strong gan owó àwọn Kuwait ó dẹ̀ lè gbóhùn wọn káàkiri inú bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti máa ná.
Ní Charger University ṣe rí àwọn ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ Kuwait yẹn wọn kì í bá ẹni ọ̀dà ìgbèlè ara ọmọjọ máa ń wà ní hostel nínú yàrá kan yes bí Paris ṣe jẹ́ ara kọ́ńtì títí wọn tí ó jẹ́ pé owó Paris ó tún kéré sówó títí wọn wọn ò bá wọn gbélé wọn máa ń bára wọn gbé nítorí pé kíni ṣe rí owó wọn yẹn ó máa ń fún wọn níjọ́ ìlú. Sherry 20 dinar Kuwait 20 dinar one is about 240 something dirham in UAE money just that 20 dinar ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ pé bí a bí 20 naira o is 240 something dirham in UAE money. Those people are living fine.
Nígbà tó ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó ṣiṣẹ́ ó gbọ́dọ̀ lè fine ṣe bá wà lá ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì.
Ó ní ọmọbìnrin kan tí mo béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kan ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ọmọ Saudi Arabia Sarah lọmọ yẹn very beautiful girl tó bá ti ń lọ sí class tó bá ti ń wà báyà ó máa wọlé sí máa wọ sẹ́nà báyà yà ẹ̀gbọ́n the company máa fà ẹ̀ wọ́n béèrè tí ìpele country why máa borí ó sọ fún mi pé ètò
choice
choice
ni
ni
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
nǹkan tó mi nìyẹn ó ní choice ni nítorí tó ń bá láì òun máa ṣe tó ń bá láì òun ò sí ìpínlẹ̀ pé ìyẹn kọ́ ni èèyàn fi ń ṣe ayé ó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa ń tọ̀ mí lára ibẹ̀ láti ẹ̀ rí àwọn ọmọ Haúsá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n sùn ní kájà ìrẹsẹ̀ tẹ bá rí ìjáàbò wọn tí wọ́n fi ń borí ó máa ń dálé ó máa ń àwọn ọ̀dà ara kan ti ṣe bá wọn ṣeré because they see them as kí ló ń ṣàwọn ilé ìrìnà ó bá wọn ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ mo kúrò ní ìkọ̀lọ́ sí díẹ̀ mo lè dúró ní Nàìjíríà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí mo ṣe dé lórí àlá ẹ̀kọ́ mo ti
enlighten your
àwọn jẹnẹrétọ̀ yẹn máa fọ́ mi lórí ó máa fọ́ mi lórí bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ò tó Lagos wọ́n ní ìgbàsígbà tí mo ti dé síbi yẹn wọ́n ti mú náà lọ níbi yẹn tí mo ti dé síbẹ̀ just about bíi abi 2 weeks nísìnyí wọ́n ti mú náà lọ níbẹ̀ wọ́n mú náà lọ níbẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pín ìlú yẹn níbí báyìí wọ́n lọ sí church náà but church wọn àwọn tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí àwọn tó kọ́ máa tún lọ sí church kò dira wọn lọ́wọ́ àtọ̀ yes kò dira wọn lọ́wọ́ tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó wá ṣe ni so Nigeria I need láti wake up Yorùbá ìlú yẹn ní láti pín so for us to have peace of mind.
That's it. We cannot have peace of mind. Then.
Because tí ìlú yẹn ò bá break ọmọ Yorùbá feel like wọ́n máa bà lẹ́kùn ó máa pọ̀ gan-an yes. Tèbí kan lẹ sọ pé ó dé láti Amẹ́ríkà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó ti kú bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mọ́tò gbà.
Ṣé irú ìyẹn nísìnyí nígbà tó dẹ̀ wà láyé Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ó lè máa sọ pé kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba òmìnira ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. It's a simple mathematics. Yes, ó simple bàjẹ́, ó simple gan. Àwọn politician wa náà fẹ́ pé àwọn náà kàn ṣe wá ségesège. Wọ́n máa tó sá lọ sí exile. Kí awareness yẹn tó bá ń rún tó bá tẹ̀ débi táwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ sẹ̀. Wọ́n máa padà sá lọ sí exile ni. Wọ́n máa sá lọ ni. Tó mo tún fi àsìkò yìí rọ̀ wá èèyàn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká túbọ̀ máa ṣàlàyé fáwọn ọmọ wa dáadáa pé
àlàyé ni enlighten education yes ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ tá a bá dẹ̀ ní àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n lọ ń wo àwọn wèrè mídíà lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ pé àwọn tó wọ́n lé wọn tán láwọn tó ń sọ̀tọ̀ Yorùbá mọ̀jìlétọ́ ti bí ẹlẹ́sìn sọ̀tọ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ̀ bọ́ sórí orí láìní tẹ̀sí máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gidi àwọn yẹn they are not talking about Yorùbá nation so Yorùbá nation thank you very much.
ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àtakò ẹ̀sìn níbí bẹ́ẹ̀ la àtakò ìṣẹ̀ṣe mo ń wo headline kan nísìn mo ń prepare pé ọwọ́ méjì ni tó bá mọ tó ń pè ní freelance èyí tí mò ń ṣe nínú ilé yìí àwọn kan nínú ilé lọ ti ń paṣu back to back every year láti over years kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa lọ sọ́fíìsì àwọn kan wà wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ní field worker ìyẹn lẹ máa rí pé ẹni tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ engineering tó ń ṣe crude oil tó ń ṣe petroleum ó lè jókòó sínú ilé ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà in the field ṣe ilé tèmi ṣe nísìn ló ń pè ní freelance self-employed where I can do my job from the home ó mọ̀ ìdí tí mo ṣe lè ṣe because there's a system is there torí laptop nísìn òun lélẹ̀ òun ni máa fi connect pẹ̀lú Star Radio laptop ilé tí mò ń lò ní bíbáyìí òun mo fi ń ṣe YouTube fóònù ni mo fi ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn it's because mo kí mọ́mí wa Grace Senior ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin GR1 mo lè kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa náà mo kí àwọn ọmọ APC lọ́kàn yín it's like pé we hate Ṣèyí Tinubu look Ṣèyí Tinubu can be a millionaire is not the problem but property tó rà is in question ṣé ẹ nílà káyè ni the property là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ibi tó bá wọn tó ti rówó ṣe bó monopolize yín ni and if you don't know what is monopolized then it's a problem. Because in tí Ṣèyí Tinubu ṣe nísìn ṣé ìwọ náà lè ṣe láti máa ṣe advertisement whatever ní Lagos State but kò fẹ́ kó ṣe because tó bá ti ṣe owó tóun máa rí yẹn ó máa wà divided and anywhere tí monopoly bá ti wà it's not good for the environment. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo trouble looms over the rising debt in Nigeria debt tó wà lórí ẹ̀, my Lord of mercy, that debt in 40 years. So, but because I know àwọn tó jẹ́ pé they are in their mind, Moke Omeyo, Ekushe, in their mind, it's like we are a threat to Tinubu by disagreeing with him. Why must we agree with Tinubu? Why must we agree with Tinubu? We don't have to agree with him. Because Tinubu is not representing Yoruba, is representing Nigeria. And the word Nigeria is a scam. It is one of the biggest scams in the 21st century. And Britain tell me one nínú ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ mi ní opportunity. Gbogbo tí mo ṣe nísìn opportunity ni pé mo wà ní bíbá. Ìwọ wà nílé nísìn, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Bible, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Quran. Sọ̀rọ̀ Quran àti Bible ni mo ń bẹ sọ. Ọdẹ. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Quran àti Bible ni mo ń bẹ sọ? Mo kí bàbá wa Sulaiman, Ọlọ́run bá fi ọkàn yín balẹ̀. Ọlọ́run foríjì mọ́mì wa. Ọlọ́run tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. I'm not talking about Quran and Bible. Kí ni kò mi pẹ̀lú Quran àti Bible? Kí ni kò bá máa ṣe gan sef? Àní káyé wa dá, káyé wa lè lọ síwájú. Àwa wà níbí báyìí nísìn. Right? We are here now. It's by the grace of God. By the grace of Elédùmarè. Because foresight tí mo sì mi rí ló make a decision fún rẹ̀ ní 1991. And I've told you that, continuously. Mom sí mi padà sí university at the age of 67. Ìyá mélòó ló lè padà sí university at the age of 67 nílò lórí burúkú tẹwà yẹn tẹ́ sọ pé ẹwà Nàìjíríà. At 67 years old, my mom went back to university láti lọ study business management. 67 years old. It was a 3-year course. And she was already a secretary in Nigeria with Mobile Oil. I've given you all this information. So, if my mom Sakuro in Nigeria, forget about if anybody tell you I'm going no, everybody run away. Go to the Linda Ikeji and see thousands of Nigerians want to collect their passport. Why should we be running out of a country that we are told have whatever it takes to look after us? Why must we be running out? It's because there is not opportunity. Àwọn answer yẹn, ìwọ answer rẹ, ọ̀rọ̀ Bible, ọ̀rọ̀ Quran. Kí ni kọ́ mi pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Quran? Quran tí mo gbé láti Nàìjíríà ni. I can't remember the last time I read this Quran. Bó ṣe wọ́n abẹ́ nìyẹn, decoration ni. I can't remember the last time I read this Quran. Does not mean pé mo believe in the Quran. Does not mean pé mo believe in the Bible. Does not mean pé mo believe in ìṣẹ̀ṣe. 3-in-1 lèmi ṣe. Because in tí mo mọ̀ at age 40, listen, nobody can deceive me. Wọ́n lè máa deceive wọ, I will not be deceived. White garment one in the family wa. Mama mi. White garment, no, mama baba mi. White garments. We have the lineage of the white garment. Analaja, Anisheshi. But we were told that Isheshe, hey, Masora Isheshe o da, hey, this, that. And for donkey years, Muke, Dizzy 1, 2, 3. And there are some individuals. Everybody has a role to play. Role to me, play. And I'm playing it to the little that I can understand and I can share with you. Do you think that for me to live in this society for 24 years, and I'm telling you that the society that you will, in another 24 years, Nigeria can never be great. In another 24 years, by the time this government completes its 8 years, I will be 52. By that time, I will have gone to university and complete a course. I would have progressed even in the cleaning job that I'm doing. I would have progressed even in the kitchen porter. I could be a pilot. Can you become somebody in Nigeria without knowing somebody, without connecting to somebody? Why must you be looking for a job and then you must go and pray first to God before you get the job? Are you crazy? If you are qualified for that job, you should be employed. And Nigeria is so big that everybody should be given that opportunity. Politics is not where the money is in this country. There are young millionaires in pound sterling that are making money on a daily basis because they're able to put 1 or 2 together as long as you're not involved in cocaine, drugs, or whatever illegal businesses. And there are so many people that are doing it as well in UK. There's a lot of illegal businesses here. But when the law catch on you, you will go to prison and you will spend the time. But for those of us that doesn't want to do that, then that means we spend our time doing 12-hour shift. Those your uncle, when they come home every year, they are doing security job, and they will then put the money together, send goods to you. You then return the money. You're not going to return the money, and when they come home, you want to kill them. It's all because the system is not working. I was telling my wife yesterday, Money, the reason why we have a lot of family problem in Nigeria is because the country failed every single one of us, especially some of us that have now traveled. We now realize that what is in this system is because structure, institutions are working. If I commit, I have to be penalized for that. And this is what we are saying to you all. I have about 10 minutes to join the Star Radio, and that would then mean that, this might be the last call for the time being. Let's go to Bishop Adeshino.
Thank you, Koiki Oshego.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Only meeting kan tí a ṣe nígbà kan pẹ̀lú àwọn pastor jẹun pastor. I call them jẹun pastors. Tọ́rọ ní ebi ló gbé wọn wọ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́, wọ́n ní ìdí ẹ̀kọ́. And ó sọ̀rọ̀ against àti lo kan dúdú àti làgbo àti lo kíní àǹkó. Mo á dìde. Mo á ní mo fẹ́ béèrè to enlighten him. Mo ní pé táwọn méjì bá dúró síbí báyìí, tí wọ́n bá yin ìbọn lu arákùnrin eléyìí, bọ̀ tí arákùnrin kejì tí wọ́n sọ lọ́tà. Mo ní pé arákùnrin tí wọ́n yin
All right, I think it's from the side. Let's call him back quickly. We're just about 9 minutes to join the Star Radio UK. I don't blame any Nigerians for the mishap that is happening to you. I blame the bastard system that was created not to favor us. Why should I blame you? Why? I can't blame any one of you. Onisha, why should I blame you? I don't blame you. Well, I blame the system that when we had the money in the 1960s, when the oil boom was going on, they did not think in the future that today some of us would then grow up and want to get a job. In your 40s, you are still 500 naira, 1,000 naira to survive a day. Then tomorrow you are looking for somebody else. There's crime here in this country, big one. Serious crime. Serious crime for this country. There are some people, they have guns. They are doing all kind of crime. That is why the system must continue to build. Because if I want to do any transaction on my phone now, my card, one of my bank card, Koni, it does not have this card, as you can see. There is no long number. If I throw it away now, if you like, try to spend it. You can see this bank card. You can see that's my name. Koni, the 16 digit. This was not like that 24 years ago when I got to this country. But today, information say that I don't need the 16 digit because of some of you criminal bastard in Nigeria that are living here in UK. In terms of they were using credit card and spending. Do you know that some Nigerians work in the post office and they were removing cards from the postal service? Only. And he wanted to go to Nigeria and contest as one of their councillors. I won't mention the state. I broke that down. They are all fraudsters. Most of them here in this country. Not everybody. Fraudsters, and that's why they can live big life. So somebody like us now, they are fraudsters. Fraudsters, don't put you. But today, if you want to spend this card, okay, how are you even going to spend it? Go see 16 digit, go see expiry date, go there see this 3 security digit code. How do you spend it? No. And if I want to make any spending online, it needs authorization for my apps. That is where technology is going. Bomb bastard. Telling you the country is not working, telling me the country is going to. Let's quickly go to Bishop. I just give him about 2 minutes so that before we join the Star Radio. Oh yeah, guys, close, okay.
Okay. So money pé arákùnrin tí wọ́n yìnbọn fún yẹn, ẹ máa gbé dìgbàdìgbà, ẹ máa gbé lọ hospital àbí àwọn níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní kí ló dé ó ní kán lè yọ ọta tó ń yìnbọn fún kúrò kó bá lè kú ó ní nice mo ní arákùnrin tó wá sọ ní ọta yẹn kọ́ ẹ máa gbàdúrà fún mo ní ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ pa arákùnrin yẹn tó sọ lọ́ta yẹn because ọta tí wọ́n sọ yẹn ohun kan tí wọ́n ṣe fún arákùnrin tó ń yìnbọn fún yẹn òun náà ṣe fún ẹni tó sọ lọ́ta wọ́n yìnbọn fún òun náà ni but it's a spiritual bullet. It's a spiritual bullet. But ẹni tó ń yìnbọn physical bullet fún ó need the physical surgery. But ẹni tí wọ́n yin spiritual bullet fún kí ló need? Spiritual surgery ló need. Àwọn òyìnbó ò níyẹn lọ́wọ́ àwa ni. So tẹ bá gbé dọ́dọ̀ oníṣẹ̀ṣe tán ní àwọn sọ lọ́ta tán ní ẹ máa pa adìyẹ o. A máa pa adìyẹ fi ṣe ètùtù ká lè yọ ọta tó wà lára ẹ kúrò. Ẹni náà ẹ má pa. Dímọ̀ ni ó fẹ́ gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn kìnìún kan ẹ̀yin lẹ ń pa àwọn ènìyàn wọ̀nyí fúnra because of your illiteracy you have been hypnotized àwọn tó ń lò ní máa hypnotize àwọn èèyàn we went to Israel ó wà lórí tẹlifíṣàn káàkiri àgbáyé àwọn ọmọ Israeli wọ́n lo handkerchief káwọn ìbọn àwọn Palestinian kó má bá wọn mo ní a ní eléyìí náà nílé náà mú mọ̀ náà wọ́n máa ń fi áńkájì wọn ta òní báyìí wọ́n láwọn priest wọn ló lọ ṣe àdúrà sí pé wọ́n kó fún gbogbo wọn kọ́ lè fi evacuate wọn kúrò níbi táwọn Palestinian ti ń yìnbọn wọ́n dẹ̀ pé áńkájì yẹn fún gbogbo wọn ó yá ẹ máa kọjá kí ẹ máa wọnú bá wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ìbọn ọ̀dẹ̀ bá wọn. Máa ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn wa kì í ṣe even àwọn èèyàn wa tájọ́ ṣe Yorùbá nation wọ̀nyí mi àwọn míì burú jù onítìrí lọ lọ́kọ̀ dákẹ́. Kí ni kọ́rẹ́nsì tí a ṣe yìí àwọn tá ti bá interview ó jẹ́ kí n rí wípé we don't have wicked people Yorùbá gan ló kọ́ Nàìjíríà àwọn Fúlàní lóró. One stupid person was asking me to come and how did I come about the value.
Tó bá gbàdá pé kò ń sọ òyìnbó ló ṣe tó bá pé òyìnbó ló ṣe ni táwọn abèrè question òṣì question ìranù dumb bastard every one of them dumb bastard ló pọ̀ jù. Because kò ń sọ òyìnbó ló ṣe náà. I'm not been out because I'm preparing for Star Radio, so I have to do a lot of adjustments.
So our money was designed to pick up from there and take our people out from poverty. Wọ́n ní question lórí ẹ̀. Ọmọ àlè.
Nígbà tó ń ṣe pé òyìnbó ló ṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé dúdú lẹ́yìn so kò gbọ́dọ̀ believe yín náà. Tó bá yẹ pé ṣé àwọn Mark Zuckerberg àbí kí là ń pè wọ́n àti Dorset tó create Twitter ṣé àwọn onílàákàyè jù àwa lọ ṣé wọ́n nílàákàyè jù yín lọ ṣèbí wọ́n kàn ní the enabling environment ni wọ́n ní the enabling environment ni náà.
Àwọn ẹrú yóò kúrò máìlì ọ̀pọ̀.
So ẹ̀yẹ́ kọ́ máa sọ jágbàjàgbà so màá pé ìtura ti ṣe tán so àlè.
We thank God inú àwọn èèyàn dùn nílé pé our money has such a value and they are now patronizing and keeping because dùgbẹ̀dùgbẹ̀ tó bì ní Nàìjíríà kó má jalè owó gbogbo everybody ní bank.
But that is everybody. All right, Bishop.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, but láti join studio nísìn. So I need to back up or come off for now. I need to join Archie now. So we need to change outfit me. I think I've been able to adjust my camera. Expert in Lano until last few days. It's been very dark. No, back up or come on this. I'm sorry, no. I have to go to the studio now. I need to back up so we need Wi-Fi. I'll back up or come on. Now the camera is better now. So you can change the so let's I come and watch it while I come back.
near Tube Station. All right, so don't touch it down. Keep on listening and enjoying. Let me bring you this song. It's one that I just chanced on this morning, and it's from Joe Metal. So enjoy it, and I'll be with you.
Mo fẹ́ come and do it to one because come on. So many impact below my own YouTube. So let me can me play on me because all these YouTube are long to put you. So I can't. Máa gbọ́ ilé lọ jàre. Máa gbọ́ ilé lọ.
Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation náírà wọn náà bá ọkọ̀ wa balẹ̀. Yoruba nation kò séwu lẹ́gbẹ̀rún ẹ̀kọ́ àfáìjọ ọbẹ̀. Yoruba nation. Àyà wa balẹ̀ adúpẹ́. Kábíyèsí. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation. Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ dá òfin rán. Wọ́n ti ṣubú o. Yoruba nation amọ́ra wa. Yoruba nation amọ́ra wa. Ẹ̀ṣá rẹ̀ gbẹ́ wa. Ẹ̀ṣá rẹ̀ gbẹ́ tiwọn. Ká ṣe játijàti. Àwọn tó máa da Yoruba nation rú tọ́lọ́run lé. Àwọn lẹ̀ ń lójú wọn. Àwọn ọmọ ẹrú. Àwọn tẹ̀mbẹ̀lẹ̀kú. Àwọn èèyàn burúkú. Àwọn tí wọ́n ní làákàyè. Àwọn tó kàwé tó kọ́gbọ́n. Àwọn lẹ̀ ń rí tó wà lómìnira òmìnira. Òmìnira lọ́gbẹ́ dání. Ìgbé ṣe bí nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní Yorùbá lè ṣe ṣàdìgbò ń ṣe fúnra wọn, wọ́n ń ṣara wa. Oníkìrí ò ṣe Yorùbá lè ṣọmọ. Onídọ̀tí wọ́n ti sẹ́ẹ̀kì ẹ̀. Ṣé ó yẹ kó ya wèrè? Kò ń ṣara wa. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá ti wà kọ́ńtárì sígbòho àtàkìtọ́yè wọ́n ń ṣara wa. Èèyàn burúkú ni wọ́n. Ẹ ṣáà rí tọ́kọ̀ra wọn pọ̀ sọ́nà kan. Ó yẹ kínú yín máa dùn. Olúwa ti fojú aṣebi hàn. Wọn ò ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Irọ́ ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Yorùbá nation wọ́n fi ṣe bísínẹ́sì ni. Wọ́n ò jà fún yín. Tọ́jẹ̀jọ́ mọ̀ ọ̀yá yín. Àwọn ẹni bí àárín yín. Àwọn tó kì í ṣe fún Yorùbá. Àwọn ẹlẹ́jẹ̀kẹjẹ̀. Àwọn lẹ́rìn yẹn o. Torí ẹ̀ láyé sọ pé Yorùbá tó wá ti lọ fẹ́ sọ́dàs. Nígbà kan mú ẹ̀ kó jókòó lé wa lórí. Ẹ ṣáà níbi àwọn jẹ̀lílì ìjòbóyó. Jẹ̀lílì àǹkó ìjòbóyó. Ẹ ṣáà ní bá yẹn ṣe. Àwọn bíi black ant. Ẹni tó sick. Kò lè gbádùn tí Jésù máa fi dé. Àwọn bíi tàwọn dé. Ẹ ṣáà mọ̀ wọn. Yorùbá nation. Ẹ ti borí àwọn ọ̀tá yín o. Anara, Abigbowo Òòṣà, Ọba Akíntóyè, Koiki, Dáradára, Ọmọnìdára, Dára, Lẹ́díkẹ́, Ọba Abẹ́èkìtì, Ọba Lucas.
All right. Ẹ jẹ́ àfihàn sílẹ̀. Ṣé mo fine? Ìjìnlẹ̀, mo ní ìjayà, mo ń bọ̀, à ń padà bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀. Ṣé mo fine dẹ̀? Ṣé mo mọ́mọ́? Ṣé mo mọ́mọ́ báyìí? Adé wàhálà Koiki ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ jẹ́ á wọnú Star Radio lọ. Ṣé mo mọ́mọ́ díẹ̀ báyìí? Ṣé mo mọ́mọ́ díẹ̀? Ṣé mo mọ́mọ́ báyìí? Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti wọ suit. Mo like suit rárá. All right, jẹ́ kí n join tàwọn tèmi lórí Star Radio. So ẹ má bínú nílé rí Archie, at least ẹ ṣáà máa rí mi ẹ dẹ́ máa gbọ́n wọn Archie. Mo look corporate tó fi ń jalè náà nìyẹn. It is king ni you boss you look sweet. Mo dàbí sugar. Tó fi ń kó wa lómi ọbẹ̀ jẹ náà nìyẹn. Ẹ yẹn ń pẹ́ tèmi jàre. Tó fi ń kó wa lómi ọbẹ̀ jẹ náà nìyẹn. Tó ìwé wa ti wọ suit báyìí irọ́ ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run mo like suit rárá. Suit dàbí corporate ni but I no like am. Tó fi ń kó wa lómi ọbẹ̀ jẹ náà nìyẹn. Olè ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ rán ni. All right, Temi, I can join studio. Let's be serious now. So about the shaitan, I'll continue to do it. So make sure that this is what we want for every one of you at 12. So that come out solo, that's late and all that. But Nigeria is a very blue country in Nigeria. So
Show metal featuring hey, it is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. What the time now? Exactly 6 minutes past the top of the hour. And you know for sure at this juncture we have the one and only One Lion is up, Mr. KOIKIMEDIA joining in. And I say massive good morning to you, Yummy.
well, good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Archie. Good morning, Frank. Good morning to all our listeners, and welcome once again to the 11th day of May 2023, 6 minutes past 11 a.m. on the Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, as we go into some of the news headlines coming out of Nigeria again this Thursday. And I say good morning to all those that have joined us on the sister broadcast that are listening on the other side.
Yes, listeners, Mr. Live in and North London studios. I'm actually here in the South studios. We're looking at what is happening in Nigeria. We want you to be part of it. So share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones. Invite them to like our pages as well. How are you doing and how is the family?
Well, it's a little bit windy outside. The family is good. Just as we always say, we are grateful that we are here where the family is good. But on the other side, we are always concerned because of the family and not having the same opportunity. But they say life is never balanced. But I'm sure, like we always say, if Nigeria was as balanced as we wanted it, so many of us would have taken the family back. But for now, the family are here and they're doing very well, and they've all gone to school as usual.
Okay, we thank the Most High. All right then, now let's move on straight to some of the issues that we're going to be looking at. But that will be after just a slave view for those of you, a teaser there, those of you who missed out on the Niger Voices yesterday. A quick one on what was discussed and comments that people made. Over to you, sir.
Well, Niger Voices is a program that comes on air every Wednesday on the Star Radio UK network, where we look at the current affairs, the issues affecting Nigerians back home, and likewise the diaspora as well. So yesterday was broken into different layers. We talked about the petition, which we're going to be discussing again this morning, because already I could see Atiku Abubakar already, in the court. That literally means that, maybe Tinubu is going to come in. We don't know yet, but we know that Tinubu is out of the country. So we're going to come back to that. So we went into what is the full meaning of petition. And I took our listeners back to 2020 November, when the military killed as many Nigerians during the NSAS that happened at Legitoge. There was a petition against the Nigerian government here. And as we know, in UK, if a petition is about 100,000, that would then definitely have what we call a sit-in. Well, there was a sit-in, but whether the outcome has favored those that were affected or Nigerians that put the petition here in UK, I cannot say. But what we do know that is the petition is always a way, to ask for a review of something. So that was discussed for about almost an hour. And then the question is, if the petition goes the other way around, is Bola Tinubu, the president-elect, going to be satisfied, or are we going to see Atiku satisfied should the petition go the other way around? And for those that are listening to us again, these are the judges that that will be making that decision at the appropriate time. Then we went into Biafra. We talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where the UK have now allowed an appeal on the case of Nnamdi Kanu. This is going to come up right here in UK on the 22nd of June, which is about a month from now. What does that mean? We went back to understand why the UK lawyers have argued that the British High Commission or the FCDO, which is the Foreign and Commonwealth Development, could not do as much when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped rendition back from Nigeria. And it is not the first time that the British citizens have been held, because there was a particular case with Abbas versus the FCDO in 2002 when he was held as a British citizen in Guantanamo Bay. And that case was whether the FCDO should have done something or give reason for not doing that. So we discussed that at length for about half an hour. Then we went into the Yoruba Nation conversation as well, where we continue to review and ask questions. What could be the reason why Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho is still somebody in that the government of Nigeria wants, even though he has left Nigeria for almost a year now? And likewise, as we know, all other issues surrounding the Yoruba Nation struggle as well. Then we went into the headline coming out of Nigeria, and like we always say, it was a full pack 2.5 hours. You can watch that on the Star Radio UK network. And this program has been coming up since 2017, and we continue to give all the news, headline, and everything contained on a Wednesday. So if you have not joined us before, maybe you want to join us next week, because on the 23rd, we're also going to be opening the phone line for a full discussion on the 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari. As we do know, is finally coming out of the president where he has served for 8 years. He's currently in London with us as he continues to take his medical treatment. But for now, I'm going to come back again. There's also been adjournment from the case of Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja. I'll be discussing that in the course of the program this morning.
Well, listeners, if you have missed out, as we did say, just go back to our Star Radio UK social media platform, and it's the YouTube channel or the Facebook or any of them, and then you can go back and listen to it. Don't miss out next week. And as he said, on the 23rd, where we are going to evaluate the performance of the Buhari. We wanted to add your voice to it. Additional Bishop Additional Day says, I'm on Star Radio UK, always on to your broadcast in my office, and many people like hearing your briefing and news broadcast. Thank you for your unique style. Let me say thank you very much to everyone in Bishop Additional's office. We salute each and every one of you, and we would love to hear what your take is on some of the issues that we are discussing. But now, in our North studios, Mr. KOIKIMEDIA, I'm actually here in the South studio, and now let's move on. Well, how many days more? We know that by the 29th, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, the court have not finished their petition, hearing anything, then there's going to be a swearing in. But should the government in last minute award contract to people? That seems to be what has happened. 18 days to go, and then they've awarded contracts. But the minister is justifying that action.
Well, there won't be any changes in terms of the political party. The only difference is that we are having a new person, as we do know presently, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect. It is still the same APC, and maybe it doesn't matter that, President Buhari still wants to get the loan of about almost $800 million. Whether that is going to be approved or not, we will have to wait and see. But what we know that, in terms of President Buhari is doing his final push to do what is meant to be done when it comes to more, contract. Why is the federal government approving contract 18 days to the handover, minister? What do we know? According to the news, the federal government has literally have to explain why the Federal Executive Council has approved multi-billion naira contract barely 18 days to the end of the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime. The Minister of Transportation, Maozu Sambo, and his water resources counterpart, Sulaiman Adamu, explained this after the fake meeting that comes up every Wednesday in Abuja that was, chaired by the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, because Buhari is here treating his tooth. Sambo, while responding to questions on the reason for the award of contract, which the outgoing minister would not execute due to the expiration of the tenure on the May 29, said the regime will continue to perform its duties up to May 28. He said, ladies and gentlemen, without any intention of mischief, this government was elected to function from 2019 to precisely 29th of May. So that literally means that Buhari's ministers believe that they still have up to the 28th until the 29th, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect, will then fully take over. Whether that is justifiable, being the APC to APC, or that would have a lot of problem with Bola Tinubu when it comes in, we will have to wait and see. But it seems that Adamu explained that the contract approval process consumed time, noting that the incoming government would continue from where President Muhammadu Buhari, like I said, it is not the PDP coming so far until the tribunal will probably change that, or Peter B. So that literally means that since it's APC, it's continuity.
Okay, listeners, interesting one there, Star Radio UK. Well, it says continuity, so it doesn't matter whoever, they are the same people that they will going to award those contracts. But what do you think about all that? It is all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on. Before then, though, let me say, Adams Breaker, good morning. It's Mr. KOIKIMEDIA, Mr. Archie, Nigeria. Going president and incoming president are taking treatment abroad at the same time. No, you do be that. Somebody tell me. Okay, now let's come to the tribunal, the election tribunal sitting that is going on. We had information coming through saying that Atiku has done the hearing. So what is it going to be doing or saying?
Well,
are we looking at anything different from the outcome that everybody's expecting?
Well, it seems as yesterday, Peter Obi one was adjourned to the 17th. It seems that has happened now. The breaking news is the court has adjourned Atiku petition challenging Tinubu victory to May 18. That will literally mean a countdown to the May 29 inauguration. From what we know, that Atiku arrived, in Abuja himself as against Tinubu, that hasn't arrived there or probably shown up. Atiku arrives in the court for the hearing this morning that is challenging Tinubu's victory. I could see him there, smiling, all suit up in his red tie and a very great, suit there. He loves to put on his suit, and he believes that, that probably shows, incoming president. The former vice president, Atiku, has arrived at the presidential election petition court in Abuja. The former vice president is in court for the pre-hearing section of his petition against President-elect Bola Tinubu's victory during the February 25th election. When Atiku was the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Tinubu, a former Lagos State governor, was the flag bearer as well. But what I can now say that, after that, we do not know what has been said so far, but that has now been adjourned. The listed as number 1st to number 3rd respondent in the petition are the Independent National Electoral Commission. The pre-hearing of the petition was taken first this morning after the counsel for Atiku, Chris Uche, indicated an interest in the matter. I have the permission of Wole Olanipekun to indicate interest first in number 2. But like I said, there will be more details because that is how far we can say so far. But that has been adjourned for another 7 days from today, because today is 11th. So Atiku will be returning back to court on May 18th, as Peter Obi will be returning on May 17th.
Okay, let's see what happens. Wow, they're coming in tense. Would that bring about any change? As we saw in the past, the case that was adjourned, that was 2 days ago, and then we had the president-elect and the president congratulating them, though it's PDP, like, you know what? We accepted it. That's why they didn't say anything about it. So they hope that everybody will accept whatever the outcome is. But let's see what happens. So Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Ghana is broke. Now, if Nigerians don't know, Ghana is proper broke. Now, they try to go to the IMF, and all the instructions or the requirements, they've not been able to meet that to satisfy the Bretton Woods institution. So they've still not gotten their need, the money. So we have the president going around trying to talk to people to give them a hand. But the president of the Federation has said Nigeria now has a limited borrowing space. That means if care is not taken, Nigeria is also going to get broke as well, because when you get to where you cannot actually, the debt to revenue ratio cannot be balanced very well, then you know that you are entering into such place. And therefore, when you want loans to finance projects and stuff like that, you cannot get it outside of international institutions. So, Yoni, is Nigeria broke or almost broke or getting broke?
Well, depending on who you're having a conversation with this morning, with over, half of the country living in abject poverty, even though we do not have the real statistics of how many Nigerians, but going by what we know in terms of 200 plus million, there's about almost 100 million Nigerians today that are currently in debt. So even if Nigeria is not in debt, Nigerians are in debt because of poverty. Yes, like you said, there's a trouble that is looming already. We have been talking about this in the last couple of days and weeks now, in terms of the borrowing, as the budget of the Office of the Federation has now said Nigeria has a limited borrowing space. What does that literally mean? Means that to the poor debt of revenue ratio, stressing that the trouble looms in the country. According to Ben Kabuzu, while addressing the members of the 10th National Assembly at the week-long induction in Abuja yesterday, pointed out while Nigerians remain healthy with its debt to GDP ratio, the country is not with its debt to revenue ratio. According to what we have, I think it's about almost 40 trillion naira is the debt of Nigeria. It's going to take us about 40 years to repay that back. How the new government is going to fund, the budget, because there's a deficit already of about 11 trillion. That is going to be one of the biggest problems, looking forward to as well. But one thing is, how can we maneuver around this? Oil production now 1 million barrels lower daily. One of our biggest revenue, each time I go back to the OECD, where in 2021, I'll be able to give us the statistics of what Nigeria made from the export, of our produce. 72.5% was the crude oil. So we couldn't even hit the 100% target in 2021. And that gave Nigeria almost equivalent of 57 billion US dollars. I'm talking about in 2021 to the sales of our crude oil. There's a lot of countries that buy from that. We're talking about India being the biggest buyer of Nigerian crude oil. And if you look at India today, you could see that, industrialization continued to kick in India. So they need that crude oil to kick, that industrialization to be able to stable rather. If you look at Spain, Spain also buys almost 11.6% of our crude oil. It means that Nigeria is not doing very well when it comes to, what we do export. We have the human capacity, but because of lack of infrastructure, that has literally beaten Nigeria backwards. So we only have 72% of crude oil and 14.8% of the petroleum gas. All other exports are just below 2.16%. But if you look at Bulgaria, like we said yesterday, Bulgaria is about 7 million in terms of the population, but they've been able to develop their ICT sector. And as of today, 10,000 ICT companies are currently in Bulgaria, and they are outsourcing that to the rest of the world. Just as we do say, when I make the call to Sky, I was able to find out that the customer service is based in Bulgaria, even though the engineer that will complete the job is here in UK. That is because they have the infrastructure. So going back to the business activities today, as long as the oil production continue to have problems, we are not making enough revenue that will give us the forex as well. So, and the reason for that is there's a lot of pressure in that part of the region where the crude oil production is going on. Nigeria oil production is currently lower than its technical allowable capacity by about 1 million barrels per day, according to the federal government yesterday.
Okay, listeners, it is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:24, and we are looking at some of the toilets making the rounds in Nigeria. on updates from Nigeria comes to you every weekday to 11 o'clock on KOIKIMEDIA. Now, the plateau workers have commenced an indefinite strike after the failure of government to meet their demands. Now, we know that there were strikes, ASU went on strike for a very long time before later on. Is it any part of this year that they managed to sort something out and they have come back? But now, in our plateau state where we have workers going indefinitely, what are their demands?
Well, demands are always, the right wages to be paid. According to what we should be expecting Nigerians to be earning is about almost, 30,000 naira per month. But not every, state can afford that. Maybe Lagos can do, and Rivers State and some other state that are, doing very well. But a state like, Plateau State is not making enough money that we won't be able to pay that amount. Also, as the naira depreciate against the dollar, if a state is not enabling itself in terms of having opportunity where foreigners can come in, Plateau State is also one of the zone. When you look at the the information from the UK, if you're traveling to Nigeria, avoid certain states as well. Plateau workers have commenced an indefinite strike after the failure of the government to meet their demand. The question you ask is, what are these demands? Every worker has demand, but let's look at some of those demands. The action was declared in a notice of the strike that was issued by the Joint Negotiation Council, JNC, Plateau chapter yesterday late in the night. The notice jointly signed by the Plateau JNC chairman Titus Malu and the secretary Timothy Gopel said the strike followed the expiration of the 4 days extension of the earlier 7-day ultimatum. So it's not that they've just started a strike. They've given a 7 days ultimatum. They've extended it to 4 days. But it seems that Plateau State governor is clearly not ready to negotiate with them. The workers added the action is imperative since the government reneged in fulfilling its own part of the agreement despite a series of promises. We are therefore directing all our affiliated unions that the strike commenced from the midnight yesterday. According to them all affiliated unions are directed to adhere strictly and ensure compliance. The workers are battling the Plateau State government, just as usual, over unpaid salaries, among other demands. I don't understand why workers need to work for a month, 2 months, 3 months, then you pay them the first month, and then tell them to wait for the next 2 months. But again, Nigeria, a 36 state, is not visible enough to curtail because most of these states, like I said, are not adding any value to Nigeria in the first place. But as we do know, 36 states, governors have his own, so much runnings. I remember in 2017 traveling to Ibogun in Ogun State, and the amount of vehicles that Amoson, the governor then, came into the event. I was asking, is it really necessary looking at the state that does not have enough IGR and they're traveling in a convoy of about 50 vehicles?
That's one thing that our leaders do, and at times I look at them quietly and I look at our own citizens. I ask them, when you go to the polls, use your head, because you see people living that opulent life. I mean, as if we've got lots of money to waste. Meanwhile, people are scratching on the bottom of the barrel to survive. Because if I work, first month, second month, if not paying, how do you expect me to be able to travel down? Do you expect me to go and steal? Do you expect me to be being corrupted, issue of something involved in corruption to make myself able to come in or out? Because I don't know. So the system in the port has been set so that it corrupts people. What do you think?
Well, you're quite right. Like I said, the wastage among all our state governors is something quite alarming. When you look at the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister probably moved with maximum about 4 vehicles and some motorcade as well. So the question then is, why do we need 50 motorcade traveling with the governor, knowing fully well that itself costs a lot to operate, because you have to fuel the vehicle, you have to get the drivers in. Maybe some of those are the workers that are not even getting paid in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, let's start reading UK. Let me touch on this one, and then we will come to look at the others. Now, EFCC has detained Buhari's former minister, He was the Minister of Power, and he's alleged to have diverted an amount of 22 billion naira. Do you have any information to get into that?
Yeah, that was yesterday. I mean, it's not the first time that EFCC continue to detain in the videos, and but the problem is, can EFCC, really do what needs to be done in terms of getting justice? Because some of these cases continue to drag and drag and drag, and sometimes, this person, will end up getting a bail, probably a bail of about, whatever amount, which they will be able to afford. And this is a problem that an average man will not be able to. I mean, we've seen a lot of EFCC arranging innocent, or I would say innocent, those that are into fraud and different criminality, and they are presented, their faces are blown out into the social media. But this individual now, their faces are not shown. They're given a easy step to get into the office of the EFCC. But like I said, President Muhammadu Buhari's government has had a lot to discuss when it comes to corruption, that corruption continues to be one of the biggest threats to humanity in Nigeria.
So, since he came in, how many people have they actually imprisoned or been able to take their the state money that these individuals have stolen? How many people? Can we account for that?
Well, not in the head, but to be honest, not much has been done, because all we know is, Buhari orders, finance minister, the DSS, FCC, custom, to end like the petrol scarcity. This was in January. As much as Nigerians expect this, the institution to work, but this institution has not really worked, and that is why today, the federal government of President Muhammadu Buhari continue to violate, some of the reason why, the county is still in detention, and so many other cases as well. But in terms of the corruption, not much has been done in 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari. Remember that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect, they talked about, ending corruption himself when he comes in, on the 29th of May. Whether he will be able to do such, we would have to wait and see, because Buhari, that we expected so much from, could not perform. And we've heard from those that are close within the caucus of this government that this government is the most corrupt government, even though we know 16 years of the PDP was as well as more corrupt as this government as well. And this government have only spent 8 years compared to PDP that spent the first 16 years since 1999. Money that was meant for electricity to the tune of $16 billion. Obasanjo could not tell us where the money is, and so much when Jonathan came in. So the wastage between the 16 years of the PDP, the APC have not been able to block that wastage, and that means more Nigerians will live in more abject poverty.
Now, you remember that Buhari's wife, Aisha, did make a statement that Buhari would have gone after people, would have done lots of things, but there are some people behind the scene who seem to be controlling him. You remember when she made that statement, and then Buhari said that she's meant for the kitchen, so she should just stay in the kitchen. So that means that it was something that Buhari would have done, but the institution decided that it's holding him.
Well, let's go back to 2019. Even as much as Aisha Buhari is saying something, the PDP also says Aisha Buhari's alleged revelation of 500 billion fraud vindicated us. This is what the PDP believes, that Aisha Buhari that gave them that information. So this was May 26, so just about 2019, and this is what we know then. The People's Democratic Party Sunday claimed that the revelation by the president's wife Aisha Buhari that there was humongous fraud in the 500 billion naira social investment program and the 16 billion naira mosquito net project embarked by Muhammadu Buhari's government vindicate its position that the present administration was not just only deceitful and also pretentious citadel of corruption. It also alleged that Aisha Buhari revolution has even shown that the PDP has not been crying wolf by its call for an account of the said trillions of naira allegedly stolen under Buhari's watch in the last 4 years. This was by the party spokesman then, Kola Ologbo Ologbodiyan that revealed this in 26th of May. And if you look after the May 26, 2019, corruption continued to starch. And it seems Buhari will be remembered for the most corrupt government under the APC.
Well, listeners, it's now in the UK. This one nation are saying that, well, Nigeria's judicial problem is the type of constitution Nigeria uses. Now, the Nigerian law will continue to be pervaded until it is changed. This government do not use the written constitution. If the government was using the written constitution, there are freedom for everybody, yes, and the rule of law, then Nnamdi Kanu should still not be held, and Sunday Igboho should not be, as they are pursuing him. But we have Omo Yele Showore who has said that another adjournment by the Supreme Court after federal government lawyer came with delayed taxes as usual to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unjustly and indefinitely retained. Now, so we see that taxes that they play, they come in, they say we've forgotten that or we remembered that and all that stuff. So what has been the latest of Nnamdi Kanu state again, apart from what's happening here in the UK?
Well, the case of Nnamdi Kanu went back again to Abuja today, but again, like you just explained, it doesn't seem is a good news. Judicial system in Nigeria is a waste of time. How the lawyers and the advocates and the senior advocate of Nigeria managed to, to do case that ends up becoming 5 years, 10 years. The case of KOIKIMEDIA did not even last up to 3 weeks from the start up to when he was sentenced. The question is, why is it taking longer? We know that Nnamdi Kanu has been acquitted, of all charges, but it seems that the federal government that is challenging that is now using tactics delay. I'm looking at some of the images, the videos coming from Abuja, this morning with Showore as usual, always there to attend, whether it is Yoruba Nation, whether it's Nigerians, whether it is the case of Biafra or the Ijo or El Zakizaki. It seems that Showore is just in and out, as that person waiting for, good governance and the best for the citizen. But he actually said another adjournment by the Supreme Court after the federal government lawyer came with delay tactics. Definitely we know that the federal government lawyer is part of the corruption going on in Nigeria that doesn't want the judicial system to work in the first place. Maybe the judges are ready to give that verdict or the, whatever needs to be done. But since the lawyer is playing the delay tactics, or maybe Buhari is just waiting to hand over the case of Nnamdi Kanu to President-elect to deal with.
Well, Mr. Nation now continues. So rather, they use, that is the unwritten, they don't use, that's the unwritten constitution. Rather, they use the unwritten constitution where all sector laws are regarded uniquely as a constitution and treated so. Not some set of rules run together in one book. Well, so we don't have anything like that. So if I today and I decided what to do, then I was going to do that in a particular case, that was good for my younger brother. Herbert would say this is elimination by rough tactics. So you delay, you do all that stuff, keep the person there every day. You come, I've left my file, and then so what? But well, it is not really UK. Let me tell you at the time. We'll go back to your main point, bring the rest of the stories and what is happening to social media platform. Over to you, John.
Thank you so much. The first SEC approval commodities firm is launched according to the business sector. NMDPR have shut 75 filling station in Osun State. Maybe we should look into that because we know that anything that's got to do with petrol in Nigeria is not just a really big business, it's also a lot of bunkering happening there as well. Osun State Office of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority yesterday said it has shut as many as 75 filling stations for various infractions in the state within 1 month. According to the NMDPRA state coordinator, Mr. Kunle Adeyemo, that disclosed this while speaking with journalists on Wednesday on the activities of the agency in the month of April, said infractions committed by operator, including operating without a valid license. Wow. Imagine a petrol station here in UK without a license. Adeyemo said in a month, the surveillance team of the agency visited 301 filling stations across the state, during which it discovered that many filling stations were not operating with a valid operational license. Avdeyemo further went to say, we have now sealed 75 filling stations operating without a valid operational license and for other infraction as well. The rain is just kicking start here in UK, and a very, very long day to go as the weather continues to bite as well. Federal government get the World Bank extension for the Nigerian care. Let's talk about that, then we go straight to the social media this morning. And what is that all about from what we know? The Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Prince Clement Agba, yesterday in Benin City said the World Bank has granted a 1-year extension for the Nigerian Care Program. The program was meant to support the micro, small, and the medium-scale enterprise to cushion the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope this is just not another corruption, where money that is meant to be given to the micro, small, and medium end up in the pocket. He stated this at the ministerial town hall meeting for the beneficiaries of the scheme from Edo State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, and River State. We do know that during the COVID year in UK, if your business was registered 2 years before the COVID, you are also entitled to some loan. And we saw that some people abused it where they were able to get those loans out, even though the loan was not meant for them. Agba said there was up to approval to give cash advance to 36 states of the Federation, since many of them will be getting new governors and the cash crunch occasioned by the COVID-19 was still not over and still not, and still affecting the state. We are not too sure how much the money is all about. Okay, I think he said that each state was given 1 billion naira during the COVID-19 period, with the exception of Lagos State, which got 10 billion naira, while Kano and the FCT got a little more. I'm just hearing this for the first time. It seems that there was a lot of money. So let's now go further. He added that we gave 1 billion naira to each state during the COVID-19, with the exception of Lagos State that got 10 billion naira. Kano and FCT got a little bit more because those were the epic center of the pandemic, but we still had to get $750 million World Bank loan to support the state. So this is not even a free money. It's actually a loan. We had been flooding problem last year, which affected our food security supply chain for food. We also approached the World Bank to extend the program for another year to June 2024. This is where corruption goes on in Nigeria, for those that knows how to manipulate through the World Bank, the IMF, while an average Nigerian will be thinking, how did $1 billion naira came into our states during the COVID, and we never saw our governor talking about it. The naira continued to depreciate against the dollar this morning. Not a very good one for Nigeria. The naira depreciate against the dollar. Exchange rate is about 460 naira at the investors and the exporter window. That is not the black market. You will not be able to get the dollar if you're going to your bank because the dollar is not available there. You'll be told to go to the black market from those banks because you'll be wasting your time thinking you will get it from there. The naira sold as low as 460 naira. A total turnover of $178 million was traded at the official investors export and window. This is just for those in the stock market, but for the average Nigerian, you will not be buying it at 460 naira. Because if you buy this for 460 naira from the bank, you can also sell it to the black market for about another 200 naira on top of it. And if you have about $1,000, think of how much you could make. But getting the dollar from the bank is a big business. And not just that alone, if you are also trading outside Nigeria where you need a dollar, you will be struggling to get the dollar. You will end up buying it as well from the black market. We're going to go straight to the social media. Once again, at 11:43, time is so spent already. Not sure why Simon Ekpa is trending this morning. Oba of Lagos continue to trend. Zamfara State is trending as well. And then let's look at Qatar is trending. We know that there's a lot of Nigerians in Qatar. Not too sure why that is trending. But for just argument's sake, we'll just go to type in Nigeria and say what is trending as well. Once again, this is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. This is Star Radio UK. And if you're just joining us for the first time, make sure you do so Monday to Friday. where we discuss about Nigeria as well. So in terms of Nigeria as a whole trending this morning, there's a lot. Nigerian debt profiling becoming unsustainable. The DG office lament once a country's debt service ratio exceeds 30%, that country is in trouble, and we are already pushing towards 100%. That tells you how much trouble we are in. We hope that we won't be in trouble. Adetutu Balogun, you are busy respecting the elders. The elders are busy looting your inheritance. Hashtag Nigeria. So you can see there. Also, Aloy Ejimako on 13th of July 2021, 2 weeks after illegally brought to Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tweeted my position that because it was rendition and not extradited, its trial and even detention cannot stand in law. I pray that the Supreme Court affirmed the position today, but that is not happening. The Supreme Court have actually adjourned it as well. So I'm going to take one more and then I'll come back again to you in the studio. This is the Star Radio UK. Balami Isa at Balami Isa at the court today, the spirit was so high, the morale was incredible, the confidence of the obedient and the lawyers radiated all through the room. Fear not, Nigeria. There is already a victory for us and for Nigeria. The election they stole will return back to the people. Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, and that is how far we can go on the broadcast headline coming out of Nigeria this morning.
Yes, listeners, it's Star Radio UK. Just a quick one. There's one story pertaining to a Nigerian girl, 24-year-old,
that got missing in Ghana for prostitution. Yeah. While I was in the program this morning, we had a caller from Ghana, one of our regular caller that was also telling us that as many Nigerians are into prostitution in Ghana, and the reason for that is, that is probably maybe the only way they can survive. But the particular story that you've just talked about, which is not a story, is a reality. This young girl, 24 years old, Oyida Mola Ola, who has just been sold into prostitution in Ghana by an unknown Nigerian lady. She went missing over 2 weeks ago. All effort at finding her has proven abortive, according to the report. So they are now asking Nitcon Abike. Abike is in Ghana. I don't know whether she has returned back to Nigeria because she's been walking around with the Sudan, crisis. She was able to put out a distress call by someone's phone over there in Ghana. She already shared her ordeal because they have seized her phone. According to her, a woman took she and her friend to Ghana after promising them a good job offer. But on getting there, the whole thing changed. The woman kept her somewhere with someone and left her with her friend. So this is not new. We know that this happened a lot in Nigeria. We've seen a lot of Nigerians stuck in Libya. There's a particular case as well where this young girl is currently in the prison for the last 2 years. They're crying for help, but the help doesn't seem to be coming. So we hope that the Nigerian ambassador to Ghana will look into this, just as those that are asking, what more can Nigeria do to save Nigerians, whether in Ghana or wherever we are.
Yeah, and I think those of us listening to the program or on the platform, we want to advise each and every one of you. Somebody just come and tell you that, look, you're taking your child or you're listening to this particular part of the world because there are good jobs and this and this. And I think they are lying. You have to do some search. Make sure that they're really talking, what they are really talking about is true. If not, you find yourself in such situation, it's not easy thing at all. So we want to encourage each and every one of us to be vigilant there. Tell me before we go.
Well, I'll be back again same time tomorrow, the Friday edition. And just before we go, that is the young girl face in case, she's someone that, let's get that adjusted a little bit. We pray for a quick return back, as you can see there. That is the young girl face. I'll be back again tomorrow, but stay tuned, with Archie for the rest of the program. And like you said, it can only be false because if somebody is offering you something that can happen in reality, please avoid it, especially those young girls that are now coming out of the university and they're becoming stuck with no jobs. It's not easy anywhere in the world, but one thing is, we pray that this young girl is found as quickly as possible and returned back to Nigeria.
So, let me thank you very, very much.
Bye for now.
Well, I will continue to keep the image of the lady. We'll try to make some noise about it. If anybody in Ghana or anywhere have seen her, yes, you have to report to the police. Back there, and so that she can be returned to her family in peace. Well, it is Star Radio UK. I'm going to bring you some music. We're going to take a music break and then.
Wow. Now it is almost 12 o'clock. Well, that is how we do it every day. Try to do our best as we continue to highlight the atrocity, the problems in Nigeria. The problem is just too much. And the picture is already posted on my timeline. This happens every day. We all know that. Everybody's trying to survive, but Nigeria is the problem that is not making that survive to work. So, and that is why everybody wants to run out of Nigeria. If you have the opportunity, I cannot stop you to go out of Nigeria. You just have to do what you have to do. I don't do visa. I don't know anything about visa. But if you get to UK, we can guide you a little bit on how and what you need to know. But as we say, may Nigeria never happen to us. Nigeria is in a big mess. Before I go, because I have to go now, we might probably come back. I've spent already 2 hours because we started the program earlier than I thought. Egbon was on in the paper, the debt in Nigeria. Let's talk about that briefly before we go. Sherry, the debt ratio to Nigeria is a big mess. It is a mess in a way we are not producing enough to cover the cost. And when you talk them, to produce even the crude oil, because we have the crude oil, right? Everybody knows that we have the crude oil. Awalani crude oil. But there is already stress from the crude oil sector. If we are losing 1 million barrels per day, apart from other corruption to London in Nigeria, there's a lot of corruption going on in Nigeria, that you don't know. I don't even know. Nigeria that, to be honest with you, it will take heaven and earth for you to know that these are money that is meant for us. There's a lot of money to one in Nigeria. Nigeria low gone. Nigeria new, but the mismanagement of that money has been one of the biggest problems. The mismanagement. Bonnie and Defilan. The better was suit. Who like his suit? Suit man Jackie on look so serious. Autobahn was suit. I don't want the t-shirt was suit. Even pencil or some really innocent. Pencil innocent. Pencil or some shit. These are things that can provide job for everybody, because Seria Okini is a daily need. This comes with different colors: green lele, blue lele, purple lele. But today, I can open the phone line again. Kakoshe cook 3 hours, so we are just 2 hours 20 minutes. So I'm gonna open the phone line again just for another 30 minutes, and then I will then do the closing. So 3 hours the program emerged. So we're just 2 hours 20 minutes. I can show that on YouTube here. Shout out to those of you that are still with us. I couldn't read all the comments while I was Moke, Baba Kunle Shita, and the rest of us that are with us as well. Yawa Rukaya. So okay, I think Bishop is calling us back. So normally I've here come 3 hours. Okay, Bishop.
Yeah, hello, Sheko Biki. Briefly, sorry, àwọn olóṣèlú Nigeria supposed to be jailed
completely
for life.
For life.
See, wọ́n fi orúkọ ìjọba government yáwó wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pín ní. Wọ́n fi ṣe kankan.
Ẹgbọ́n COVID yẹn ní sìn, ṣáà kí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n fún state kankan ní $1 billion. That's crazy.
Wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ COVID tó fi gbé scam West. The Nigerian government gangan ní scammer. Wọn ò dẹ̀ fún ará ìlú kankan ní $1. Kò sí ará ìlú kankan tó ní COVID. ìjọba ló gbowó yẹn. Now wọ́n yá owó ẹni ẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe project Koiki tó bá jẹ́ wípé ìwọ ni wọ́n yá ní owó tí o fi ṣe railway yẹn tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ ló ní railway yẹn ṣòro pé o ò ní san owó yẹn padà tó dẹ̀ máa make owó ẹ̀ lọ for life lórí railway company. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n rí railway ṣe wọn rí railway ṣe wọn ò lè sanwó padà mọ́? Ṣèbí railway ṣiṣẹ́. Kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ṣé ọ̀nà Nìjẹ́ ni rail line tó gbé lọ tó lọ ṣe ìyẹn wà nínú plan budget? I mean, these people are. Olórí burúkú ni sẹ́wọ̀n lásán. Olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn. Ó yẹ kán lọ jẹ́ẹ̀lì àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé tó bá lọ sí school fún excursion. Ó yẹ kán máa lọ síbi tó fi wọ́n sẹ́wọ̀n sí kán máa lọ tọ́ka sí wọn ní wípé this is the former president so year. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹ̀ is a beast. Ṣẹ́rí bọ́n ṣe tì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn is a beast kì í ṣe èèyàn. So Nigeria, nítorí ẹ̀ ni we have learned a lot from Nigeria how never to run a country. Now that we gonna have Yoruba nation, we should stand with all our effort and ability never to let our own nation be run like Nigeria. Not even people that have the tendency to behave like Nigerian politicians should come in. Thank you.
Okay, Bishop, like I said, èmi àti Bishop ní program tí a láti ṣe lórí postcode. Òtútù yẹn ti fẹ́ máa mú láti lọ ṣe tíì ní ẹjẹ́ ń pe ó dá pa àwọn tó ti pè tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí let's continue to ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá Kẹ́hìndé ń gbọ́ yín ẹgbọ́n aláì.
Ẹ káàsán sá o.
Ẹ káàsán.
Àkójọ náà tẹ kó ètò sá.
Ètò náà nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run gbàdúrà yín o. Àwọn àbá adáàbò rẹ̀ bò yín o.
Àṣẹ o.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ gan. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá gidi, àwọn ọmọ ọkọ Yorùbá, à ń dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ yín, àgbà tí yín gan o. Tó gbogbo àwọn jẹ́bá láwọn ọ̀gbà títí yín. Wàláhì ní agbára ní ọwọ́ náà iwájú ni wọ́n máa bá yín. Gbogbo wọ́n parun tọmọtọmọ ní agbára náà. Gbogbo àwọn olórí burúkú tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ kílẹ̀ Yorùbá ọ̀dá dúró tí wọ́n fara ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kan torí báwọn jẹ ní abẹ́ ìbàjẹ́. Gbogbo wọn parun tọmọtọmọ ní pẹ̀lú ògo náà. Ẹ̀sìn ọ̀gá àbámi because àwọn tá a wà nílùú òyìnbó káàkiri èyí tó mú yẹn téèyàn kan ti wà nílùú òyìnbó téèyàn ti gbọ́ pé tọ̀ ní ìfẹ́ wá Nàìjíríà mọ́ tẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ wá ń wéègò tó fi lóun ìfẹ́ wá Nàìjíríà mọ́ ìlú òyìnbó kìí ṣe pé bóyá yà ń jẹ́ èèyàn báyẹn náà kìí ṣe pé bóyá yà ń jẹ́ èèyàn ló òyìnbó báyẹn náà kò sí bẹ́yẹn sí lè máa ṣe wàhálà tó kú òyìnbó tí yà yẹn máa tó ìyá ti ìlú èèyàn bọ́tẹ̀ ó láwọn nǹkan kan tó ṣe wípé kò yẹ kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí irú àwa tá à ń pera wa ní Nàìjíríà nílùú òyìnbó yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa wà láìdáláì. Ó jẹ́ àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun yìí ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa rí gáàdì wa gidigidi.
Ọba ni wá bàbá mi ọba gidi ni wá Ọlọ́run akọwà backward mo kí ìyàwó Fatima ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ má bínú èèyàn mi bí ń pa mí ni ọ ìfún à lè ṣe program yẹn tàbá lè ti jẹun a lè ṣe program.
Tó yẹ kí wọ́n máa rí gáàdì wa gidi.
Ọba gidi ni wá.
Wọ́n ò tún wá fojú wípé bọ́yá pé àwa gan là ń gbé àwa là ń jẹ́ káwọn máa jẹ́ àwọn. Wọ́n àti ẹ̀ fojú rẹ̀ wò wá, wọ́n àti ẹ̀ pọ́n wá lé fún gbogbo wọn àjàmọ́ kankan lọ́dọ̀ wọn.
Níbo ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ afẹ́ jáde kan.
Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn kò sí kankan tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ nu wọn. Wọ́n ń kọ́ wá gba ìdìbò wù wọ́n, wọ́n ń wọ bàtà tó wù wọ́n, wọ́n ń ṣe fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́.
Iṣẹ́ kí ló fi máa ṣe nígbà táwa wà ń bẹ̀ tá a máa bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ kí ló fi máa ṣe. Iṣẹ́ kí ló fi máa ṣe mo ń gbádùn yín bàbá.
Ẹ wò bàbá mi ṣe rí téèyàn bá ní kéèyàn máa sọ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí ọ̀yẹ́ tí ojú èèyàn máa rí bí ojú èèyàn rí kì í ṣe pé bóyá pé
ìlú èbó bí òkè ń pààyàn. Èèyàn máa ń dáhùn jẹun ní ẹran sẹ́ran ẹgbẹ́ kan ní ẹran pẹ̀yìn ọmọ ìyànmọ́ ni. Kí ni tẹ́ fẹ́ jẹjẹ ẹran tẹ́ jẹjẹjẹ tó fún yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tẹ́tò dáàmú gẹ́gọ́ èèyàn ń dáńjẹun nígbà yìí ni. Kí kájọ ti yẹ kó bẹ̀ bọ̀ ọ́ láwọn kankan tó ìjẹyẹ kọ́ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa. Àwọn ọmọ tá à ń pera láwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà yẹn tó yẹ kọ́ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa. Wàhálà yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa bíbà yìí. Tọ́ba lọ jẹ́ pé kì í sí àwọn olórí burúkú tá à ń pè ní àwọn olórí wa ni àwọn olórí burúkú rádaràda ọ̀. Tó ṣe wípé wọ́n fara wọn lé báwọn olórí. Àwọn olórí bíbà yìí àwọn náà ń pè wọ́n jẹun bọ̀tẹ̀ owó kíkó jẹ sí wọn àwọn òfin àfẹ́jà wọn mọ̀ sí wọn. Ọmọ ìlú yìí ìdúró ọmọ ìta lóhùn lẹ fẹ́ rí tọ́fẹ́ sọ pé ìtàlọ́ tó tẹ́ báyìí tó tíráfù lọ́dún ni ọbẹ̀ lọ gba fàájì ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kì í ṣe pé bọ́yọ̀ fẹ́ lọ fi sẹ́ńbẹ̀.
Italy passport tó bá ti ní ayé ẹ̀ ti darí ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Ìlú tó bá ti di wípé CTC ibẹ̀ bá ń sá lọ tí ń sá kò nínú yẹn ìlú kò ṣèlú gidi nìyẹn kọjá nìyẹn.
Italy passport index is one of the strongest passport as well in the world. Passport on strong.
Àwa tá a jájòjì gan à ń sanwó ilé tá à ń sanwó omi a tún apply for bonus. Bọ̀ ìlú títí wá yẹn kí ni benefit téèyàn benefit bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí benefit kankan. Ẹ̀yin kan wá ń tìtorí wípé ẹ̀yin jẹun lábẹ́ ìjọba ẹ wá bí ń pa ayé àwọn yòókù jẹ́. Bọ̀ gbogbo wa ọkàn wa ò rí bákan náà. Irú àwọn yẹn iná ni wọ́n irú wọn yẹn ń pè ní apààyàn. Ókè náà irú àwọn jẹ́ ń sáré tẹ̀ láwọn olóṣèlú ní ìrètí sáré sẹ́tà láwọn Tinubu yẹn. Táà Tinubu gan bá gbọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ jẹ́ ṣe ó yẹ kí wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé yẹn àwọn eléyìí olórí gbogbo èèyàn yẹn. Irú àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tá a bá ṣe nǹkan tá a bá fọ̀kọ̀ wọ́n pa wá jẹ dànù. Ìkó òdodo mọ́sọ̀. Irú àwọn jẹ́ ń sáré tẹ̀ náà Tinubu yẹn ní èsè yìí. Àwọn Tinubu gan náà mọ̀ wípé yẹ olórí gbogbo èèyàn náà wípé àwọn jẹ́ ń sọ báwọn fẹ́ àwọn ìjà fún Yorùbá nation àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ní the right person. Táwọn Tinubu náà ókè ẹ̀yin náà wo gbogbo tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá wàhálà bàbá mi Kóìkì kí gbogbo ẹtí bá gbọ́ mi ẹ máa kọjá ìjọ ọjọ́ nílẹ̀ o Ilé Ifẹ̀ tẹ́rí mùsùlùmí lẹ́mí o wàhálà ìtàlá mùsùlùmí wọ́n ti ń pílà fún Ilé Ifẹ̀ yẹn o wọ́n àbá Ilé Ifẹ̀ jẹ́ fáínálì mùsùlùmí ni bàbá tó bí yín lọ́mọ ẹ̀rí àní mọ́mọ́ mi àfa ìmáàmù gidi bàbá mọ́mọ́ tẹnu mọ́ àwọn mùsùlùmí wọ́n àbá Ilé Ifẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ fáínálì ẹ̀yẹ oníkálùkù ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wò ó. Ètò ń jẹ́ pé bóyá ọba kan pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe Ilé Ifẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ bàjẹ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n á kọ́ ọdẹ ọmọ ìfànálì tí wọ́n bá sì ti àjà tó gba ọ̀gán báyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá wàláì ọ̀nà tó ti jẹ́ wípé gbogbo ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá wọn máa di ẹ̀mí àìná yẹn wọ́n ti ń san lọ́ báyìí wọ́n ti ń san lọ káàbà tètè múra ọlọ́ọ̀bá ń gbọ́. Ìdílé tèmi ti jáde àánú oníṣẹ̀ṣe níbẹ̀ kò sí táàmì bẹ́ẹ̀ níbi ìwé tí mo ti jáde nígbà táwọn wà ń kéke tí wọ́n bá ń rin wá àwọn bàbá mọ́ndé ni àáfà gidi ni wọ́n táàfà tí wọ́n àáfà wọn gbéná gidi tí èsì àwọn àáfà àpẹ́pẹ́ tí èsì àwọn àáfà àpẹ́pẹ́ àwọn àáfà jẹ̀mọ́ lọ sí wà sí kiri nígbà táwọn wà tí inú bá ń rin wá lásán ẹnu lásán ni wọ́n gbogbo ìgbogbo wa ó ní èdè tí wọ́n pè wàhálà ẹ̀mí irun yẹn ti lọ tí orí bá fọ́ wa lásán ọ̀sẹ̀ dúdú iná wọn fi ra wá nínú gbogbo orí gbogbo ara wàhálà orí fífọ́ yẹn ti lọ gbogbo ẹni tí bá ń ṣe gbogbo tí bá ń ṣe wá. Débi wípé láti abúlé mi wọ́n máa ń gbé wọn wá abúlé wa nígbà yẹn nígbà tá a wà kéékèèké. Àbá wọn bàbá mẹ́rin mi ogún ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àbá yẹn ogún ló tún àbá yẹn ọjà wọn kọ̀ọ̀kan sì tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n ló báyìí ní ẹsẹ̀ yìí. Nígbà tí ogun yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọdún yẹn àwọn afáàní àbámi kúrò tí ìfọkì ní ìjẹsí sí fóyín rí. Nígbà tí ogun ṣẹlẹ̀ ní abúlé yẹn ní ọdún yẹn wà mẹ́ta láì wọ́n lọ àwọn káàkiri inú àbàkan náà ni ìbọ̀jà àwọn káàtà tó jọ ń bára wá jà ànásànà la tó jẹ́ síra wa ànásànà kìí ṣe pé bọ́yá àtó ti fẹ́ra wa tá a súnmọ́ra wa gidi àwọn káàkiri yẹn wọ́n lọ pọ̀ tó wà láti Ìbàdàn wọ́n lọ pọ̀ àtàkì bàbá mọ́mì mi ní inú oko wàhálà kìí ṣe pé bóyá jẹ́ ń sọ fún wa àwa ti sá lọ wọ́n lọ pọ̀ tó ìpàdé bàbá mọ́mì mi ní inú oko wàhálà tó ìjọ kó wáyé wọ́n sì sára wọn gbogbo wọn sára wọn pa síbẹ̀ ni wọ́n sára wọn pàtí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni débi wípé bàbá lóyún ní wọ́n dọ̀fẹ́ láàrin wọn ni àáfà nìyẹn wọ́n wá sọ pé kò sóògùn lẹ́yìn Yorùbá àáfà ìṣòògùn àáfà wo ni ìṣòògùn àwọn àáfà yẹn fẹ́ gbéyàn jọ babaláwo gan lọ níbi ògùn ṣíṣe wọ́n sọ pé òṣòògùn lẹ́yìn Yorùbá ó kówó ní òsì bí nǹkan fẹ́ mọ́ tún gba àwọn àtìrí yẹn ni.
ẹ má tu ẹ ká tọ́jú tó kù ẹ ṣé gan-an bá mi thank you so much ẹ ṣé gan ni ìdó ti yíwá ó dà.
ẹ má bá a sọ àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà mọ́ ìjẹ́ Yorùbá wà làwọn fẹ́ gbà ẹ má bá wa sọ fún wọn.
no problem.
títí láwọn gbà àwọn ọgbà títà àwọn kan pé ẹni mídíà yòókù ti bá kan ń tara àwọn mídíà míì wà tó ti wọ́n pé wọn torí owó jẹ́ ń gbàgẹ́ ní ẹbí ṣe gbogbo ṣe sọ gbogbo jẹ́ sọ yẹn wọ́n fi tiwọn ti torí Yorùbá ní ìṣẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́. wọ́n mọ àwọn mídíà nǹkan tó ṣe wípé ètò yẹ kí wọ́n sọ gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ etí balẹ̀ Yorùbá jẹ́ tó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ kí wọ́n máa sojú àdẹ́kù wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn àwọn tí wọ́n darí wa wọ́n sọ wọ́n sọ bí wọ́n ṣe bí ìgbà pé wọ́n rí.
ẹ má dárúkọ everybody máa play role ẹ ní role kan làwọn play ẹ má worry bàbá mi lágbára Ọlọ́run whether they will like it or not our people will listen thank you so much brother wa tó pè tán lives in Italy. Just as mo máa gbé kọ́ọ̀lì padà mọ́mí wa Comfort Ológunjà Nigeria passport mo wò nísìn is number 95 in the world right ẹ má bínú pé we are not using the full screen that's why we cannot see it because we are not using the OBS mo kí all our listeners and viewers from different parts of the world just 2 of these now are more than enough just 2 cup of tea that's more than enough. But we are concerned about you all, Tewanile. Thank you so much, Tinubu_fan that page. Like I always say, about Tinubuja. Àwa sọ òtítọ́ làwa ń sọ. Ẹgbọ́n sókè mọ́mí wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò náà.
Ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá.
Ẹ káàbọ̀.
Nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ dá sí ni ibi tí mo ti join program kẹ́ tó lọ sí Star Radio.
Okay.
Nípa àṣà wa.
Yeah.
Identity wa àti religion.
Yeah.
Cherry àṣà wa, our inheritance go with that's who we are, our identity. Òun ni àti sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀. It has nothing to do with religion.
Okay.
But unfortunately, àti mú religion àti gbé lórí àṣà wa àti fi ń parẹ́. Mo fẹ́ fa nǹkan kan yọ nípa nǹkan tí Bishop sọ. When I was young, a child, the age of 12,
yeah.
Wọ́n máa ń sọ pé wọ́n sọ èèyàn ní ata. Wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ níbẹ̀ ní oko mọ nǹkan tó jẹ́. But I had the experience. Wọ́n ṣàrí pé ẹsẹ̀ ń dùn mí. So àwọn parents mi, they are learned, they are teachers.
Okay.
So wọ́n máa ń gbé wa lọ sí local clinic kan láti tọ́jú wa. So wọ́n gbé mi lọ síbẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe ẹsẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n fi blessing fún. But ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ò get better. Ẹsẹ̀ yẹn mi ò wá lè rìn. Ó kàn ń ṣe omi ni tí máa sùn báyìí omi á ti drip out of it. My mom was concerned kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe that's the best they can do for me. Wọ́n ti gba abẹ́rẹ́ fún mi wọ́n ti treat egbò. Ní next door wa tọ́ra live ní family house next door. Àwọn ẹ̀ náà family ni wọ́n. We are related. Máa yẹn a máa ń sá fún torí pé ó máa ń mú ẹgbàá dání all the time. Ọmọ tó bá kàn mí sí èkó báwọn máa nà lẹ́gbàá ni. Kò ní gba permission lọ́wọ́ òbí ẹ̀ kó tó lọ.
Àwọn tíṣà àdúgbò ni.
Máa yẹn wá nínú ilé wa lọ́jọ́ yẹn. I don't know why. Mo ṣì dàgbọ́ tó ń béèrè mi. Èmi ò dáhùn torí pé mi ò mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe. Ó lè nàyàn unnecessarily ló máa ń nàyàn. So mo ń gbọ́ pé ó ń béèrè mi bẹ̀ mi ìdáhùn. So ń gbà yẹn lọ́wọ́ mọ́ mi wá sọ pé òun ló sùn síbí yìí ó wá ní kí ló ṣe? Wọ́n wá ní ẹsẹ̀ ló ń dùn. Ó ní kàn jẹ́ kó ń wo ẹsẹ̀ yẹn mo ti ẹ̀ ń wò pé kí ló wá fẹ́ ṣe sí. Ó ní kọ́ ìṣàkúrò kíjẹ́ pé wọ́n. Ó wá wò ó wá sọ fún mọ́ mi ó wá ní ìyàwó. Ó ní kí lẹ ṣe sí ẹsẹ̀ ó ní this is not the right thing to do. Mọ́ mi wá ní nǹkan táwọn mọ̀ làwọn ṣe ó wá ní kí n dìde. Dìde kó tó
sọ dìde yẹn mo gbọ́dọ̀ dìde ọ̀hẹ́sùn máa nàyàn lẹ́gbàá mi so wá ní kí n máa tẹ̀lé òun lọ sí next door nílé ẹ̀ mo wá tẹ̀lé lọ ó ní gbogbo kinní tán lẹ̀ mọ́ ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ó ní kí n ṣe kúrò mo wá ṣe kúrò ó wá gbé àdín ní orí ibi tó ń dáná sí yẹn náà igi lókè báyìí wọ́n so ìgò yẹn rọ̀ ó wá gbé ó wá bu bí short tó máa fi mú hot yẹn ó wá dà sí ẹsẹ̀ yẹn ìkan ló tóbi ní egbò yẹn o àwọn kan sì ṣe bí kéékèèké bí ojú mẹ́rin around it ó wá dà sí ó wá fún mi ní short ìdàtí yẹn kì í mú it wasn't pleasant but mo gbọ́dọ̀ mú ọ̀yẹ́sì dámà ó máa whip ẹgbàá mọ́yàn lórí mi ó wá ní kí n máa lọ mo wá lọ lè padà the amazing thing ṣe mọ̀ pé ìjọ́ kejì ẹsẹ̀ yẹn sàn I was able to walk properly so ọjọ́ kejì yẹn wá ní kí n padà wá mo wá padà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ó tún wá fún mi ní same àdíyẹn mo ó tún wá da àdíyẹn sí ẹsẹ̀ yẹn that was the end kìíní yẹn yìí lọ we didn't do anything again so ó wá sọ fún mọ̀ mi pé ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé ata ni kìíní yẹn pé ata náà sọ mí ní ẹsẹ̀ yẹn o pé if care is not taken ṣe rí bó ṣe ń ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀ yẹn pé ẹsẹ̀ yẹn máa jẹrà
ó máa dé egbò gidi
ó máa di egbò ńlá tó jẹ́ pé ó lè ba ẹsẹ̀ èèyàn jẹ́ àbí kó ṣèyàn léṣe.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni á dé egbò gidi ni.
so this our inheritance àwọn agbára tí àwọn bàbá wa ní ibi tí wọ́n lọ nìyẹn máa yẹn ti kú báyìí sìn mí ìdẹ̀rù pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ ẹni jẹjẹ.
àwọn ọmọ tó ti wà ní Lagos tó ń wọ́wọ́ ta ló máa ṣe wàhálà yẹn.
irú àwọn tó wà ń lù wa mi ò rò pé ọmọ nǹkan kan ń pa ẹ̀. and one other day also àbúrò mi that my sister yẹn ó máa ń láìka ti wẹ̀ nínú òjò lójò bá ti ń rọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó kàn fi gbé ta lọ́jọ́ kan ni pé kinní kan ti wọnú ojú òun that same man came láti ilé ẹ̀ ó ní kí ló ṣe ọmọ yẹn tó ń kígbe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó tún mú that same àdín ó tún fi sójú yẹn ó wá yọ kinní yẹn báyìí ó ní ẹ̀wò ó ní ata ni mo ní kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní ata yìí ṣe understand náà bẹ́ẹ̀ bá nírú neighbor yẹn what could have happened to us.
èyí tá à ń sọ ìkọlà àwọn máa sọ àìmọ̀ àwọn tẹsẹ̀ ń dùn ní sìn.
àti sọ́ọ̀nù àwọn ti pé à ń ṣe nǹkan dúdú à ń ṣe nǹkan dúdú.
n tọ́ pé nìyẹn.
we begin to focus on the western
medicine yẹn.
tó jẹ́ pé ó ní side effect.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
they all have side effect bẹ́ẹ̀ oògùn tí wá kò ní side effect bẹ́ẹ̀ àti sọ wọ́n nù. à ń pè wọ́n ní nǹkan dúdú wọn ò dá they are demons.
that's what they've told
so
us.
bí Yorùbá ṣe ń sọ agbára wọn lò ní eléyìí our inheritance ogún wa ni but we've lost it.
completely.
àwa gbé religion tó jẹ́ pé a fi ń blackmail àṣà wa àti inheritance wa pé religion yẹn ló dáa àṣà tiwa ò dáa religion ó yàtọ̀ sí àṣà we have to separate it. àwọn òbọ̀ ọkẹ́ wo àwọn gbàtíchàs jẹ ọba wáyé tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe tradition wọn fún why can't they condemn it àwọn ló dẹ̀ mú religion wá bá wa ṣe wọ́n pé àwọn ni head of Church of England.
àwọn ni àwọn lọ́mú wa àwọn bìnrin ìta ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ fẹ́ yí ọ̀kìnrin àwọn lọ́mú wa o àwọn lọ́mú wa o.
àwọn dẹ̀ maintain ni
àwọn ní maintain ẹ̀ wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ maintain ẹ̀ tọ́ba maintain ẹ̀ báwo làwọn ṣe wà gbọ́dọ̀ maintain ẹ̀ mọ́ mi so ọgbọ́dọ̀ maintain ẹ̀.
that's the problem tí àwa Yorùbá ní a gbọ́dọ̀ padà lọ sí àṣà wa àti inheritance wa so that we retain it and see who we are only identity wa.
so lórí ká padà yẹn iṣẹ́ wo ni àwọn tó jẹ́ ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn baálé àwọn gbogbo àwọn iṣẹ́ because they have the role to play I mean we are playing our internal ṣe ní sàn án lẹ́yìn lighting àwọn èèyàn but they also have a role to play tá bá fẹ́ promote àṣà yìí even as we are still in Nigeria until the crossover is going to happen.
tẹ́rí àwọn ọba wa a ní àwọn ọba for real a lot of àwọn ọba yẹn wọ́n ti ọba torí pé they are not wọn ò fi wọ́n joyè Ifá ò mú wọn pé ẹni ìní ọba tó sí ó jọba. They are doing the wrong thing. I'm very sorry. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ifẹ̀ ká sọ pé orísun Yorùbá. Look at ọba tó lọ ń fẹ́ àwọn èmi ò rí ìjọ tí since I was a child
ìyàwó tí èèyàn kan ti fẹ́ kù rí tó gbé wá sáàfin it's never done. àwọn tó bá fẹ́ fẹ́ ìyàwó lórí oyè wọ́n máa ń fi ìyàwó ta ọba lọ́rẹ kì í ṣe ìyàwó téèyàn kan ti fẹ́ ló máa wá fẹ́. àwọn young girls ló máa fún ọba tó máa fẹ́. òun náà fi sọ pé ìyàwó tí ọba bá ti fẹ́ pé kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ wọn mọ́ pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè gorí ìyàwó tọ́ba bá ti fẹ́. and look at what is going on now. àwọn ìyàwó àwọn ọba ti di nuisance sí gbòòrò. they are nuisance.
wọ́n ti wà lórí Instagram.
wọ́n ti kó ìdọ̀tí bá gbogbo tradition Yorùbá. ọba gan has become nuisance. tó ń ṣe rádaràdá káàkiri. ọba tó máa dírẹ́sì bí cowboy. what is all this? There's no respect. Wọ́n ti lose the respect wọn. Wọn ò dẹ̀ ṣe ìṣẹ̀ṣe tó jẹ́ pé á jẹ́ kí ìlú tòrò. Nílùú wa when I was a child ní 70s tí òjò bá rọ̀ nílùú ọba á ní kọ́ máa nájà. Believe me within 7 days ní dry season ní òjò máa rọ̀. Àwọn àṣà wa àwọn inheritance wa nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ ní power it carry power. So a gbọ́dọ̀ padà sẹ́yìn ká lọ mọ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Ó máa jẹ́ pé àwọn olóṣèlú ló máa yan ọba tó máa fi ọba kan tí ọba ò tọ́ sí jẹ and they will come and destroy orí oyè yẹn wọ́n bàjẹ́ wọ́n bà agbára yẹn jẹ́ wọ́n bà ìṣẹ̀ṣe jẹ́. Tí a ní àwọn alálẹ̀ tí àwọn èèyàn ò bá believe it is real. Ó real ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. Because dáàdì mi jẹ́ olórí àdúgbò àwọn àgbàlagbà ló máa ń jẹ́ olórí àdúgbò yẹn. There's a man kì í ṣará ìlú wa ó lóun fẹ́ jẹ olórí àdúgbò yẹn. Àwọn ará àdúgbò wa dẹ̀ sọ pé kò tọ́ sí o pé because tó bá ti jẹ́ omi ìpè ìran ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ àlejò ó máa jẹ́. There was a lot of row about it. They keep on going. A ní àjọ àgbà nílùú wa wọ́n á gbé kéèsì yẹn wá síbẹ̀. Ọmọ máa yẹn wá ń rojọ́ pé bàbá òun pé kínní yẹn ẹ̀tọ́ sí pé torí ìjọ tó ti dé ìlú wa pé àdúgbò yẹn ló he belongs to the community pé ibẹ̀ ló bí àwọn sí pé in fact ẹni tó jẹ olórí yẹn tó kú before that time that was 1998 or 1999 pé tó bá ti mu ẹmu tán á wá gbé ìyókù fún bàbá òun pé àwọn ará characteristics tí bàbá òun ní tí òye yẹn ti tọ́ sí nìyẹn. Wọ́n tó kí ọmọ yẹn tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tán wọ́n ní bàbá yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bì nínú àjọ àgbà yẹn wọ́n ló bì and he became unwell. Wọ́n wá ní kó gbé lọ kó lọ tọ́jú ẹ̀ pé kó padà wá tòrọ́jọ́ mẹ́sàn-án náà máa ń ṣe àjọ yẹn. Ìgbà tó wá gbé padà wá àwọn tó ti lọ bribe pé kó fi oúnjẹ oyè yẹn òun kó support òun. Wọ́n wá sọ fún pé àwọn sọ́rí o àwọn ò ní lè fún ní oyè yẹn o pé sórí àwọn alálẹ̀ nílùú wa máa ń pè wọ́n ní ìyàrẹ́ àwọn ni alálẹ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti kú pé tó máa fi ń ṣe mítìn yẹn wọ́n máa ń pè wọ́n pé wọ́n president ń bẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí ò tọ́ sí bàbá ẹ̀ tí bàbá ẹ̀ ti jẹ òun ni bàbá ẹ̀ tó kán gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ yẹn and that was over 10 years council tó ní bàbá àwọn ọmọ ẹmu yẹn o bàbá ẹ̀ bì wọ́n wá sọ pé nǹkan tí ò tọ́ sí tó jẹ ni àwọn alálẹ̀ yẹn tó ti gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rí pé agbára wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ.
so wọn ò wá fi jẹ́ pé kò tọ́ sí. ká ní wọ́n mọ́ngìlì kan pàpà fún ní ìjẹ́mọ wàhálà tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yẹn. wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
ìlú ò ní tòrò.
so agbára wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí a bá padà sí nǹkan tá a jẹ́ if we know who we are and we go back. Àwọn alálẹ̀ yẹn di adìẹ to support láti support ìran Yorùbá. If tó bá appreciate wọn tó bá appreciate their presence and their power what they can do. Mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ wá bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ondo state. Àwọn ọmọ Ondo state misbehave kan lórí movement Yorùbá movement o. I'm sorry I'm from Ondo state. Kán lọ ṣọ́ra wọn. Torí mo rí máa nǹkan tó sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ tó pa ìtàn irọ́ fún àwọn èèyàn. Kíní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 70s ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 60s irọ́ ló pa irọ́ ńlá gbà ni. Ìgbò ó fà láhàámọ́ ó bímọ kí ni pọ́blẹ́mù ẹ̀ pa yẹn ó ń tún lé ẹ̀ ṣe kí ni pọ́blẹ́mù ẹ̀. Àwọn Ondo state kan lọ ronú wọn gidi o kan lọ ṣọ́ra wọn gidigidi. A lot of them they are misbehaving in this movement. Okay. So
thank you so much. You're welcome. Moki as we always say on this platform, this is an intellectual platform. It's not just for you to sit down. Take it. Gbogbo tí mo sí sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan àti grandma tó fi tó wa létí. Imagine tó bá yẹ pa wà nínú Yorùbá country. Gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ máa easy láti tètè materialize. The reason why, not that pé wọ́n kì í ṣe ìṣẹ̀ṣe ní Nàìjíríà, I mean, wọ́n ń ṣe ọdún bí ọdún ìlú àbí nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ní Ìbàdàn nísìn. But imagine how we would have made it a big thing tó bá yẹ pé inú country tiwa gan láwà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè aláwọ̀ bàbá.
Yeah, brother mi ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán.
Àti kú ọ̀rọ̀ olúwa.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Àkókò dílé ní lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Bó pẹ́ bóyá.
Ṣé rí ẹ máa ń gbé mi yí pèsè program mo gbọ́ pọ́ìntì tí ọ̀sán ìwé tọ́ọ̀tì mi lọ. Ṣé mo gbé àti fi ọwọ́ táwọn èèyàn fi ń rọ́ àṣà àti ìṣe wa sẹ́yìn àkóbá lot of Yorùbá. Àkóbá gidi ni o. Ẹ̀rọ ti program yìí ìgbà kan tẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ sọ life expectancy Nigeria as it has
52 ni.
I could remember.
52 ni.
I think it's 65 years.
52, 55, okay. It's one of the 3 year money here. 52. If you survive in Nigeria after 52, 52 years, life expectancy.
When I do my own research and need to understand it, can I get in there? About 5 years to 10 years to this time, that thing is going back to 50.
Yeah, my drop. Yeah, you're right.
Actually, gbogbo ideology táwọn òyìnbó wá fún wa pátá, as in gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá, gbogbo ẹ̀ fake. I just for an example come. Only company go let no look at our advertising for them. I mean, mention from China. Gbogbo pátá, it's quite expensive, but it's effective. What I mean, effective. Name that sickness. Name it. No, but I personally find out we can't believe most
definitely. Egbogi làwọn Chinese ń jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n kàn sọ di capsule ni. Egbogi. Kódà títí dé tíì tán mú. Àwọn kan mú ẹni tí anyhow. Tíì tán mú. Ó ń detox wọn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Àwọn akọ̀ èyí tèmi mo ní sí pẹ̀lú mílíkì. Ó máa jẹ́ kíkún olú ẹ̀ tóbi àfi tó bá tẹ̀ lọ sí gym.
China here, because according to this about the man about play voice notes one time we have impediment for Yoruba development and blah blah blah. All that work on in statements on pay without in Nigeria we won't be where we are.
Oh yeah, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Jaja Kiola comrade.
Address them my problem. I could remember I've seen a man of like okay, example Cheshiwa. Where obviously Babawa emeritus. Follow line I want contact Baba Fine. Baba this time you okay, yo le Baba lost in London for Kennedy Baba lost in London for Kennedy. He's old. He's old, but all idea this is our real life. Change the whole team looks fine. Most still are dead. And we can come back on can come to Buffalo. I know okay say chemical. And that thing with time it will heal. Whatever I need okay. Some say what people so about a problem team lost.
Yeah.
So the mobility general hospital they were still telling us prescribing a book for something. Ibi tí a bá gbójúlé pé ilé ìwòsàn lélẹ̀ tó bá ń prescribe àgbo fún yín ẹni tí brain bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ṣé kò yẹ kó mọ̀ pé ó ti fi nǹkan kan sílé tí ò mú wá bá nǹkan tó yẹ kó wá bá. We fail to understand and you can analyse pé even àwọn pots tá fi ń dáná báyìí.
Àwọn pots yẹn dey wrong. That's why there's cancer, there's everything outside there. Mokim about Moshebi, a cabo Surieto. That's why there's a lot of things outside.
It's killing. Yeah. You understand?
The West are killing us bit by bit. Well, but bit, it may imagine be 40 years.
Life expectancy is going to drop every year.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going to be losing their life in that Western world ideology.
Yeah. You're right.
They're going to be losing their life. And in Kotoshele, see, the Yorubas, now the Yorubas, we need to just sit down. When you are alone, think. Even if you are rich, you should ask yourself one question. Are you safe? Even if you are still rich, sorry, if money is rich, but is it safe in this country?
Peace of mind, which one? You money, which one? Peace of mind. Why you do? Ekabo yawa mommy come in below. Abe kaze. Ben.
You just have to sit down and think, are you really safe in your own fatherland?
No,
are you safe?
We're not. We're not. You're right.
So it is simple. Okay, it's like we have been manipulated as a okay. We should start learning how to go back to where we come from.
The basic. Even if it's going to take us some time. Kamashe, dear.
Even if it's going to cost us our blood.
Yeah, it's going to take us some time.
Even if it's going to cost us our blood. Because our generation will ask us. They will ask us,
Ben.
Okay, Ben, you are anything. But you are obvious, you know, you don't do anything long. Anybody should focus on. We just go back to our root and think. Are you really safe with that money?
Yeah, you're right.
Let them get 10 years multiple visa for you in UK, whether in America or whatever. Are you really safe?
And now I don't share say, Bobo concert, Bobo ye essay, kan now olóṣèlú yìí ni àwọn tó máa ń bá wọn lórí Twitter tó máa ń pera wọn ní essay. Ó ti kóyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, òun wà ní bíbá. Òun wà Nàìjíríà o, tó kọ̀ fún wà Nàìjíríà kó lè ṣe máa ṣe ṣìnà, kó ṣe dis, kó dẹ̀ wà láàrin wọn.
Ibi tó kó wọn lọ yẹn ṣé àwọn family yẹn ò ní rántí pé okay àwọn jẹ́ Inú-Ọlájí is not a British name.
Yeah.
You have to come back and find your root. Yeah. Your root is still in Yoruba land. Tó bá ti gbowó yẹn ìwọ nìkan ló gba generation ti lost for life. Okay, òun gbọ́ ti Jake ó sọ pé only father background kìnnìkan dé ni pé wọ́n fà ló ń pé 30% connected to Nigeria.
Èmi náà ka kíní ẹ̀ mú ká. You're right.
Actually, no, it's obvious that only everything. When go to incomplete life looking what generation category. This is going to happen to every elite. Don't believe I want at the top anything. I want to secure billions of naira. Or save family. I want. They are not saved. They're just being stupid. Because you don't go. Daddy. I want this. My name belongs to an African. What tribe I am? I'll pay you know, can you just explain to that children? I want to make a question because they're going in Kokowa in Ukraine. I don't believe them, they want to learn. Shower to my fellow, Shani answer for questions on Shani. Answer for me. And it's going to be a shame on us to by the time here. Let us just wake up and go back to our land. You see, Nigeria did not belong to us. It did not. The West are just using us as a company. I know they want to the only option to go for Yoruba, let's get back to our feet and fix ourselves. Let me leave you just
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan aláwọ̀ bàbá.
You're welcome, my brother.
Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí mo ti jẹun díẹ̀ so strength mi ti padà. I was almost like, I'm on strength. Moki, mommy, Ajoke, Ola. Like I always say, definitely, gbogbo ole wa lójú kan náà. Àti mọ̀ yẹn kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Àwọn kan prefer the structure tí Nigeria wà nísìn. Not that not everybody is benefiting from Nigeria, but what prefer structure yẹn. Because they are seeing that structure as something that we can amend, we can change, we can make and rectify and then make it work. And to be honest, maybe for you, at some point, our no, surely structure tí wọ́n sọ yẹn, At some point, I was in that same position. I think of that same position. I wanted that structure to work. I wanted that system to work. And that's why if you see Sowore, Sowore, ó máa ń jà káàkiri ni, bó ṣe ń jà fún Biafra, ó ń jà fún Yorùbá, ó ń jà fún Alizakizaki, ó ń jà fẹ́yìn Nigerian, because he just wants something peaceful for everybody. Mo headline kan nísìn lórí Sky News. Ó wà níwájú mi lórí the same laptop yìí náà ni mo fi ń ṣe YouTube, so but I can still move around behind it. Breaking. Two, ẹgbọ́n bíbá yo. Two, and let me retweet it here, and then màá play wa lórí bíbá. Ṣé mo tẹ̀lé Twitter lórí fóònù because náà kí mo delete ẹ̀ nígbà kan nígbà tí ó ń consume. Twitter máa ń consume a lot of kíní gan. Kò sí lórí bíbá. Tí bá dẹ̀ play nísìnyí, àwọn tó wà lórí YouTube ò ní gbọ́, ẹ̀yin nìkan lè máa gbọ́. But let me just read it out. Two Metropolitan Police officers have been sacked. Àti ṣàyé wa. Ṣorí wọ́n tó ń gbọ́ mi. Mo mọ̀ pé nígbà àwọn apẹ́ ọ̀bọ̀ ìwálẹ̀ pọ̀ yàrá owó yẹn ń ṣe lọ. Yóò tó wà ní UK ló ṣe. I'm not oppressing anybody. I've lived there for 24 years. Mo sọ fún yín pé ìyá tó bí èmi lọ́mọ sá lọ ni. Mọ̀mí sí mi tajà ní gọ́tà. Àwọn tó ń ta léèsì ni. No be small lace o. 23 countries around the world. Maka tí mo fẹ́ kà mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ rí background pé sitting here iṣẹ́ wo làwọn kan ṣe ń ta yẹn nísìnyí kò fi láì díà. Okay, delivery van kan ló lọ nísìnyí. Iceland free delivery. Ó wá deliver oúnjẹ. Kò wọ́n ń gbówó káàkiri o. But ẹja ló wà ń bẹ̀. I can go and do that job. I know how much I'm losing every month. Pé mo lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Every month. Gbogbo èèyàn ní UK ló ní budget. Owó táwọn èèyàn fún wa kàn dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run ni kò débì kankan wàláì kò rán anything. Owó tí àwọn èèyàn fún wa ẹgbàá bíi £10, £50 a kò dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run ni. I know how much I'm worth every month. But let me read out kí n tó padà síbẹ̀. Two Metropolitan Police officers. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé kó tó di police officer nílùú yìí? Just imagine. The training considered on university degree tó bá ní bonus ni, but you can apply and then you can get the job. Two Metropolitan Police officers have been sacked. Àkàkọ́ wọ́n sáàkì wọn ìwọ ṣiṣẹ́ sùúrù. Ó mọ̀ ní tó ṣe sáàkì wọn. Máa dúpẹ́ pé à ń pariwo pé a fẹ́ system tó ṣiṣẹ́. Two màá dẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ ń copy ẹ̀ kó lórí pé màá lose ẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ ń gbé wá sí ẹ̀yìn tí ẹ wà lórí comment section. Two Metropolitan Police officers ní UK have been sacked. S-A-C-K-E-D. Wọ́n lé appeal o, but for now they've been sacked. Tó mọ̀ ṣé àwọn tó ń pè ní sack ẹni tó bá lé níbi iṣẹ́ for punching olóńjú à ń jà nílùú yìí ìgbà tí mo dé 1998 ẹ̀wọ̀n kí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bọ̀ mo ń pọ̀sẹ̀ mo tún fi nǹkan kun lábẹ́ ni mo sì mi sọ fún mi pé má jà o sórí ìlú yìí oríṣiríṣi èèyàn ló wà àwọn kan wà wọ́n síkì gan kò ń ṣe síkì pé àrùn ọlọ́pọlọ bíi ìyá onídọ̀tí burúkú ló ṣí olórí burúkú tó dé láàrin méjì tó wá bá nǹkan jẹ́ ìyá tẹ́ ẹ̀rí fúláàgì ẹ̀rí lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ó dàbí ghost tó kọ̀ wọlé láàrin méjì ìyá wèrè yẹn ìyá tí wọ́n pọ́n lé bá wèrè ni woman yẹn mad woman ni mo sì mi jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé èèyàn ń jà nílùú yìí o torí tó bá lọ ti èèyàn ṣòro ẹni tó ti yẹn wọ́n gbé páìpì kan sí lára tó fi ń mí wọ́n gbé páìpì kan sí lára tó fi rọra ń ṣayé ẹ̀ tó rọra ń ìwọ ló kọ̀ rò pé aṣọ tó wọ̀ yẹn ṣòrí lábẹ́ aṣọ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ó dàbí bíi Tinubu náà ni ẹ mọ̀ pé Tinubu ní sí lábẹ́ agbádá yẹn nǹkan ń bẹ níbẹ̀ bàbá tọ̀lítọ̀lé kọ́lọ̀ fún lálàáfíà sórí Tinubu bó ṣe wà ní sí tó bá yàgbẹ́ sára ní sí ànímọ̀ bìtọ́ ọ ti pàdé dí òun nìkan ló máa mọ̀ pé ìgbẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n ti yàgbẹ́ Tinubu nìkan ló máa mọ̀ àwọn onímọ̀ mọ̀ torí pé nígbà tí yẹn ti lọ sọ smelly wọ́n ti adjust wọ́n ti upgrade ẹ̀ díẹ̀ ó sì kìíní wọ́n lè máa wọ́n tọ́jú èèyàn torí pé mo sì mi ní tó bá lọ ti èèyàn tó bá dákẹ́ pẹ́ẹ́n òun lọ prison nìyẹn o mo ní ẹ̀ ní bíbá so àti àwọn wèrè kan wà máa bára wọn jà àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá kan láti ọmọ à ń jà tó máa ń fọ́gò bọ̀ àwọn wọn ò ní sọ the end fún yìí ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa ń pẹ́ sí. Wọ́n ní 2 Metropolitan Police officers have been sacked, breaking news in Lori Sky News, for punching and kicking a 14-year-old boy during his arrest before lying. Wọ́n tún parọ́ sori pé mo sọ pé lórí burúkú nìyá yẹn àní irọ́ tó ń paṣẹ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé ó yẹ ká tì mọ́ prison ni àbí ká sẹ́ndẹ̀ lọ sí psychiatric hospital tó ń parọ́ òṣì pé òun ti gba country tó ń tàn yín tẹ̀yìn òmùgọ̀ wá tẹ̀lé àtẹ̀gbọ́pọ̀ àwọn tó wà láàbúrò lórí wọn pé ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá ń lé à ń sọ fún yín pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni orí wọn pé for lying in a statement afterward pé for the fact pé wọ́n parọ́ nínú statement tó kọ wọ́n ti sáàkì wọn ẹ jẹ́ n post kìíní àwa fún ìkẹlẹ̀ rí ṣẹgbọ́n kan tó they can be jailed if committing a crime àní wọ́n ti sáàkì ọlọ́pàá méjì òun mo ti post sórí comment section yẹn fẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lórí YouTube ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní orí mo ṣáà tún wo ra mo kì mo ti change aṣọ mo ṣáà wọ́n pé aṣọ kan mo fi bẹ̀ mí wáyé pé mo ti change aṣọ ní ìwà ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ n post ẹ̀ sí ìwà ẹ̀ so kí ni mo fẹ́ fààyàn bẹ̀ ni pé ṣe rí as we are saying to you our people àṣàyé wa ìlú la ṣì wá ìlú olùṣì 2 ọlọ́pàá ní UK wọ́n ti sáàkì wọn ẹ má bínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi tẹ̀lé wọ́n ti sáàkì wọn because wọ́n parọ́ nínú statement mo ti post ẹ̀ síta jẹ́ post ẹ̀ sórí timeline mi ṣe rí pé reason tí KOIKIMEDIA ṣe máa ń lọ mú news oríṣiríṣi àwọn ẹlòmíà máa post nǹkan mi ẹlòmíà máa bí mi pé kí lè ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá Nation gbàdé pé ò ní làákàyè torí bá ní làákàyè ni wàá máa wo àwọn message tá à ń post yẹn wàá máa bí rẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí sọ wá ìtọ́ ṣe sáàkì wọn ní statement tó kọ wọ́n ti parọ́ nínú ẹ̀ for punching ọmọ tó ń pè ní punching Anthony Joshua ọlọ́pàá mélòó ló ń ná yín lójoojúmọ́ military mélòó ló ń ná yín lójoojúmọ́ LASTMA mélòó ló ń ná yín lójoojúmọ́ because society yẹn ó allow ẹ̀ ṣé bá ṣe fi wá máa bàrọ̀ náà lélẹ̀ a reality and this is why we are saying to our people that lè continue. Mo kí ẹ ṣé gan ni Alhaja Sherifa Ọlánìkẹ́ mo kí mà we can't continue to live mo kí ẹyẹ kíní mo kí ẹgbẹ́ yín tẹ́wà ní òkè ògùn and this is what we are saying to our people forget it whether some influencers sit somewhere and they're telling you Peter Obi is going to come and face Nigeria Tinubu is going to come and face Nigeria Atiku is going to come and face Nigeria. Do you know how much Nigeria is wasting every day that should be beneficial to everyone? Ṣẹ́dá àtàwà labroad mo kí bàbá wa Kẹ́hìndé Babátúndé àwọn àtàwà labroad ó yẹ ká máa jẹ lára Nàìjíríà ó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà máa tún support àwa náà as a Nigeria níbi tó lówó dé. Not that Nigeria doesn't have the money. Nigeria has a lot of money. A lot of money. Ìyẹn kan confam pé kò ń ṣe Ghana nìkan lọ́dún ṣe prostitution wọ́n ní gbogbo Côte d'Ivoire Burkina Faso wọ́n náà ń ṣaṣẹ́wó lọ níbẹ̀ bí wèrè ni. Not only Ghana ma even in all West African countries Côte d'Ivoire Burkina Faso and many more especially in Côte d'Ivoire that I am ẹni ẹ̀wà ní Côte d'Ivoire they are confirmed prostitute. Mo kí mọ́mí wa Olúbùnmi prostitute wà ní UK o forget ẹ o kò ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ń sọ o àwọn ọmọ kan wà máa ń kó wọn wọlé àwọn ọmọ Eastern European wọ́n fi wọ́n ṣe prostitute kò sórí crime ojoojúmọ́ ni crime máa wáyé but the society must be able to stop that crime and it does not matter ìkànnì aṣọ fún yín nísìn ọlọ́pàá gbá èèyàn lẹ́sẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ 14 years ó tún wá parọ́ nínú statement wọ́n ti sáàkì wọn nísìn ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí YouTube ẹ lè má lè gbọ́ so àwọn tó wà níta ló máa gbọ́ because the audio is not going to come out to you.
Two Metropolitan Police Service officers have been dismissed without notice for punching and kicking a...
Only 2 Metropolitan Police have been dismissed without giving any notice. Pé ẹ̀yin wèrè ìtagbà yín fún nìyẹn. Arrest má punch má dẹ̀ parọ́ because tọ́lọ́pàá in moment tó bá lọ́pàá torí ọlọ́pàá ní ibà tó bá dé fìlà kò tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ẹ sì jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni but tó bá ti lè dé fìlà ó ń represent king ló ń represent the crown ó ń represent the crown ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ní integrity ẹni tó fẹ́ represent the crown ṣé nàìjíríà fúnra rẹ̀ ní integrity ṣé nàìjíríà ní integrity ìdí tí ara ṣe ń ní gbogbo wa nìyẹn kí n má sọ pé ara ní yín torí tí bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo gbọ́dọ̀ include ara mi ara ní gbogbo wa àwa táwa níta ara ní wa èyí tẹ́ wà nulẹ̀ ara ní yín bẹ́ẹ̀ kò fẹ́ ká máa jáde ká máa sọ fún yín pé kò fẹ́ kí èmi máa jáde ká máa sọ pé nàìjíríà máa da ọ̀nà olófẹ́ gbàdá ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ̀ ìtókù. Kicking a 14-year-old boy. 2 Metropolitan Police officers have been dismissed without any notice for kicking a 14-year-old boy. But the same Britain, Toma Pono Yinile, what she EndSARS, Fazi Jade, Macaroni Jade, Bogmo Jade, Epariwo titi, DJ switch nísìn ó ti sá lọ. Nígbà tó fẹ́ pa ó ti sá kúrò. 2 Metropolitan Police officers have been dismissed for kicking a 14-year-old boy. During his arrest, they are bad boys. They are bad boys. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn èmi gan máa ń bẹ̀rù wọn. Olórí burúkú ni wọ́n. Ìyẹn ló ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ jẹun dáadáa nílùú yìí. Tí bá ní jẹun ó yẹ bó bá jẹ́ Bible ni máa kà dáadáa tó bá jẹ́ Quran ni tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ ṣe ni àwọn ọmọ lórí burúkú yẹn ọ̀bẹ tó máa ti bọ̀yàn lára tó bá ti bọ̀ ẹ̀ lára báyìí tó bá máa fi fà jáde báyìí ó máa kó ìfun jáde ni o olórí burúkú ni wọ́n kò ní ṣe gbogbo wọn they are bad boys wọ́n pọ̀ ní gbogbo àdúgbò kankan bad boys wọ́n ta drug bí wèrè àwọn náà fẹ́ gun mọ́tò ńlá wọ́n fẹ́ gun Mercedes wọ́n fẹ́ gun this some of them are African some of them are Nigerian children àwọn ìyá wọn mi báyìí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wọn àmọ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ káwọn Nàìjíríà ẹ má jẹ́ kán mọ́ mi mọ̀ kó ń lọ ẹ̀mọ́ tó bá ti ṣe crime tó bá jọ́mọ tèmi náà ni a máa fi wọ̀nyí ẹ̀jà gbọ́ ìtókù. Before lying about the incident mo kí mọ́mí wa Alájà Ọlábísí 2 police officers have been dismissed, not in Nigeria, because they punched a 14-year-old boy. Ọmọ tó fi arrest yẹn, it could be real arrest because ọmọ yẹn ti commit a crime. But why punch him? Only don't be for. Did we tell you to punch him? So that is the society that I want for us. Do you think that you can get that society in 8 years of Tinubu? Or do you think after Tinubu, when it goes back, say Tinubu will build the structure there? Because it takes a while to build a structure. So let's even, for argument's sake, Tinubu bears and build the structure, institution, this. Do you think they will maintain the structure of Tinubu? No. Let's be factual here. Do you think that if Tinubu build that institution that allows your police to be punished for stopping you at Lagos Ibadan Expressway because Ofe wo phone olórí burúkú kí ló fẹ́ fi phone ẹ ṣe? Why does the this is a password phone now and the police UK telling me to open it omugboyo go and get judgment from the court kí tó lè ṣe phone fún ẹ kí mo fẹ́ ṣe and wá ṣe wá nù ẹ lẹ́pa. Do you think that Tinubu can solve this in 8 years? And even if it does in 8 years, do you think that the North, because we know that we have marginalized the Igbo people. Forget it. Igbo is not going to be the president. Forget it. That would be a dream that will never come true. The Igbos will never be allowed to be the president of Nigeria. We all know that. Forget it. So so it will be between us and the Yoruba and the Hausa. Because when Tinubu finishes 8 years, it goes now to the North. Do you think that the North will maintain the same thing that Tinubu will leave behind? Because as long as the center is still there, even if Tinubu breaks it back to regional government, even if he brings it back to the regional government, even if he brings the power back to the state, as long as Tabashi in the center, okay, that center can still destroy the state. Because if the North comes back after 2031, for us now, 2031, that was the same thing we said when Buhari came in. Some people told us from the day one that Olori Buruku ni Buhari is not coming to do anything. But some of us believe him. Some of us trusted him. Some of us had the hope of the change, the next level. Down the line, Buhari is going now. Auto fake bad loan $800 million. Buhari still wants to get a loan. Buhari is in London now. If I have time, I'll go to Abuja House. If I have the time. Say Buhari, this is why we are saying to you that abroad, but it's about the society. So even if Tinubu wants to build the kind of society that you want, the northern part of Nigeria is coming back to destroy it.
About the incident in their statements immediately.
They were lying in their statement. There's nothing here. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá ti dá yomi dúró kí n má sọ pé lómi. Kò sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́pàá lè dá dúró. Wọ́n ti dá mi dúró níbi tí mo ti ń drive. Wọ́n ti dá wa dúró for other reasons. But tó bá ti check pé there's nothing wrong, you go. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá wá dá mi dúró nísìn. Sórí ọlọ́pàá bá ní notepad nílùú yìí. Small one. The moment a police stop me, the first thing he must put is, he must put his ID number. I don't need it to know the ID number. Because Tabade Court, Metropolitan Police to jẹ́ overall body will tell the court, ọlọ́pàá tó dá mi dúró. But in Nigeria, hey, let me take the picture of the ọlọ́pàá, because you know, even taking that picture is not helping anybody. The moment the ọlọ́pàá bá dá mi dúró ní Louis, the first thing they will do is they need to put the time. What? Sorry, ago ọlọ́pàá fi ṣeré. Àwọn sector méjì kan fa ago ṣeré. Àwọn tó wà àwọn ìyá mi gbé mi lékè. Àwọn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ní ago lọ́wọ́. And tí ambulance mo ti notice one, we've had crisis in the house before, in 24 years I've lived here, definitely ambulance ma ti wá wọnú lé wa rí. Ambulance bá ti dé lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n take note. 11:26. Won't take time, because moment yẹn wọ́n treat incident ọba wa, but they need ìyẹn lọ́sẹ̀ máa ń pè tó bá pè emergency nísìn. They want to know the time, because time matter. Sorry, aago ta fi ń ṣeré tí gbogbo wa táwọn sọ pé ká filẹ̀ kí Tinubu chena. Time ayé wa ló ń sún sẹ́yìn díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ọlọ́mọ ayé ká ayé wa sún sẹ́yìn. It's all about the time. Time is important in the life of people. I am not your motivational talker. Go to Faladuro Toye. My job is to break that Olori Buruku country called Nigeria. Ìlú olóṣì tó ti kó bá gbogbo wa. I find category ẹ̀sìn.
In their statements immediately.
Wọ́n parọ́ nínú statement. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá dá mi dúró nísìn. He must put the time. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fún mi pé òun dá mi dúró ní 20:11. Tó dẹ̀ pé 30:11 ló dá mi dúró. Tabade court mo lè torí ẹ̀ fi sùn wọn. So they put the time. Kí ni time nísìn? 12:47. Kí ló ṣe penny? Kí mo ní mi? Journalist ọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ máa ní pen pọ̀pọ̀. Mo ní pen rà. Àwọn ọmọ òdùà kódà ẹja lélẹ̀. Àbúrò àwọn yẹn nísìn. Time is very, very important. Aago ṣe pàtàkì. What he wasted 63 years of our life have been wasted by Nigeria, and you are telling us Nigeria is going to war. You must be crazy. Nigeria has wasted 63 years of our time. Time to ká máa lò nínú Nigeria. Bó fẹ́ wọ súùtù ni. They've wasted 63 years, and you are still thinking that it's going to work. You must be mad. Wakokoko time. So the time now is 12:48. Ọlọ́pàá dá mi dúró ni o. Ọwọ́ dá mi dúró, ó ti kọ time. I have a very question. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá ti dé dúró nílùú yìí. He believes everything you are saying until otherwise. Ọlọ́pàá dá mi dúró nísìn mo ní, what is your name? My name is Olayomi Koiki. Thank you. Who owns this car? The car belongs to my friend, Akole. Are you insured to drive it? Yes. Sorry, yes to so o ma ko èmi na mo pé mo ní insurance akọsílẹ̀. Yes. Now along the line, so mo power dúdú agídí wa pọ̀ bí alágídí ni wa, ó fẹ́ dá sí lọ funfun. Ọlọ́pàá wá punch mi. ọlọ́pàá yẹn ló ní pọ́blẹ́mù wọ́n ọ̀bẹ níṣẹ́ pé kó pọ́ǹchì mi iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ ni pé nígbà tó ti mú mi yẹn tó bá fẹ́ rí i pé mo fẹ́ wà violent ó yẹ kó pè fún backup wàá pè fún backup ó dẹ̀ ní bó ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ pín mi mọ́lẹ̀ ó mọ̀ pé òun ló fa wàhálà kí ni bọ̀bọ̀ tó pa lamẹ́ríkà yẹn tó ṣé mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣé mọ̀ pé ó lọ́jà lé ní according to bá ṣe gbọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ tí wọ́n pín mọ́lẹ̀ I can't breathe Black Lives Matter do you know wọ́n ní bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe gbọ́ wọ́n náà wọnú store bí ó ná fake money ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà lórí live show ẹ bá mi emphasize bí àǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí bọ̀bọ̀ tí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo lọ jágbe mọ́ Buhari kò tí ì lọ bí a lọ la bí a lọ I don't know kọ́lọ̀ fún mi ní time bọ̀bọ̀ Black Lives Matter yẹn ṣé mo pé bí ó lọ ná fake money ní àbí but n tó ṣe ṣá ó wà ṣé mo pé òsàn yẹn mọ́ rárá torí pé ọlọ́pàá dúró lé lórí tó fi kú. Yes, fake money. Thank you so much. Oh, no, fake money. No. George Floyd. Thank you so much. I am African. He actually spent fake money. Ṣé mo pé borrow fake money. Ṣé mo pé borrow fake money yẹn because òkú ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Nǹkan pè ní pé life is very, very important. Mr. Koiki, did you hear how much Nigerian politicians want to use to remove Asoro for incoming president? 14 billion. And in Nigeria, is a country. Nigeria has wasted every one of us our time. As you can go the last part of the YouTube, translation here. So let's finish it.
Statements immediately afterwards. A hearing of the Independent Office for Police Conduct.
Sorry, won't be becoming a hearing of independence. Sorry, independence, you know, my vetty, you're not buying wrong, so right. And the moment they can clarify that, I'm not buying it wrong. Ọlọ́pàá ò fẹ́ràn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́, they become dismissal.
Office for Police Conduct.
And when they get dismissed, they lose all their benefit. Kódà ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn ó lè jẹ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ti pẹ́ ní service ṣòro tó bá tẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò mind. But if you imagine you have spent 15 years with Metropolitan Police because of àwọn ọmọ àlè kan, because àwọn ọmọ yẹn ọmọ àlè ni wọ́n, àwọn ọmọ yẹn burú gan, àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wọ́n ní UK. They are bad boys. Immediately jẹ́ lóyà pé kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe. Now ṣó mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn ti gbaṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá yẹn. Ọmọ tó bá ọ̀bẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ti torí tiẹ̀ ó dismiss ọlọ́pàá because this is a system that works. I go come and end the program. Emma Binu, I have to go so that I can relax a little bit. It's been a long day.
Office for Police Conduct heard that police constables Alexei Zaleski and Connor Ryan.
They were even able to tell us their name. They don't hide the names. That is the power of information. Why try to protect people that have been found guilty, just like Ike Kerimadu? But it is only Nigeria. Abba Kyari. Nobody's hearing anything about this case anymore. On Bumole. Because Abba Kyari is protecting some cabal. The case of Abba Kyari is no longer in the news. And this is what we're saying to those of you. Continue to live in denial. You will hustle and hustle and hustle in Nigeria. You will make money. But your life expectancy is 52. In Nigeria, after you've made that money. Whether it's blood money, whether it's Yahoo money, I don't care how you make your money. But one thing is, Nigeria is just not visible in the long run. It might be my monitor, because I got a lot of news updates on my phone. UK is sending more weapons to Ukraine. Ukraine, Russia. They are sending more weapons there, and Russia continue to fight.
And Connor Ryan were accused of using excessive force on the...
They were accused of using excessive force. Force is all you. Force is all for 14 years. How many force has Nigeria used on me and you? From your age, Bugwalani age, we are no longer children. We are, even our Motabilan on Nigeria is using force on them. Nigeria has money to look after every one of us. But on Toju one niwalara. Whether you are in the north, whether you are in the middle belt, one everybody lara. And everybody is now asking, Talashe, anybody. It is our representatives that is holding us backwards.
excessive force on the child in North London.
On a child, àdúgbò mi tẹ́ ní North London. This happened in North London. So it does not matter wherever you are in UK, you are well represented.
In April 2021. More on that.
So this happened 2021. So the case has been going on for some time. But now they've dismissed them.
Throughout the morning here on Sky News as we get it.
And these and others must be Muriambe. So, my people, it might be like this is a joke. But in the long run, you'll realize that it's not a joke. Because there will be more people that are still going to come out that will be much more powerful in advocacy of what we are doing than me. I always pray that we get more people that are talking better than me. That way, it makes my own job easy. There could be in Nigeria, there could be outside Nigeria, but this movement that some of you are thinking is not real. This movement that some of you are thinking we are just wasting our time, you can't break up Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. How can you sit in London and be talking about break up Nigeria? Nigeria itself will dissolve at the appropriate time. Nigerians will wake up one day and you'll be asking for the truth. And you can't get it and then you just boil out. But all this can be resolved on a peaceful round table where we drink tea, we talk about it. But the current system is not ready to talk about all these things. All they want to do is think that they are powerful. That we are powerful. Muki Princess Victoria Olaiwola. Princess, no be pet name of. You say somebody will be princess. Yeah, small other. Princess, no be pet name of. Obanla Olale Paul. Princess and prince, that means their lineage, there will be a king. It could be another 50, 20 years. So what like I always say, this is the best I can continue to do to educate and enlighten you. Go to other platforms. Tobanwa adult sex, lots other platforms. Tobanwa fracas. There's a lot going on the social media. But when you want to hear about break up Nigeria, sit here, you will hear something that will make you want to break up Nigeria. And if you don't want to break up Nigeria, no problem. I'm not fighting you. I fight you now. I don't fight you. We don't fight now. We don't fight. But the thing will go make you want to break up Nigeria, I just hope it doesn't happen to people close to you. 2nd of January, I lost somebody in Lagos State. By the time 3 worked with the hospital, he died. I'm talking about this boy is not even 30 years old. 2nd of January. This accident would have been, he would have survived it. When I saw, the surroundings and even the body. I'm not even saying anything. Do you know that every the wristwatch, the wallet, the mobile phone in his body, some people took it away. Only could the hospital go away. Oh my God. So, me, I don't chop my own breakfast. I pray I don't chop another one soon. Because that one is still in the chest. Family Lentokuyen. 2nd of January, Lushele. The family is still not, stable. Omota wo pe ogo wa náà ni àbí ogo wa ló lọ yẹn ẹ máa tanra yín. A returnee came from America. A returnee. Whether he's back home for whatever. Whether he's back home finally. He parked his own car where a driver. I'm sure in America nobody drives him apart from the taxi or the Uber. Because to get a driver driving you around America, you must be extremely rich. But you can get only because the volume. Their phone in his house at the very body program, Mr. Luko. It could be your phone. This man, according to the news, is there. Just check it. America returnees. Whether he's supporting Yoruba Nation, I don't know. Whether he's not supporting, I don't know. Whatever his views are, your views is your views. You have the right to support Tinubu. Nobody's fighting that. Now. But Tole ni Tinubu drug baron ni. So if you make boy any problem to me, Yomi ye ma ṣe yan ọmọ Yorùbá bomb bastard nìyẹn tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. You're a bomb bastard. This returnee came out of his car that the driver was driving in. His estate was just about few meters away. Bí ó fẹ́ ra puff ni, bí ó fẹ́ ra bread ni, whatever he was buying, he crossed the road. He crossed the next road. Oran tó fẹ́ ra tán, ó crossed the first road. The second road tó fẹ́ cross wọnú mọ́tò ẹ̀. Mọ́tò tó bá gbogbo, ó gbàdánù. Ó rí pé mo pariwo. Bó ṣe ọmọ kan tí mọ́tò bá gbáyàn, ìwọ kọ́ ló máa mú nọ́mbà. He could have survived it. Mọ́tò tó tún bọ̀, tráyẹ̀lẹ̀ gbọ̀ngàn, ó pàdánù ni. Bye bye. Èmi náà ti jẹ tèmi ní January. Kọ́lọ́n bá wà pẹ̀lú family yẹn. Bó ṣe máa rí náà nìyẹn. Ẹyọ kan méjì mẹ́ta bó ṣe máa lọ́rọ̀ nìyẹn. Bó ṣe máa lọ náà nìyẹn. Accident náà ṣẹlẹ̀ láàbùrọ̀dọ̀. Mọ́tò tó gba nísìn àti tó gba méjèèjì wọ́n ní wọ́n rí nọ́mbà mú. Wọ́n rí nọ́mbà wọ́n tẹ̀ rí nọ́mbà mú. Ìyẹn ló ń pè ní hit and run. Nigeria will work. No problem. No, who is arguing with you? Tinubu will fix it. And who is arguing with you? But remember that there is debt in Nigeria. Hey, tell me. Tabate te lo báyìí. Torí mo ti ṣe late night lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Ṣé fẹ́ kí n fara wá lálẹ́? Àbí ká tún sọ de àárọ̀ la. Èwo lẹ fẹ́ ńbẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókẹ́ àwọn máa ń send owó sínú account mi láti Nigeria. Tó bá wá fi fún Koiki. Oda. How many hours ló ti lò lẹ́yìn? 3 hours. Ó yá, màá san 30 pounds account ẹ̀. 10 pounds per hour ni. Ta ló máa san 10 pounds per hour lẹ́yìn? Ní sanwó ni. Ọ̀fẹ́ náà ni àbí? Ẹ fàdúrà ràn mí lọ́wọ́ àbí? Ìyá mi gbé mi lékè ní late night o. Ọ̀dà. Àgbìyànjú. Tí bá tètè lọ rest nísìn. So I have other things to do. Èmi náà ní life. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Ìyá mi Esther ní tomorrow morning. Àgbéyẹ̀wò. If I have the time, I'll come back tonight if otherwise. But ẹ kúkú mọ̀ mí. Kò sígbà tí mo lè jáde. I appreciate everyone. We appreciate ourselves. Mo kí gbogbo tó ń pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. 4 corners of Yoruba land. Mo kí àwọn onílẹ̀ wa. Wọ́n máa jà. They will come and defend us. Ní bọ́tà fífi jà. Ní kankan. But àwọn onílẹ̀ máa dìde. Because the pain is too much. The pain that we are going through. Pẹ̀lú àwọn àtàwọn abroad. 14 years. Kí British tó dé sọ pé gbà ìwọ náà gbà lọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀. It took me 14 years. I appreciate it in the long run because at least I can go to Nigeria, come back, come to Nigeria, and then, buga buga. Have a very good morning. Bye for now. And morning, enter America. Bye for now. Yoruba nation. Politics. It's not going to work. It's too late. Checking out now. Bye for now.